Greetings, RetroUnlimers, and welcome to the 11th edition of RetroUnlim Live. Ooh, it's the Hell Heaven edition, special Halloween edition. And with me tonight are the very scurry Chris Ashankt.
Your mother.
The kind of scurry Scott Bailey.
Benoit Balls.
And the slightly unsettling Jimmy. I mean, Monkey Spaz. You don't like being called that, I'm sorry.
Shiny. No, Jimmy. That's like an old man Scottish name.
Jimmy.
No, Jimmy. No, Jimmy.
So how are you doing, Jimmy?
I'm fine. If you call me Jimmy one more time, I'm going to take that pumpkin and I'm going to stick it somewhere where the sun don't shine.
Please.
Okay,
What?
And that's the place where Jimmy's come out of, isn't it, Jimmy?
Hello, Jimmy.
Jimmy is Scottish slang for poo, which is probably why he really doesn't like it.
Jimmy's Scottish slang for poo.
Yeah. I don't know,
No.
Jimmy.
Oh, I get you.
That's a jobby, ain't it?
It's a jobby, exactly.
Jobby, yeah.
Yes,
Not
I know
a wee
that.
Jimmy. I've just
know.
done a stinky Jimmy. What?
What? Well,
you're
I knew
pretty
that from
stinky.
watching Billy Connolly. Who's my second favourite Scotsman after you, James?
Thanks very much.
You're welcome. So,
You're
how
a
are you
liar.
doing this week, Scott?
Wow, yeah, I'm fine. Face a little swollen, but
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Are you comfortably numb?
I was yesterday.
You been to the dentist, Scott?
Yeah, I had a tooth pulled out because of the fucking soft drink bullshit. No, I chipped it about a month ago and it flared up this week. I should have just got it done straight away, but I didn't. I let it slide for about a month and it flared up and caused me 4 days of lack of sleep. So,
How
yeah,
was
my own stupid fault.
how was the anaesthetic? Were you seeing pink teddy bears?
No, but fucking hell, it was insane. I was trying to drink a glass of water when I got home, and my bottom lip was so just numb. I couldn't feel it, so I kept looking down, so I wasn't spilling it all over myself. I was fucked. Fucking nuts, man. Anaesthetic,
anaesthetic.
weird.
Yeah. Did you get knocked out or did you just get numbed?
Numbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get the knockout gas like last time. The last time I had the old funny gas, I got out of the. I had a root canal. I got out of the fucking dentist. This is about 10 years ago, and I was completely out of it. I felt like I'm walking around with no body, just my head was just walking down the road. So next thing you know, I come round about an hour later, and I'm on the wrong bus to a different place in Oxfordshire. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Yeah, I was a
Scott.
complete vegetable.
Scott, don't worry, I do that without the aid of anaesthetic.
Yeah, so no, none of that shit today. I had the tooth out, went home, made that stupid video that I could barely speak in, just sweat and gulged my way through it. Yeah, good fun.
Yeah, it sounds disgusting, actually. A good question for people out there in the stream, actually. How many of you have got on the wrong bus, and what's the weirdest place that you've ended up in that you didn't mean to go?
I did that in Amsterdam.
Really?
Yeah, and I ended up in the ghettos of Amsterdam. My friends said, "Oh yeah, get off at this stop," and I asked the driver to tell me when I was there to meet them at the pub because they went in a car. And I ended up all the way on the other side. And then the guy said, "Oh, we're turning around now. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. There'll be a new driver. I'll get him to tell you." And I was like that. Okay.
Did he
It was
speak
like
to you in
South
English?
Central.
Yeah, he spoke English. Arsehole.
It was like fucking South Central LA in fucking Amsterdam.
No, it was. I
Really
don't know the
sketchy.
name of the area, but we went through central Amsterdam's fine, and then you go out to the suburbs and suburbs and suburbs, and it was like the last stop on the bus. You know, real rundown suburb.
Yeah.
So
bit like
yeah,
where I live.
just waited on the bus until it turned around, and held on to my bag for life. And then they were waiting for me at the bus stop, and they were like, "Fucking hell!" I got off, and they were like, "Oh well, at least you've seen a bit of the real country." I was like, "Thanks a lot." that's good.
Scary shit, especially in another country.
I've been to London a couple of times because my train literally goes from where I live all the way to London. So if I'm not fucking paying attention, I go to London for no good reason. Yeah, I've done that a few times.
Whereabouts do you live, Scott, geographically? Not exact streets, but which
I
town?
live in a village called Chelsea, which is slap bang in the middle between Oxford and Reading. So it's right on that train line all the way up to London. So yeah, it's got to be really careful because I could end up in London or somewhere else in the fucking middle of shit knows where.
See, where Scott lives, he literally has to prise open the train doors and jump out while the train's still moving. Do 3 rolls like Bruce Willis.
Yeah, right.
I was just going to say, I saw somebody do that once, but I saw someone try to do that. An old lady tried to prise open the door.
What, and do 3 rolls like Bruce Willis?
Yes. Except
I'd pay to watch that.
Me too, and I have done.
I see someone jump in front of the train, he fucking missed.
Seriously?
Yeah. Went in to jump in front of the train, like you normally inconsiderate fuckheads do, and he missed.
How can you miss a train?
He overshot it and hit the fucking... Where train tracks lie in our little village fucking train station, you got track, and you got like gravel in the middle, like you normally would, but it's like a big gap of gravel, and he fucking face planted in that. Yeah, so the security run up and fucking necked him for it. Not bad.
You're arrested for trying to kill yourself.
Well,
For failing to kill yourself.
Yes.
Which country is it where it's punishable by death to try and commit suicide?
Really?
Stupid.
Yeah.
What?
So if you
punishable
fail,
by death to commit
The
suicide.
States, the United States.
is it? You can't fail then, because if you fail to do it, you're going to get killed anyway. So it's
Yeah,
win-win.
but then it takes in the States years and years.
Oh,
for
so
that
you
to
get
go
locked
through.
up first for years.
What are you in for? Trying to kill myself.
When are you getting killed? 3 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it is. It might be like one of the Middle Eastern countries where it was in the States, but it's not anymore.
Well, it seems completely backwards, so it wouldn't be a fucking surprise.
I think you'll be surprised how many countries actually have that law.
Yeah.
You get
Quite a
killed
lot.
if you try to kill yourself. That's bizarre.
Yeah.
You might as well just fill out a form requesting to be killed
Yes.
and save yourself the bother.
A death form.
Yeah.
They could watch your channel, James, and die to death of boredom.
They could do a snuff film.
A snuff film. Yeah.
Yes.
Have you ever seen Three and Out?
Nope.
The film with Mackenzie. What's
Crook.
his name? Mackenzie Crook. Yeah.
From The Office.
Yes. He's with the guy who nobody knows the name of, who's got curly hairs, who's in all the British gangster films. And this guy decides he wants to kill himself. Mackenzie Crook is a train driver in London. He's killed 2 people. His friends who are with him say, look, if you kill someone else in a certain amount of time, they give you £80,000 and they keep paying your salary for so many years or whatever. And he's
What's
like,
it called?
right, 3 and Out? I think it's 3 and Out.
3 and out.
And let me check for you, because it could be... Yeah, 3 and Out.
I'm going
And,
to add it to my list of films to acquire.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
very, very good.
Oh, thank you. I just remember what I was going to fucking get earlier. I was going to get Clerks on Blu-ray, so if you excuse me.
So was that a comedy then?
Colin Meaney is the guy, if you know who that is. Yeah, and basically he finds this guy who's suicidal and is trying to kill himself, and they make a pact that he'll help do things for this guy, and then he'll run him down in the train. And I'm not going to spoil it for you at the end.
Okay, yeah. We don't want any spoilers tonight at all.
But
That's
it
fucking
is,
dark.
it is dark. It's
Yeah.
very dark. But it's very good. Very, very good film.
Oh, we have a comment from Luther Mason in the stream who says, I'm presuming in the States for attempting to commit suicide, they'll arrest you and put you in jail for a while for attempting it, but they won't kill you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a bit... Surely you don't need to be put in jail if you try and commit suicide. Do you need some sort of psychiatric help?
Well, it's the best place to get psychiatric help, isn't it?
In jail?
Because it's free in jail if you're in the States, whereas
Oh.
outside you have to pay for it.
Alright, it's not like obviously this place you just go to the doctors and say I'm a bit mental and you get it free on the NHS.
I don't know about you guys, I don't know about you guys, but in most of the towns I visit, there's a town. How do I put it? There's a town hobo. There's a guy who just lives. One particular guy who lives there around the town centre, begging for food and things. And well, basically, one in the town near where I live, he recently got sent to jail. So everybody's thinking, isn't it better for him to be in jail?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's got a roof over his head and he doesn't need to beg for food. And he's
He'll have a PlayStation.
Yes.
They'll also do a thing where they'll educate him in jail, and he'll also they'll also then when he comes out, he gets somewhere to live because they'll help him get all of his ID and stuff sorted out. So when he comes out, he'll be given a place to live.
So basically, ladies and gentlemen, if you're homeless and you want somewhere to live,
if you're homeless and watching
go and
this
beat somebody up.
Fucking computer.
Yes. Commit a crime. Go and do it.
Welcome to the Socialist Comedy Hour.
No, it's the easiest way to solve world hunger is to get the homeless. Get the homeless people to move into the jail and say, look, you've got to be cannibals to survive. They'll kill all the inmates. A lot of the crime will be gone, and they'll all have somewhere to live. Job done.
I vote Chris for president.
Absolutely.
Yes, build more prisons. We need more prisons. Well,
I'm on with Russell Brand at the minute. His tirade the other night on Paxman was very good, I thought.
I didn't see.
Very good video game.
Paxman.
What was
tirade
on?
It's like more obscure.
Yeah.
On Newsnight, wasn't it?
Amstrad stuff, is it?
Yeah, it's like Pac-Man, except there's a head of Jeremy Paxman saying, "Please answer the question. Please answer the question."
Wacka, wacka, wacka.
Yeah, it's not little beads he's eating. It's fucking lumps of shit.
When he gets the power bead, he goes mental at them. Answer a fucking question.
Copyright RetroUnlim.
What was Russell Brand saying on Paxman?
He was talking about why politicians were inherently evil and how the political system needs to change. Specifics, very good specifics, and he's had a lot of praise as a result of it.
Yeah, but I saw I saw news posts about that, and people were saying, "Oh, he's trying to start a revolution." It's like, will you fuck off with that shit? Punk rock was a revolution. Russell Brand could suck it.
I don't know. Do you know what? He does a lot of good work.
Very intelligent guy, and also he takes a jab at people who deserve it. But still, was like, it's fucking Paxman he's having an argument with. He's not actually fucking having an argument with Gandhi or some fucking proper leader, is he?
But
just some knobhead from the BBC.
Think about who Paxman also interviews. You know, he also interviews prime ministers, officials from all over. So they've put him on that level playing field with someone. Yeah. So they're saying your voice is important as David Cameron's. So now they've given him that view, that pedestal, and so now he can really project himself out there. And it wouldn't surprise me if in 10 years you didn't see him as maybe mayor of... No, well, I think he'd start off as a mayor of London or something like that.
Will he still be alive in 10 years? He's getting on now, isn't he?
Yes, but he's also vegan and he doesn't do drugs anymore, so hopefully
that's
he will
good.
Be.
Hopefully.
Yeah, back in the 70s when he just sat there fucking smoking. That was funny. When you watch his old school ones where they're fucking talking like Jesus. Doesn't happen now.
They die in the Houses of Parliament. Quick, push him under the carpet!
I think it was Paxman, or it could have been one of the other interviewers. I think it might have been, what's that knobhead?
Wogan?
Doesn't matter. No, not Wogan, the other one.
Jimmy Savile.
Parky. And he's talking to fucking Bill Hicks, and Bill Hicks is there just chuffing Marlboros, and it's like, that doesn't happen now. And that was like late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, because smoking does make you look cool, children, so go and smoke. We're breaking all the taboos tonight. Kill yourself, smoke, but not in that order, because it's pointless.
I'm not smoking anymore. I'm going fucking straight edge from the sound of things.
Okay, we better move on, because this is nothing to do with...
Yeah, don't go politics. Politics sucks.
Yes, down with politics. We've got a shout-out for one of our old friends, Mr. Stew, i.e. Retro Games 1979, and he's asked for a shout-out because he's DJing tonight, so everybody say hi to Stew.
Hi, YouTube.
Hello.
Hi, YouTube.
Hi, StewTube.
Well, now that people have started highlighting like the high YouTube thing, I keep thinking to myself, like, I look at my videos and it's like, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? It's like, that's so fucking corny. What am I doing?
No, it isn't.
Don't
Knock it on
start
the head.
analysing your own videos. It gets bad. I keep doing the same thing as well.
Yeah, like I'm trying to
like
mix it up now. I'm trying to mix it up now for my own sanity.
Keep doing it, Scott. I like it. Greetings, Yack watchers.
Yeah, yours is easy.
Sayonara.
You need to get a webcam, Harry.
There you
I've got
go.
one. This is my face.
He won't show his identity. He's doing the Batman.
I know it's
thing.
not, because I'm going to put up a video in about 10 minutes of footage of your face.
Yes, I was going to say, Chris, you're bound to have something, at least a picture, but yes. We shall see the Yack's face in real life.
No, I didn't. I did no such thing.
Oh, thank
We
goodness.
can at least wear a
But
sock.
I
on
will
his
say
nose or
this.
something.
If you're clever, you can work it out from the 16-Bit Brothers video. He's on that.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm going to have to watch that after this.
And also watch it just to watch me shit bricks at about to get tattooed.
Oh, all 6 viewers know what I look like now.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Is like you go to an expo, you try and keep your fucking identity. Well, not secret. You just try and keep it fucking on the low.
My secret identity.
It's impossible because you go to an expo with like at least a couple hundred camera phones and a few people using video cameras. It's impossible to fucking get away from it. You're just gonna need to look in the right place.
Yeah.
I have got some. In fact, I've got. How about we put it out to you guys? I have a bunch of videos that I need to upload, and I wanted to do 2 tonight. So I've got interviews and tours. So I've got a general tour of the arcades and a pinball tour, and then I've got interviews with Ocarina Fella 84, 2T UK, the 90s video game dude,
What's up, dude?
and he's in
Shut down,
character. Cajonas de Loro, Darren Walshock. and
He's a lot taller in
Mac-
real life than what I expected.
Who's that, Darren?
I
Yeah.
expected him to be a little short ass, but he's like,
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how short and thin Carl is, Woodlin. The
Yes.
lying cunt.
He
Glenn
must
Park.
stretch his screen
Two
widescreen
slim
to make him look
bastards.
fatter, so he can get into the Fat Bastards podcast.
Next-
You should kick me out and put
Slightly-
him. You should
the
kick him
next
out and put.
The next stream is going to be 1.5 fat bastards. He's trying hard, but he's not there. Darren
Chris-
actually said to me he's going
Well,
to.
if he drops to a
sack him up.
certain, you should do what they did with Preston Lacey and Jackass. If he drops to a certain weight, he's sacked and bring me in instead.
Yeah, do that, Chris. I was just going to say, what would you do if one of you lost a load of weight? Would you rename the stream or still call it?
Awesome.
Yeah, go for it. I can take a
Chipmunks
picture
here.
of both of you as well.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, hello,
that'd be
Michael.
great.
We we'll dress you race outfits there.
Yeah,
Wow.
do you want to go first?
Do it together.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
it's a party.
yeah.
We've joined Michael at a party.
It's on a train.
That way. Cool.
Or you got a dog in fucking.
Michael, can you hear us?
Michael, what was the cost for the lady?
Oh.
I was going to say something, but it could be his wife or his sister. Or his cousin. So,
I hope you didn't pay for any of those. That would be bad.
The party, Victor.
Really, really.
can you see anything? 'Cause all I can see
No.
is his face.
No, just boom.
Well, your party sounds like it's fun, Michael. No music though.
Microsoft.
Oh, keep on.
Microsoft being on a train simulator.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Anyway.
Yes, thank you for that, Michael Burhan. Apparently, I'll give it away now. Give it away now.
Just
He's
do it.
supposedly at the launch for the Xbox One.
No,
not the
way.
launch.
What
A
is it
launch
then?
of- it's like, is it not just like a come
A
and
launch.
have a look at it event?
Oh, right. It's the lunch of the Xbox One.
That will do.
The Xbox lunch.
Yes, welcome to the Xbox lunch. I'm your host, Bill Gates.
Have you seen, just because you brought it up, the Xbox, have you seen the advert for it?
Yeah.
Expo.
It actually looks quite decent in the advert. If they'd done that at E3 or whatever instead of all the piss, then They might not have had as much
I'll
backlash.
be honest with you, I joined the bandwagon when all the bad shit came out, when they fucked up big time in reveal. I was pissed off because I love fucking Xbox since the original one. So to see Microsoft fall flat on their fucking tits with the Xbox One reveal, I was like, oh, what are you doing? But now they've sort of like, they've listened. Luckily for them, they may have done it with gritted teeth, but they have rescinded and changed stuff that's made it more appealing now, because they lost a lot of ground. You know, Sony straight in jumped in and said, oh, we don't do this, we don't do that, we got this and that and this. And that's how they gained a more big following straight away. I would love to see Xbox One succeed. I would like to see it stick to its guns and not go back to that draconian measures it had before, because that could happen at any time. One software update and we're all fucked. I don't think it's going to happen. But yeah, I am looking forward to see what the Xbox One will do, because at the moment, between both launches of consoles, the PS4 and the Xbox One, the games that appeal to me on launch is the Xbox One games.
Same.
The only one on the PS4 that I would really love to play would be Killzone. Because now, Watch Dogs, even though it's overhyped as shit, and I don't buy overhyped games like that have not proved themselves in the past. I have not proved them. Yeah, if it's not proved, then it's just an overhyped game to me. I'm not buying into it until I see it. But Killzone would be any PS4 game I'd like to get. But Xbox One has the bollocks, Dead Rising 3, that's it, and that's what I really was looking for. Dead Rising 3 would be awesome, and the new sequel to Panzer Dragoon, was it Red Dragon or something like that?
Yeah, I know what you're on about. Yeah, it looks, I've got both of them coming, but I'm not going to keep both because I'm not Mr. Moneybags, but I'm totally up in there as to what I'm going to do with...
Michael, we can't hear you.
You know who I work for, Chris. I am not Mr. Moneybags.
I know, I also know who pays for your mortgage, you cunt.
What?
It
pays for my mortgage.
Mummy and Daddy built me a house.
Oh. My palace in the country. Well.
My palatial grounds.
What the hell is Michael doing? He's like at a fucking rave or something.
He's
Sorry,
at,
we
an
cannot
Xbox
hear
One.
you, Michael.
I know he's at the Xbox One party, but...
Show us some women holding Xboxes right now.
Nah, screw it.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh. He'll be back.
Yeah, but I agree with you, Scott. All the Xbox One games are appealing more than the PS4 games, but I do not know which I shall keep and which I shall not. Chris,
I'm not going to buy
frozen.
it. I'm not going to buy it day one. I'm going to wait for a few months. Sorry, Chris, go on.
No, so I was just going to say I'm not going to buy it day one either, because I don't have that kind of money. I really don't have that kind of money.
Yeah.
Well, Smooth MJ says the Xbox One has a better upcoming launch than the PS4, which has all games worth buying until next year.
Oh yeah, but that's all opinion, isn't it? If you like the
Metal
game.
Gear as well.
Yeah, in 6 months, a year's time, though, who knows what the story's going to be between them, eh? Who knows?
Well, let's just hope it's not like the Wii U when you don't get a new game for like 6 months. Because that would suck.
I tell you what, I played a lot of the Wii U and the 3DS stuff. I've got a 3DS, but played a lot of the Wii U.
I want to get a 3DS back now.
Play.
Chris, your face looks like a Picasso painting right now. It's so pixelated.
It did.
Ah! Ah!
Yeah, I had a 3DS when they first came out. I bought it on launch, and I'm like a knobhead like usual. I fucking sell it a couple months later. I wish I never did, because the amount of titles on the 3DS now that really appeal to me, I would love to get one again. Especially Shin Megami Tensei 4. That's come out on the 3DS. And I'm a big fan of Shin Megami Tensei games, so yeah, I need to get a 3DS back and start playing those sort of games, man.
But have you got time?
DS? Sorry,
Scott, if you got one for argument's sake, have you got time to play it? Because I had a 3DS, I got rid of it. I got a PSV, I've still got it. I only play it when I'm working on a Saturday morning.
Well, yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Playing games at work
on
that's
Saturdays.
the thing as well. I got a PSP and I barely play. I got a Game Boy Advance I barely play. Or Game Gear I never play. I don't think I even seen it. I don't think I even showed it off in the video. You know. Yeah, pass.
Yeah, I know. I want a Persona 4 or whatever it is for the Vita, but it's trying to find the time.
Persona 4 Golden. Yeah.
time to even play it would be an issue. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I got Persona 3 on the PSP, and when I do play it, I play it for like half an hour a shot, go do a few dungeons, and that's fine. Even though it's both of those games are big games, they're about 100 hours to complete, but they're not like, if you like don't play it for a week and go back to it, you will remember the story. It's not like Final Fantasy. If you don't play it for a week, you know where the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
There is some cool stuff as well on the PS4, isn't there? Like Shadow of the Beast and...
Yeah, a lot of... Somebody is coming behind you, Chris, to mug you or bum you.
It's a live mugging!
Aye, there's a lot of good sort of indie games and all that coming out for the PS4.
So you can say hello, love. You've got a face on today.
Let me see the wife's face on.
Whose is it?
Very good.
Now,
that's it. On the Xbox One, another game I'm looking at, Killer Instinct, but I've got a funny feeling it's going to suck.
Oh, Mrs. Ashankt.
Oh, we didn't
Miss
see
her.
her. I was looking at my
But they
phone.
didn't see her. Come here. I've got more food to come yet. She's brought me Miss
What you got?
Millie's. It's a local
Nice.
chicken.
What's that?
It's going to be like fucking Michael. Last one.
There she is. Look.
Oh.
Ow.
Hello, Mrs. Green.
Think yourself lucky. I cut our dad when I was cutting his hair.
Oh, well done.
Chris, how much did you pay for her, mate? She's a bit out of your league.
How much did I pay for her? I'm still fucking paying for her 7 years later, James. It's this thing, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's this thing called marriage.
Oh, yeah. You're in it for life,
This thing
apparently,
called
but
Big Cock.
I sort of disagree, but...
But I understand there's a get-out clause called divorce, but I've not found it yet.
I've heard it's quite expensive, so I've tried to stay away from it.
Which means either you die or I kill you.
No, she said it's till death do us part, which means either I die or she kills me, whichever one comes first.
Where's your wife from? Because she's got a slightly different accent compared to
That's right,
yourself.
my last.
She's from Bristol.
Is she?
Bristol.
Yeah.
That's
where we
right,
live.
my girlfriend's with Digital.
Oh.
Oh, have you ever heard that song?
I'll do.
There's a song by the Seahorses. It's called Tomb Raid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up the lyrics and read them to you.
Okay. I've not heard
No,
of
you already heard
Seahorses.
my last escapade, that fucking fruit girl.
No.
Girl indeed. Ugh, gross.
What?
Come on, you didn't watch that video? Fuck me, here we go again.
Oh, Scott, you done like a video where it was like games I've played recently, but it's really secretly mini shout-outs. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
It's a stealth shout out.
I know.
Like with the What's Up guys, I constantly catch myself shouting people out, not even thinking about it. Like, for fuck's sake, I'm such a whore now. What's the matter with me? What's next? I'll be sponsoring Diet Coke and all that shit, you know? I got a knockdown on the head. No.
Eat Miss Millie's.
Hey?
Eat Miss
Sorry.
Millie's.
Eat Miss Millie's?
God, if
I
that's
don't
Miss
understand.
Millie,
Is that an
I'd fucking
English
put her
thing?
down.
It's a Bristol-based chicken shop, so if you live in Bristol, you should eat Miss Millie's. It's amazing.
It's rather
Ah,
late in
right.
the evening, Chris, to be consuming such greasy delights.
No, it's not. Anyway, I just saw Cullo, just seen a comment from Cullo CPC saying the PS4 got Blacklight and Warframe, fair enough, for free. Really makes me want the PS4 more than the Xbox, but both are really expensive too. That's a good point, yeah. Blacklight Retribution on the PC is fucking awesome. I really do like that game. I don't like it's a rental service where you don't actually pay for the guns, you just rent them for a certain time. But I do like Blacklight. That's a good point. Eh?
I played
Chris.
Blacklight Retribution for a bit, and I could not get into it at all.
Chris, where did you get that chicken from the boot sale?
Yes, it was originally £2, but I knocked him down to 50p.
On the count that it was alive, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, was it?
We
yeah.
killed it and deep fried it in the kitchen.
Did Bob send it
Was
over?
you an island, were you? Yeah.
Ashankt fried chicken.
We're never going to put that fucking down. Oh, man.
Shank's
That's so
fried
funny.
chicken.
Put the chicken down.
Let's get...
Oh,
let's get deep
step
fried.
away from the chicken.
Also, on PS4, there will be another Abe's Odyssey coming out.
Oh,
Awesome.
that'd be cool. if it
Not,
holds
not a launch, but it will come out. And
is
there's
it a 2D one or is it a 3D like Strangler's Wrath?
I think it's going back to 2D from what I read.
Oh, that'd be fucking awesome.
There's
I think
Tekken.
there's going to be.
Yeah.
You want a Tekken?
Yeah, there's Tekken on PS4, and there's also what am I thinking of here? I've got the list.
I think there's going to be a lot more better exclusives for some reason on the PS4.
Well,
Infamous.
that's always been Infamous is good. My,
Yeah.
my thing with the PS3, especially, that the exclusives have always been better for me.
Yeah. Especially, I
Killzone,
think-
Resistance. Well, yeah, they blow my fucking balls off every time I play it. You know, they always. PlayStation have some really good exclusives, but the problem is, especially this generation, the PS3 and the Xbox. The Xbox had the fucking install base. They were here early. They had it at the right price, and they got their big games out of the way. You know, they got their Gears of War, they got their Halo, so on and so forth. But the PlayStation come, say, 6 months too late, at £200 too much, and really it crippled their growth. It's all right now, you know, you can pick up PS3 for like 150 quid. But yeah, it's as a Sony like kid when I was brought up, you know, it disheartened a little bit.
I think the price of the Xbox One is going to hurt them bad. I think.
Oh
Especially
no!
Come Christmas time.
Patrick!
Oh,
Hello.
Patrick,
Dead.
he's lost the weight,
the Grim Reaper's here for all
and
of
he's
us.
acquired a fucking beret for some damn reason, but whatever.
That is brilliant.
Oh yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Death live from hell.
yeah.
Hi, Death. Oh no!
Oh no, that fell off.
I have to work on this.
Oh, he's got a German. Death has a German accent tinged with Irish.
Who thought it?
Where's the site?
God, it looks like the starting bit of a Misfits fucking video.
Oh dear.
It's quite famous, yeah.
Yeah.
Comes good around. So what's the quick today?
What's what today?
What's the crack today?
What's the crack today? Talking bullshit like every other week.
Very
Chris
good.
is eating. Chris is stuffing his face full of.
Well, we're
Chicken.
just chatting about, you know, what new consoles that are exciting us. And, yeah, it's more me fucking jerking off more than anyone else, but whatever. I won't say
That's
much
new.
about it because
What's
Chris is
new?
eating.
What's Can I ask
Right away.
what's your favourite console launch, or one that you remember the most, or that you were anticipating the most?
Man. Probably...
The
Dreamcast.
Deathbox 360.
No, probably the Dreamcast, but I definitely remember the night when I got a PS2. That was fucking big. Because, you know, you played your PS1 to absolute death, you've seen it all, and I bought my PS2 with a copy of Omen, this real bad JRPG. And the polygons look fucking terrible. But the pre-rendered background of the dragon flying around the train at the start of the game blew my fucking balls off back then, because you haven't seen anything like that until then. I was like, wow, that was insane. So probably the PS2.
Mine was probably N64, simply because of all the hype building up to it when it was called the Ultra 64.
Yeah, well,
It was
basically,
Oh, nice.
the Ultra 64 sounds cool, you know?
Yeah.
Oh,
Here comes
Dead
Michael.
Dead Rising 3!
there's a cage
There you
dance
go.
behind him. Hello,
Hi, Michael.
Don't show the gameplay footage, we'll get fucking copyright strikes.
Nice
I'm
eyebrows.
playing Dead Rising 3.
What was
I
it
can't
like? What's
see
it
him.
like?
Xbox One.
What's it like?
Death Rising 3 is just like filming a television.
Shut up, Harry.
Can you see him? No.
No.
Oh,
Oh, come on, Michael, get your shit sorted.
what a fucking cock tease.
Oh, this is so awesome.
Oh yeah, tease us. Michael.
Zombies, that's as Halloween as you get.
Yeah. Jerk it like you fucking know it.
It's okay, you can say what you liked about him, he can't hear you.
Good to know.
Michael, you suck! Ah. We can't make out what that is, unfortunately.
I know, but I think our resident Our Resident Evil Patrick is fucking having a Twitch fit here.
He's enjoying that.
Actually, my wife is much more enjoying it than I do.
And Michael's died.
Come on.
Send the ambulance, quick! Send the ambulance to the Xbox lunch.
Yeah, I'm
Harry,
just
did
having a
you
look
see
at the...
Michael's gameplay? No.
No.
No, it's just a blur. Anyway, I'm just looking at the more comments here. Jesus, the Tree of Life. Interesting name. So the new game for the makers of Amnesia is on the PS4 as well, which, I'll be honest with you, Amnesia doesn't go well with me because I'm a fucking pussy.
I can't play scary games.
I can't handle Amnesia. It fucking freaks me out.
I've wanted to play Slender and I can't even bring myself to play that. Somebody has joined.
Here he is.
What? What was that? There's a mouse
Hello,
here.
there you go.
What's happening?
What's this voice?
It's George Formby.
Fucking stone chipmunk.
Bye-bye, Michael.
And death has killed Michael.
Thank God.
Stop eating food, people. I am hungry. Stop it.
Mr. Chipmunk Man, can you hear us? Nope.
No. I think we need to
Oh,
send
here
out
we
instructions for Google Hangouts.
The
What?
typical issues. First time adding.
Oh,
Like,
oh my God.
It's come to life.
It's going Super Saiyan.
what's that film called?
Oh God. Call the
I want that in a
exterminator.
highlight reel. Me going fucking Super Saiyan. Ow, fuck.
I'm so happy to see Larry.
Hello.
Hello.
So happy to see my TV screen, anyhow. What I'm-
Where's your face, Mr.
Yeah, but
Bundy?
not-
I am
fucking
trying
face.
to get it to bloody work.
Yes, I would like to welcome to the RetroUnlim podcast our special guest of the evening, Mr. Guru Larry.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey!
There we go.
Yeah, now fuck off.
Right, that's the end of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for watching tonight. Good night.
Oh no, it doesn't work.
Tech
Hello,
on.
Larry.
Whoa, Jesus.
Hello.
Hello, Larry.
That's
How are you this
extreme
week?
I not too bad, thank you.
Oh, excellent, excellent. Been doing anything interesting?
No.
Playing any interesting games?
I've been playing a bit of Batman Arkham Origins today.
What do you think of it, considering it's getting reasonably slaty-ish reviews?
It's very linear compared to the previous ones.
Which is, I like. I preferred Arkham Asylum over Arkham
I
City.
prefer
So.
Arkham Asylum. They got rid of all
Yeah.
the bloody sort of Metroidvania aspects of it, just turned it into a beat 'em up. In the second
Yeah, true. The second game, I just got bored pretty quickly, so I'm happy that they went linear. I haven't played the game yet, so I'm looking forward to when I get some fucking money.
I'm getting it overnight, if you know what I mean. From the
I just
special-
spent my yeah, whatever. Bloody hell.
from the place where there's a ship.
What, in Russia?
Yeah, I don't know where it is.
What, the
Just
pirate
comes-
ship?
Yeah, the pirate ship.
Because all games there are pirated, aren't they?
No. In Scotland, it's not. I've told you before. In Scotland, it's not illegal. So
To pirate games?
yeah. Shh. I didn't say that.
Is it not? Do you like my haircut, James? I've modelled it on you.
It's beautiful. If I
Fucking
had hair,
hell, Krusty.
I wish it would only be red and at the sides, just like that. I'm getting a sweat on. It's hot
Let's
in
see if
this
I get the
room.
clown working this time.
What?
Sorry, Larry.
What?
No, it's not working.
Is this thing on?
Well,
Hello?
I can hear your microphone. I'm guessing your webcam's picking up your microphone because when you're talking, it sounds a bit echoey.
No,
But
I'm
it's not-
trying to put my camera on and it keeps going to my my capture device.
You're supposed to be a guru. Sort it out.
Well, I didn't know, it's
not-
Google. It's terrible.
It's not a Google Plus guru, it's a games guru.
Yeah.
Just
Alright,
like
fair
Dave
enough.
Perry isn't
If
If
Told
you're
me
just
a
a
lot of
impersonator,
You can tell me
is
everything
he a
about
voice
the
actor or
graphics.
something?
You can tell me everything about the total graphics. We can't sort his fucking webcam out. Jesus.
Yeah, for all we know, this isn't even Mr. Larry himself. Like,
Nah, I don't think so.
It's actually me in disguise.
I'm afraid. Yes, you caught me out.
It's
I
Larry
need
Yack.
proof.
It's me in disguise.
I did have a feeling that you two may have been one of the same. I am trying to find out who you
Yep.
really are, Harry.
Hold on a minute. Now we've been seen together in the same room, so you can debunk that myth.
Yeah, right.
Hmm.
Silence.
I think
all,
Badger's
Harry.
gone to sleep.
So, Larry, I'd like to thank you very much for coming onto the Retro and Limb live stream.
Oh, that's all right.
Yes,
Thank you for having me.
it's a massive honour to have such an internet celebrity as you here, and indeed
Oh,
a general real-world celebrity, because I know you off the television.
Oh,
You were
you're
on
too
Games
kind.
World, weren't you?
I was. Yeah. Well, oh, yeah, I was. Yeah, we could test it on that. Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, hold up. Oh, sorry. You're not Alex Very, are you?
No. No, unfortunately not.
Oh. So, yes. Who are you then, imposter?
I don't. I'm just an impersonation. I'm afraid. I get paid to pretending to be other people.
That's how popular you become now.
Yeah.
You fucking impersonators.
This is true, actually, Larry. I told my brother that you were going to be on this edition, and he said, "Oh, that's the guy. That's the guy who used to be on Games World, the big fat guy, isn't it? The guy with the green shirt and the cap." I said, no, that's a different person. Awkward silence.
You should have said no. You should have said like, "Oh, he's the guy that was the nice psycho in Ashton's latest movie."
Oh yeah.
That always makes you laugh. Just stood there like that. Hello. What the fuck?
I've got to say that was the standout performance in that whole film.
Oh, thank you.
It was even better than Crichton's.
Much better.
Oh, thank you. I didn't think anybody watched the film. So.
Death
What
has
is
come
death?
to life again.
What's Death doing? He's gonna give me scary dreams.
I think
like
that's I think that's a handy.
He's
I
got a
think
cool
that's-
horse called
I think
Binky.
one on the crank and one on the shank as well.
One on the crank and one on the shank. That's terrible. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, my wife really enjoyed to play with us.
So, Larry, we were talking a little bit, or I mentioned Ashens there. Do you have any funny stories about working with him, perhaps? Any dirt to dish on him?
No, that's me. He's quite quiet in real life, so.
He's not a funny person, not at all.
Yeah, no, he's a lovely bloke. He is. He's very thoughtful about things and stuff. But no, he's just a really down to earth, really nice guy, really.
Pardon me.
With a lot of tat in his house.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting fed up with that now.
Oh, I've got a question. Is his house really the one that appears in the Game Child film?
No, that's
Okay.
in London. That's filmed in London.
Is his house a lot smaller than that, then?
No, it's about the same size. I've not actually been to his house ever.
It's basically just above Poundland, so it just makes things a lot easier.
It is Poundland.
But that's the thing. Every time we get, I purposely go into my local Poundland now and just like feel the quality. It's like, God, get on my fucking head.
back.
Oh no.
Here we go.
Play some Killer Instinct now.
I can see him now at least.
Killer Instinct.
Not Killer Instinct. Play some Killzone. Killzone.
Looks like we got to do 2 players.
Go across the street and play Killzone.
No! Play Roland in the Caves!
Play with traffic.
Why are you shutting down box?
Play Dig Dug. HD version. Yes, Michael was at the
So weird.
Xbox One launch party and it's in extreme blurry vision.
He must be on worse than 3G.
Death is completely underwhelmed by this.
Yeah, Death does not agree. Nope.
Not at all.
No. Because Death is the Ouya player.
Not until death.
Michael, I have to say this is like watching an LP from 2006.
It's like watching one of your fucking Let's Plays.
Yeah, exactly. That one I did of Streets of Rage.
Yep, that's unwatchable, thank you.
Or the Gran Turismo one. Ah, you're going to start crying now, aren't you? Sorry.
No, sorry, I was being transfixed by the footage, the exclusive footage that we're receiving here.
I can't see shit. All I see is blur.
It's like 2 zooms in or something.
Well, he's got it like aimed right at the bottom of the TV, so all you see is like 1/5 of the fucking screen.
So we don't bring you quality, folks.
Unless it's super high DDD. Where that fucking means.
The legs of the characters. And that is it.
At least they look good.
It's like a gameplay Guinness.
They certainly, I have to say, they do look next-gen legs.
Yeah, those tiles are awesome. And you also got to pay $3.99 per character. Fucking bullshit.
That is bad.
What, $3.99?
Yeah, they're calling it a free-to-play, but it's not really free-to-play. It's a demo with one character. And if you want more characters...
Great.
They call it a
As well.
world generous demo.
But they always said, they say like, oh, you're going to get Django with it as well. I was like, great, I don't want fucking Django. Django sucks. What about the skeleton dude? That was my favourite character.
Oh, skeleton dude, he's here tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I love the play on the
Thank you
Xbox
so
One,
much.
but I think I'll stick to the original.
It was a hard performance. It's just my costume.
Which version did you prefer, the SNES or the N64 Gold remake?
I never played the gold version. I wish I did, but
I've never played
so
it.
I'm going to stick with the SNES one because I haven't played the N64
The
version.
N64 version is a cut down version of Killer Instinct 2, really.
Yeah.
It's got less stuff, but it's cut down slightly anyhow. But
So it's a downgrade from the SNES version.
downgrade from the arcade version of Killer Instinct 2.
But I can never get it working on my MAME, so I've never found out what it's really like.
Yeah, I can't get it working on MAME either. Maybe you should buy it.
Or maybe...
Yeah, buy the cabinet.
That's a
Yeah,
pirate game.
I'll find the cabinet and actually buy Killer Instinct 2. Yeah, fuck that shit.
While you're at it, buy me Gauntlet, thank you.
Michael's on the move.
Now I'll buy Final Fight before then.
No, Gauntlet.
Final Fight, which is like Gauntlet but with bigger, sweaty men.
What's Michael's up to now?
God
What was
knows.
this? Watch Michael Blurry Cam? Was it attacking? No, Killer Instinct.
We can't hear him again.
It's
No.
probably for the best.
Yes, it is probably for the best. You read my mind.
Anyway, subjects talking. Do it.
What?
Go, Harry, you are the man who's in charge.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly. You're supposed to be interviewing
yes.
our guest here, not staring at Blurrovision shite. Come on.
Yeah, but this is the exclusive launch of something. I can't tell what it is. It's too blurred.
Do it.
Okay. So, Larry, how many TV shows have you actually ever been on in your life?
Are you talking about episodes or actual shows?
Shows.
Quite a few.
Oh, I can tell you, I've got his IMDb up.
Oh,
Really?
Oh, here
He's
we
on
go.
IMDb?
Someone's
Yeah,
stalking.
half of it's missing.
Well, then you should update it.
I don't know how. I thought you're not allowed to update your own.
Its home
You're not.
VHS releases aren't on there yet.
You can't update your own Wikipedia entry, can you? I know that.
Yes.
No, you're not allowed to.
Well, technically you can if you pretend to be someone else.
Yeah, if you pretend to be someone else, but if you try and do it from yourself, they log your IP so that you can't then do it again.
Oh.
It's pretty rude. It says here you're an actor with 7 credits, Larry.
Does.
That's all he got from the arcade. 7
Yeah.
credits.
Yeah, most of the other things haven't been put on.
Yeah,
You're going to be a part of Nerd Quest.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us about Nerd Quest?
No.
Tell us about Search for the Game Child then. Tell us about it.
What game show? Well, what do you want to know? I was just asked. I was originally supposed to play an evil version of Chef Excellence in it at the beginning point, but I kept changing characters all the time and ended up being myself, being a psychotic version of Hannibal Lecter.
So did you actually film that in a real mental institution?
No, it's an old police station in London. We filmed it at.
How can you watch it? Because I haven't watched it. If you'd
It's
like
on
to tell me.
YouTube. It's on the Multiverse channel.
You haven't watched it? You missed something.
Oh no! This is a joke now.
Oh, Ashan's in Quest for the Game Child. I see it.
Yeah. It's got the the little guy in it? Am I allowed to say little guy? What's this little person?
It's what's his name? Yeah.
Dwarf?
No, you can't
Warren
say that.
Steady on, Jimmy.
Okay, honestly, are you not allowed to say that?
Nope.
What, you can't, in all honesty, would you just say little people?
Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis, right.
I was
Sorry,
really
any
surprised,
little
'cause
people
it's
if I
a-
offended you.
It's an
And,
indie film.
Crichton.
Yeah. Old Robert Llewellyn. Awesome.
Spelled Crichton.
But what I loved about it is that it's an indie film being put onto YouTube, so the only way it's making money now is through monetization, adverts, and all that crap.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's a really cool thing, you know, because most of the time, like, say, alright, the Happy Console Gamer made his own film and released it for free. But, you know, Angry Video Game Nerd, you're going to see that in the cinema, I'm guessing. You'll probably have to pay some sort of premium to see that.
You're not going to go to the cinema.
Well, no, you won't get it. They might have a tour like they do with, Kevin Smith's doing with the Jay and Silent Bob Super Guru cartoon movie. But it's really cool that it's a piece of, like, it's just for the fans, you know, people who get that sense of humor, especially, and as you know, I appreciate it anyway.
It's the first ever movie made specifically for YouTube.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm downloading it as we speak so I can watch it tomorrow at work.
Always and go for Guinness Book for Records, and you're always forever in it.
So is that going to be actually uploaded to YouTube, and you don't have to pay for it? You can watch it.
What? NerdQuest?
No, it's going to be on DVD.
Oh, okay.
Nerdquest sounds
Money
interesting.
grabber.
Well, I don't know. It might be on that guy with the glasses, but it's going to be on. I think you have to pay for that. I don't know.
Oh, that's what I was
got
going
it.
to say, yeah.
Since you shot it in Bristol, are you going to do anything at any of the local Bristol cinemas or anything like that?
We never shot it in Bristol.
That's what it says on IMDb.
Oh, inaccuracy on
Oh,
the internet.
dear.
What a surprise.
We filmed it in Milton Keynes.
Maybe I've misread
You might
this.
get-
Maybe it was meant to be in Bristol.
Well, you might get a screen in Steve Benway's front room then.
Yes. That's a
That's
good
about
question.
it.
That's a good question. Does Benway get a cameo in it?
That would be funny.
No, we wouldn't allow him in there.
Ah. But yeah, that's how I found your...
Yeah, so we found out his beard was a fire hazard. So
But that's how I found your channel originally a few years ago, through that guy with the glasses. So
oh, okay.
it's pretty cool because I was watching Cinema Snob, and that's of course how I got my name from. And you know, of course, Linkara and all the other guys. So I started watching the gaming side, you know, the Blizzard Thumbs, the Angry Joe, and all that stuff, and I discovered your channel. And I think what made me subscribe to your channel was the TF2 China knockoffs, or is it Korean?
Oh,
Where
yeah.
they blatantly fucking rip off TF2 like nobody's business. It's so blatant, it's so bad.
Final Combat.
Yeah, it's just fucking what a piss take. But I just liked your poking fun at it, and I was like, yeah, all right, I'm subscribed to this guy.
Oh, thank you.
I've been watching ever since.
Thank you.
That's my nerd jerk over. Next.
Next to Nerd Jerk.
Nerdgasm.
Every guest.
What?
I'm already pulling your leg, mate.
You called me a fanboy? Well, yes, I am.
I'll be honest, Larry. I've only just subscribed to your channel because you're on.
Oh,
It looks cool.
See, look, go on live stream did fucking pay off in the end.
Yes, yes.
If it's shit, I'll unsubscribe tomorrow. To be fair.
Oh, that's a good question, actually. What have you got coming up on your channel, Larry?
Did you
More
watch the
videos.
update?
More of the same, really.
Yes. I put up an update video the other day. I'm offended that you didn't watch it.
I've seen it, Mr. Larry. I've seen it about
Me
your
too.
movie mistakes or something.
Yeah, I was asking people to suggest movies and that. I'm trying to ask people to see movies that people have watched the video of, not not that they want to watch. They keep making these obscure movies nobody's ever heard of.
The thing is, that is such a minefield, especially from a copyright point of view. All right, you had the license from Sony to put that blooper reel up for White House Down, but
I
that's
had to take it down because I haven't got permission for it yet. I haven't approved of it yet.
Oh, right.
So,
But that is such a minefield because that's how I got a copyright strike on my YouTube channel. All right, it wasn't the most wholesome movie. It was a porno parody of a gaming franchise, but we won't get into that.
What was it called, Scott?
Tomb Raider.
Yes.
When Tomb Raider, the new game, came out, I thought, well, fuck it. Instead of doing a Tomb Raider review like everyone's doing, I'll review one of the porno parodies, and they've got a copyright strike or whatever.
Really?
But that's such a bloody minefield to do video. Anything to do with movies. Yeah. There's also another one called Erotic Raider, but we're not going to get into that.
What?
I actually own that one.
Not have any decency left in them or something. Womb Raider, of all the things to call a film.
And there's also a movie called Tomb Raper, but we're not going to get into that one either.
Oh.
And
because Scott already has.
Yeah, I have. No. And
I thought the Osbournes was bad enough.
Hey,
what?
I would like a copy of that.
Yeah, me too.
Ask James, he'll get you it.
James.
Yeah, you can download it and send it to us.
You what?
I want that.
The Osbournes. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I'll get it from my ship.
Sharon!
How do you go about doing your movie mistake videos? Do you actually ask the distributors before you do that, or you just do it and then hope for the
I try to do
best?
it under fair use. Most of the companies completely ignore the fact that it is fair use.
But that's the problem.
I'm
at
still
the
quite
moment,
universal at the moment.
yeah, at the moment, YouTube, the way the standards are, is that fair use can go fuck itself. You know, it's only fair use to a certain level. If they random flag your video, you're fucked.
And also that you're guilty until proven innocent as well.
Yeah, and so when I see guys like yourself, and I think Watch Mojo does a lot of like compilations from movies like 10 Best, whatever. I'm thinking, damn, one fucking copyright flag, and the rest of it's fucked. It's all done.
Well, luckily it doesn't work like that on YouTube per se. That if somebody flags loads of your videos, it's the same person. You only get one strike still.
Oh right, okay, fair enough.
So,
Larry, is that what happened with your Screw Attack Europe channel?
no, I closed it down after a sort of argument with Screw Attack.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I didn't want to. Yeah, I didn't want to bring that up.
Yeah, I had a foot and mouth syndrome a few streams back about Screw Attack when I said I didn't like him, and one of the guests that was on there contributes quite a lot to the Screw Attack. Like, oh, whoops. Oh, well.
And he never came back to RetroUnlim.com.
I'm just perusing Larry's secondary channel, the gaming one.
It's only older stuff. I've put a lot of it on my new channel. But...
Oh, okay.
Is that the channel with all the viral videos on, Larry?
No, that's the first channel I had. I had to abandon that one because I had loads of copyright strikes on them. But
oh, that's the channel I think I'm thinking about then.
Oh, okay. My first channel is called Guru Larry. The second one's called Screw Attack Europe, but I've managed to change it to Guru Larry Gaming. And my third one's my current one, like Harry Bundy Jr.
You've got Sorry.
No, you go first.
I was going to say you've got a custom YouTube URL, haven't you?
I have, yes. A vanity address, as they call it.
Oh, vanity address. I like that name.
Yes. Yes,
What is it?
It's Larry. If you type in youtube.com/Larry, you'll get my That Guy channel.
You have been with YouTube since the beginning, haven't you, really?
I'm going to see who's taken Harry.
Do YouTube ever contact you, Larry? Because you've got massive amounts of subscribers. Do they ever contact you about doing stuff, or do they say you're a cunt? Get off our...
No, they do let me have the dignity of calling me a cunt, unfortunately. They ignore me. I mean, this means they give me attention if they were calling me a cunt, but no attention from me.
They don't torture or anything like. Obviously, PewDiePie and guys like that are absolutely plastered everywhere. Do they not sort of say to you, "Oh, do you want to?" Because they do various events, don't they? YouTube in the UK.
Yeah. No.
Do they not get in contact with you?
Most of them.
Like VidCon in the US, then. Oh, here we go.
Oh God, here we go again.
It's
More
like
terrible
intermittent
sound,
Xbox.
terrible picture.
It's like the Blair Witch Project with video games.
Yeah, I wondered that in the UK. Do they have like? Because in the US they have VidCon. Where they have, like,
gone to sleep.
Yeah, like YouTube events and stuff.
Yeah, they have VidCon in the US because Rooster Teeth and all that guys do it. But I wonder if they have it for the UK because that'd be pretty awesome.
If they
Yes,
do, Larry's
no, maybe,
not told
guess
about it.
No, well, I don't know about it. They're all miserable bloody fuckers over here. Well, yeah, but you talk about all these conventions they have, so things like Magfest and stuff like that, and the Arcade Expo. So they have all these big, massive events. We have nothing like that.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of old bloody sci-fi conventions that have the same old bloody grandos going up there every year. So, oh look, you can meet some guy who was in Star Wars again. Wow, you're really up to date.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what about Play Expo?
I think, yeah, like I said,
Well, they never invited me to that. So.
You should have independently applied for Press Passes just like I did.
Oh.
Well, I think that's what we're all going to try now. So you might as well just tag along with us a lot. Press gag.
How long has your channel been on the go, Larry? Your main one, the Larry one?
It's 2010 I set that one up.
Is that all?
Yes.
How long have you been active on YouTube?
2006, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, I thought you might have been like one of the original, like.
And
guys
how
on
do you? Have you ever met any other apart from Ashankt? Do you get involved with a lot of other channels as well as guys like Charlie is so cool like and all those
I've
kind of guys?
met him in real life. We
Yeah.
went. They had a charity event in London a couple of years ago, and I went to that because Ashankt invited me. Forgot what it's called, but yeah, I met him there. He went with his mum and this weird sort of. Most of his audience was like 12-year-old girls and that. But there was a 50-year-old man sitting there who was a fan of his as well, and they had to escort him out the building because he was freaking everybody out.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Nice.
that was me.
But I always wondering, is there some kind of real life friendships between the reviewers sometimes, or like between you and Ashankt? Because if we play together, it looks like it sometimes.
I'm not in a relationship with him, no. I'm not gay.
Although you do.
No, don't look at it like that. That's a normal friendship, like in real life, not only for reviewing purposes, but also for, just to have somewhere a beer together or this kind of shit.
Right, I
Well,
see.
he
So it's-
lives halfway up the country from me, so I don't get to meet him in person too much. But yeah, we go out sometimes. He's supposed to be coming down next week actually to going to film some more than board game reviews. I don't know if you remember.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like
good
those.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because we done one for Frogger and we've never put it up because we got the instructions wrong.
Oh no.
How do you fuck up Frog?
Why not?
Well, we managed it, so
I can't
The
imagine
frog is
the board
supposed to
game
survive.
I can't imagine the board game being that complex, considering the game isn't that fucking
Well,
complex.
we managed to beat the board game in about 2 minutes because we must have got something wrong. But yeah.
Well, yeah, on that sort of respect, you could beat it really quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we done that. So we want to do some more. We're also talking about trying to do one of Zach's on, but that's got incredibly complicated instructions.
A Zaxxon board game, really?
Yes.
Really?
A shoot 'em up as a board game? I can't imagine that.
It doesn't make sense. And
Believe it.
we've also got a Berserk board game as well.
That's another one. Like, what? It's more fun to play the damn game than it is the board game, I'm guessing.
But Doom and Space Hulk are also decent board games, actually.
That is true. And I
Space
also,
Hulk is a very good game.
it is.
I can't remember the last board game I played. I think it was like D&D about 2 years ago. But
Oh, they're playing a little bit like Hero Quest, if you remember this game.
Hero Quest.
Oh, I used to have Hero Quest when I was a kid. I looked at it not that long ago to buy. It's quite expensive now.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, there's no way
all that
expensive.
stuff's really
unfortunately.
expensive.
Yeah.
a couple £100.
Yeah, it's crazy considering I had it as a kid and it probably in the bottom of a wardrobe and it probably just got thrown out.
Was the Heroes Quest
Oh!
had the videos as well? Where you had to put the video in.
No,
while
that was
playing?
Atmosphere.
No.
That was it. Yeah. Fucking hell.
remember
Silence!
Yeah. I used
Aye.
to remember the advert, and it used to like really like shit me up when I saw the guy just jump out of the screen like that. Oh, fucking hell, Jesus! I'm not playing that board game.
It used to be called Nightmare, but they got sued by
By Nightmare.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Even though they spelled it wrong. They spelled it differently.
Larry, were you involved in any way in the Nightmare revival?
No,
No, okay.
Oh,
Well,
that's a
that
shame.
answers that, I guess.
no, I was quite upset about not being involved in that. But
Yeah.
That
Oh
would
yeah,
have been cool.
that would be funny to see that helmet on and just try and shuffle your way through the fucking mazes.
no,
Through the
that
green
was
screen.
down with Channel Flip and their partners. They were doing it with them. So yeah, it's something for them.
Death just claimed another victim.
A child, by the sounds of it.
Happens from time to time. Keep us young.
Jeez.
I eat babies. Fucking hell.
Hey, I'm German. I'm supposed to say something like that.
I was going to say some more words, but being German, stereotypical racism, probably, so I did not say nothing.
But Larry, what did you think of the Nightmare revival? Were you a big fan of that?
I've never seen it. I've never watched it.
Have
No,
you
I
not?
snubbed it because he wasn't involved.
Yeah.
No. I think you would have enjoyed it if they would have invited you on.
I would have, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
saying
no,
that,
You'd have watched
last
it
week
then,
we
wouldn't
had another guest on, Electric Eddie from Games World, and
It's supposed to come on this week or something, wasn't
it was supposed to, yeah, and we were talking about how about RetroUnlim do a Games World style show
Oh, yes.
as a one-off, of course, and we all be, videoators and what the fuck they used to call them. I can't remember now. Oh, Manfort's brain.
No, but your net
Blow
is
it
cool.
out. Yeah, that would be a good laugh, and especially playing Larry, but against Street Fighter. So that would be really easy for me.
it? Yeah, it's always been my Achilles heel.
When I was talking to you a couple weeks back, when we thought, let's do a commentary, which is still in the pipeline.
Yeah, I'm
Me
still
and
waiting
Harry.
to get back to me about that.
I was just so looking forward to breaking your balls about your Street Fighter prowess. It's like, yes.
I can't stand Street Fighter. I'm not very good at Street Fighter.
Yeah, I fucking love it.
Did you never play it back in the day, or were you just never
I
ever
did.
in?
Yeah, he did.
I played it all the time. I mean, we used to play it so much, you get thumb blisters and stuff
Yeah.
like
He used to play Dave Perry at it each week.
that. I did, yes.
Not Mario 64 then.
No, he's a marketing manager. Wait for it to come out next year. It's officially released.
What is Dave Perry doing nowadays, anyway?
He's a tattooist.
Is he?
Yes.
Jeez, oh.
He's in Star Wars.
Oh, Timmy! No, he's got a tattoo shop in where he lives in Cornwall.
I think we should pay him a visit.
Yes, with Mario
Fuck
64.
that. I'd end up with fucking tetanus because you just jabbed the shit out of me. Especially after that video commentary. Jesus.
Well, what's the chances of him actually seeing that, Scott? Seriously,
slim.
realistically. Not a lot.
What are you saying, Mr.
What are you
Yack?
insinuating? Should I have... Right, let's put it in perspective. Should I ever avoid Cornwall?
Larry.
Yes.
I don't know. I've never been to Cornwall.
Why would you avoid Cornwall?
That's
I've been
where
to
he fucking
Devon.
lives now. That's where my family
In
comes
Torquay,
from.
that's it. He's in Torquay.
Torquay, right. I'll avoid Torquay then, just to make sure.
Yes.
He is. I'm presuming this is in BigTattooPlanet.com / Dave Perry, and he's actually Revolver Tattoo Rooms in revolvertattoorooms.co.uk, and that's his studio. Oh, it's a very nice flash intro on there. Give him props for that.
I am
Yes.
also perusing.
So you can get Chug Rock on the other ass cheek.
Yeah.
It's not on me bum.
By Dave. No. Get a
Watch
tattoo of Mario from Super Mario 64 on your other ass. Wasn't it on your ass cheek?
I was going to get a Mario pipe tramp stamp that led down to me bum,
Oh my god. Fucking hell.
but I thought better of it.
What, did I say you had your shirt rock in your ass cheek? Don't know why I said that.
I was going
Either.
to, but it went on my
Whatever.
back in the end.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, what is Dave Perry like in real life, Larry?
He's alright. I've always got along with him. I mean, he's one of those people that really, really winds people up the wrong way.
Yeah, he did me.
So yeah, no, he's like that. He's a bit like he's like Gordon Britus. So.
Well, let's put it in perspective. That persona he was showing in Games Master is probably 180 to what he is now. But that's like fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah, he's probably calmed down quite a bit now.
Yeah. So yeah.
But
granted.
no, were you ever members of the Games Animal forums at all?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he used to run a forum and that, and he used to. He used to run there. He rounded quite a few people up on there. He got fed up with Alex Very boasting about Mad Cats all the time, and he got so fed up with it one day. He called him a house nigger and then banned him. So.
Shit. Well, I'm not surprised about Mad Cats. It's pretty. Yeah, they do sell pretty shitty accessories. Fucking Ashen should do a fucking review of all their controllers. Jesus.
This edition of the RetroUnlim live stream was sponsored by Mad Cats.
Fucking hope not. I fucking can't stand them.
You better believe it, boy.
I spent 150 quid on this multi-box that you can plug sort of composite component leads into it, and it was absolutely awful. The colours are washed out. And I spent 150 quid on this bloody thing. I was really upset about that.
What was that, Mad Cats? What a surprise.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I almost got a job being an artist for him as well a couple of years ago.
An artist?
Yes, because I used to do manga art and stuff like that.
Oh, yes. I've seen some of your work.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
I really like it.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
We didn't add to that line. I was like, oh, God, you think something.
Have you seen some of Harry's work on the racing channels?
You don't want to see it.
He does teletext art professionally.
He's actually the one who crashed the teletext. Now they no longer use it because he was so artistic with it.
So autistic with it.
Yeah.
Oh. So, how's the back, Chris? After the tattoo.
That's a nice link. Well done, Harry. the link, the tattoo which I got for a form of autism, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, it's fine, mate. It's good. Yeah, it's come out really well, actually. Props to 80. Raised a good chunk of cash, actually. 750 quid.
Fucking hell, not bad.
Great.
Is it all healed and shit?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Good.
It's absolutely. I'm not going to get out now unless you really want me to. But
yeah, do it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, all right.
Yes, he's going to do it. No. Oh, stop teasing.
No. What's that, love? Right. Well, yeah, you're not getting your top off. The ratings will go through the roof with those. Jesus.
Oh, look at that, a cheap plug for Retro Collect, though.
Oh, yes. Sponsored by RetroCollect.com. No, they were good. They retweeted and all that kind of stuff, so got to give props to them.
I need to stick my games list on Retro Collect, actually.
Oh, it takes too long, don't bother.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I tried
Retro
doing it. I can't remember.
Be good for your SNES quest, though, James.
Yeah, I know. I had just an Excel spreadsheet with all the games on it, and I was marking them off. But then, when I reformatted the hard drive and stuff, I forgot to take a copy of it, and I lost it. So.
Which shoulder is it? This one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that one, Chris. You're right.
It is that one.
How come we know more than you?
Because I don't look at my back, unlike you.
I look at your back every night, baby. Yeah.
Snazzy.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You're the only person in the world with a Chuck Rock tattoo.
The only person stupid enough to get a Chuck Rock tattoo, yeah. I don't know. There's bound to be other people out there with Chuck Rock tattoos, I'm sure.
Would there be any other gaming-related tattoos that you want?
At least it beats Mario and Sonic and all those other fucking horrible tattoos. You see them all the damn time. Oh, look, Mario and Luigi.
Oh,
I was like, no, fucking hell, really?
Oh, somebody I met. Sorry, I was just going to say, somebody who I met a couple of months ago was showing me his. Oh, what was it? I think it was a Dodongo. He had a Dodongo on his back.
Okay, that's creative.
Sorry, Death?
This is
That's
not
from
so
Zelda.
common, actually. No.
Oh,
It's one of the enemies from Zelda.
oh, I can't wait to bomb one.
What are you trying to get into, Love Film? Okay.
Yeah, she wants to watch Womb Raider.
If there was porn on Love Film, I'd know about it by now.
It's on his computer in a
What?
secret hidden
What?
folder. So it's on his computer, Chris's wife.
It's not on
Yeah,
my
the-
computer, it's on
Yeah,
her
the
computer.
X folder.
The
Yeah,
what folder? The X folder?
Yeah.
No, you've got to name it something like documents or
No.
something so people
my
know.
very important work stuff.
Yeah, don't. Don't
Do
enter.
not delete under fear of blah 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 blah. Is that?
So let's go to the comments.
Let's go to the
saying.
phones.
Retro Gamer for the win, or hopefully that's fuck the world, because that's even better. Oh, Mad Cats, RetroCon was awesome though. Kind of like a modern NES controller for the PS2. Still broke though. Yeah, that's what you get when you buy Mad Cats.
James, you were saying, would I get any other
Gaming
tattoo?
related tattoo. Gaming
I'll prob-
related.
Yeah. Oh yeah, gaming related, definitely. I've got I am starting to work together to put something because I've got shit tattoos on both my arms, which you can probably see.
You've got
in
what,
the video.
sorry?
Shit tattoos,
Oh,
like
shit.
really badly done, where they weren't very good artists and they mutilated me, basically. So, but AD's really good at cover-ups. That's his forte. AD from 16-Bit Brothers, cheap plug. So hopefully going to get him to do some kind of paid work this time, where he does a cover-up.
Oops.
Just do it for another charity, and you can get free tattoos for life.
Oh,
Um,
here he is. It's a 90s video game dude in
Just do it.
polystyrene head form.
James's loss of hair charity, and what is going on with Rich?
Where did you learn to fly?
Oh, yeah. Hey, there he is.
Hello.
Oh,
Good
so
eye,
you
good
found
eye.
us then, Rich.
Got
Hi.
that Fatal Fury cap on. There we go.
Yeah, there you are. That's better.
I like your hair, Rich.
Oh, hello, Guru Larry.
Hello.
It's
How
just
are you?
like the most everyday
I'm
thing,
good,
isn't it?
thank you.
Yeah, just so casual, you know.
Casual.
Oh, hi, Guru Larry. How are you? Yeah.
I had to emasculate myself with a nerd out while everyone else was like, oh, hey, what's up?
I didn't know who he was.
Well, I was going to wear,
Heathen.
I was going to wear my wrestling mask tonight, but it's too fucking hot in here.
A wrestling match.
I've
What-
got,
which
no,
one
not
was
a
taken?
match, a mask.
Ah.
I thought you said a wrestling
We got a
match in your
wrestling
room.
match.
A luchador.
You were jumping off that fucking cupboard.
I can do that.
450
You can love the
splash.
concussion from wrestling.
I should say, by the way, if anybody does want any gaming tattoos, check out Handsome Devil Tattoos. There you go.
I will do. I've been thinking about getting a new tattoo, actually. I've only got one. I had that ages ago.
I still want to bust my cherry when it comes to tattoos, but like I said, I want to get something that's cool and I know wouldn't suck. Oh, there you go.
I guess my skin is too dry for a tattoo.
Yeah, no shit, you're all bones.
Everybody's typing away like maniacs. Rich,
Yes.
Admin work.
are you to blame for the state of Stuart at Play Expo?
Nothing to do with me. He was already pissed when I got there.
Yeah, it was already fucking a Sega Saturn. What the fuck's all that about?
Oh, man. See, that was nothing to do with me. I was long gone before he even got into that state.
He
I mean,
was
he didn't have as
rather
bad a
entertaining.
hangover as I did, though. I felt like crap. It was awful.
Did they have
Yeah.
that 50-player Bomberman game there?
Oh yeah, there was a massive Bomberman game going on. Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
When did I not see this?
No way. That would be fucking awesome.
Well, there
Like,
is
how
that-
do you do a massive Bomberman game? How does that work?
Like a tournament type thing as well.
It's like a PC thing and a really high resolution television and.
Yeah.
And
With
they've got
multiple
other
Has somebody
players
actually
on-
played some?
With a
Has
lot
somebody
at the
actually
same
played
time.
some last night? Go for it.
Sorry. Was there
No,
more?
go for
Was
it.
there more than 4 players? On screen at the same time is what I mean.
Yes, like I said, there are 50.
Oh.
There was a... Oh, what version of Bomber had that?
It's called, if you go Bomber Mine,
Oh, this is
Look up.
yeah.
Bomber Mine, that's how you play it. It's like an MMO
Oh right,
Oh,
yeah.
that one, yeah. But no, this was a custom-made one for LAN, but Saturn's 10 players.
I think I'm aware of this.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was wondering there was a Bombman version where it had more than 4 player.
But you
It
need to
wasn't-
have a. You need to
It
have
wasn't that
an
shitty remake on the Xbox either, the 360. Ugh.
You know,
Actually, that's a massive multiplayer game.
Yeah.
For free.
Go on, Larry. You were trying to speak.
I've forgotten what I was going to say now.
You're going to talk about Super Mario Kart.
No,
What?
I wasn't. I wasn't.
I was hoping you were.
Damn.
But, yeah, this Bomberman idea might be a good idea for a RetroUnlim tournament.
Oh,
I was going to say
Bomberman standard.
we haven't done any like competitive games, which we could do quite easily on the live stream.
Because you're all scared, that's why.
Don't lose.
I'm no chicken.
Scottish people, instead of eating fruit, we play computer games when we're children.
Yes, I remember now. I remember what I was saying.
Eat your beans. No, I'm playing games.
It has to be deep fried games though.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, I can imagine you pulling out the fucking deep fat for a specky cassette.
That's the
You
only
know-
way we'll eat food. Deep fat fry it. It's a special game.
It's always the same with Scots, isn't it? You know, they can't win at anything real, so they have to create their own games.
Who?
The Scots.
No. Yeah. Yes, I think so. No.
You're not
They
really
got a
sure.
caber
how it
tossing.
goes.
Well,
Yeah,
the-
we're tossing.
yeah,
No, I've never tried
yeah, the
that.
only
It's
game,
quite unique, yeah.
when you heard a quake, you thought it was just people standing on top of tables, you shaking them.
Exactly. Quick 64 was just a big table. That was like the hardcore version. Go!
So what's Quake Online then?
Oh, don't know.
Oh, Quake Online, that's still going. Yeah, Christ, that'll be a fucking massive table.
Quake
Anyway.
5, it's on an electricity pylon.
Yeah, first one to slip fucking dies. Right, anyway, Retro Gamer, fuck the world again. I'm actually gonna
We're
get a big tattoo of Catherine.
from the PS3 game.
That's a good idea.
My ribs
Catherine.
hopefully next month.
Across my ribs next month. Probably one of my top 5 favourite games, and that's something. Yeah,
I've
no
never
shit.
played it.
I love
I-
that game.
And I have got
It's-
a brand spanking new Xbox sitting here not being used, so maybe I should
It's
try
one
it
of those games that when I bought it, I thought, right, it's an Atlas game, expect weirdness, and yeah, it's fucked up, really fucked up, but
Sounds good.
it's compelling. It's got all the elements of puzzle games you like Tetris and all that, but it's also got just the weird shit from like games like Persona. It's just really weird.
So,
It's pretty cool.
what type of game of it is it? If you could describe
It's-
it, if you could put
it's
it in
like
a
a-
genre.
It's like, yeah, it's basically a puzzle game.
Is
It's- That's what it boils down to. It's
Yeah,
like a block
it's a
pushing
bit
jump.
odd, really.
It is weird, but it's one of those games that at first I was like, okay, I'm gonna expect some weird shit, and I really enjoyed that game. It's a fucking awesome game.
I might have to check it out. Is it quite cheap?
Yeah, I picked mine up on the PS3 for like £5, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty cheap.
Did we do a special edition of that? Like
Yeah, they did.
Big box and stuff. See, I want the Death Smile special edition, but it's really hard to get now.
I
The
can't
big
find
ass
it anywhere.
box thing, yeah.
Yeah, I love Death Smiles on the 360,
great.
and I can't find that special edition anywhere. And if it is,
Uh,
fucking
Do you
quit.
get a dubstep gun with it?
No, unfortunately
Oh.
not.
It's not
I
worth
got-
getting then.
I got the standard edition when Game put a typo on their website from. They
Like,
had Game was selling Death Smiles when it first come out, but they put
Yeah.
the decimal point in the wrong place. So instead of £30, they're selling it for £3.
Whoop
Nice.
whoop.
Well,
So
That-
yeah,
That's fucking ridiculous. I
Yes.
got that. But yeah, I've been binging on shoot 'em ups right now. So yeah, Death Smiles and Dudonpachi and all that stuff. Awesome. Especially a lot of Lords of Thunder as well on the Mega CD.
How are you finding the Mega CD, Scott? Are you
Fucking
playing some
love it.
parity games on it?
Well, yeah, but well, quite a lot of the like Sega CD games didn't really get ported to the Mega CD, so that's the only way you're gonna play them.
Right.
So you know, I'm I'm not that bothered by it, and I don't think many people are bothered by it. You know, you're not really.
Chris is already playing.
What's that?
Chris is playing Bomber Mine. I'm sitting watching him.
He's dead.
This game is fucking awesome.
That's fucking cool.
I know. I never even knew that existed. I should have played.
You
it.
are so screwed.
You play with so many gamers at once, Bomberman. It's actually the best online game
It
ever.
reminds me of a bit like Realm of the Mad God. This amount of like people on screen.
Yeah,
Everyone's
exactly.
like
This is
that.
exactly the same kind of game. Yeah.
Yeah. I fucking love Realm of the Mad God. I've got to play that again because, especially
Oh,
when
the
you run
dimension
around,
bit?
when you're trying to kill like Cthulhu-looking fucking monsters, and you got like 200 people around you. It's quite an experience.
As a dungeon at the end, it's awesome.
Yeah,
Everybody is just standing in the way of the other.
It's a bit wary, that game is.
So did we all used to like Bomberman or Super Bomberman?
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
Bomberman.
Sure.
Look at this little fast motherfucker.
I think the only Bomberman I ever completed was on the Super Nintendo. It was one of those games where it had hundreds of maps. And, yeah, I think that's the only version I completed.
I think some of them can be quite expensive on the SNES. I can't
Oh
remember.
yeah, they are now.
I've got one. I can't remember what one it is, but.
It's all day.
Yeah, it's gone.
Happy fucking birthday to David. Happy fucking birthday to you. You didn't even try.
And we can't hear him.
We can't hear you, Dave.
Oh, that's
Speak.
good. People will be able to get away.
There we go. I can hear you now.
It's
Big
one
again.
of the bit.
Fucking Sony headsets.
There we
They're
go.
whack. This is as close
Sony
to a
quality.
PlayStation 3 I'll ever get.
Yeah, lucky it's not a Mad Catz one.
I'm glad to see the beard back this week.
Mm.
It
See,
looks-
it's exactly a week, and it's back. You can
It
set your
looks-
watch by it.
Good, sir. You suit your facial hair.
I
I'm
know.
gonna have to shave mine off in T-1 month.
Why?
You're gonna go to space
Because
before you shave it off.
believe it or not, I'm in pantomime this year.
Pantomime?
As one of the ugly sisters. And I
Nah,
have to shave off
you
my
gotta
beard.
keep the beard, man.
Play to your strengths, Rich.
You gotta keep the beard because you're an ugly sister.
Am I the
Exactly.
only person who's ever
Ugly
so slightly
dudes.
disappointed that you're not in pantomime as the 90s video
Yes,
game dude?
yes.
Well,
Yeah, you come on. It's
What's
like,
that, boys and girls? And then you pull out a Mega Drive game.
what's up, dudes? Dude.
You still do it the same voice, do it.
Go home, no.
That would be fucking epic. I'd go to every single show.
And when you walk around on your toes, you get Tom and Jerry noises.
oh, that'd be sweet. Oh, awesome.
How you doing after your birthday, Mr. David?
Everyone bailed on me. I didn't get to go out. That's why I posted
Really?
a video
What?
up the day before. Yeah. You know what? Right. I understand that I work nights, so I'm on a different schedule than everyone else.
Yeah.
Sorry, schedule. Is it funny that I had an argument with American last night that it's not schedule, it's schedule?
Schedule.
Whatever.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
I understand that people can't necessarily go out because it's a school night, but don't fucking say you're going to.
Yeah.
And then get me all excited and then bail on me an hour and a half before we're supposed to go out. So I sit in my house by myself watching The Jungle Book.
What? They couldn't go with you because it was a school night. How old are all your friends?
Well, apparently they don't want to go to... I'm not saying we had to go and get absolutely bladdered, do you know what I mean? Well, I wanted to. They would have to drive me home and possibly put me to bed and wipe the vomit off my face and take my tongue out so I don't choke to death. But, you know,
Yeah, and
these are things you
on the side of
do.
the bed, you don't puke on your 3DO.
I think we should organise a post Mr. Lawnboy's night out for his birthday.
Yeah, we
Yes.
should all come round. We're just gonna invade your house, Dave.
Oh, we just have a party on the live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. I'm with James. James, you're my favourite Scottish person. I only know 4.
There's only 8
How
of
weird
us.
is that?
So.
There's you, there's Mike from Area Shifty Bun, there's Alan from Area Shifty Bun, there's Callum from Area Shifty Bun. In fact, you're the only person who's not from Area Shifty Bun. Hooray!
There's only
Look
8
at
of
me,
us in
I'm
this big
diverse.
country. We're fine.
Is this good or bad for a shift you on?
Yeah. And you know what the funny thing is?
Yeah.
It's you don't think that Scotland. You don't think that Scotland's a different. We're English, you know. We don't think Scotland's a different country. It's that place up there tacked onto the map. But
We rule.
discussing how many people I know from Scotland, you're like a different country. It's crazy.
And we're up north. English people say up north, and they don't think we're up. Scotland is north.
Yes.
past
Northern north of
You're
England.
past the Northern Divide.
It's the
That's
extreme
crazy.
north. I'm from the north. You're from the super north. What are you drinking tonight?
You're from
I'm
below.
drinking
Oh.
Pepsi Max.
Oh, okay.
The choice.
What about you? What about
for a
you,
new
James?
generation.
I'm empty.
Oh, but what was in that glass?
Piss.
What do you think, sir?
Was it Tango by any chance?
No, it's in Iron Brew.
A clever link, because RetroUnlim has left a comment saying, Tango man, smiley face. And I wonder what on earth that could mean.
Psh, is what it means.
Larry, do you have any idea?
I have no clue whatsoever.
Oh, hello, Larry.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Where's my Sexy Biscuits intro? Sorry, how unprofessional of me.
Yeah. I've been not well lately, that's why I didn't turn up.
Oh, I do apologise for being such an asshole.
Yes.
Have you gone to see your doctor, possibly?
No, not yet, no.
I heard there's this wonder drug called antibiotics.
No, it wouldn't help me what I got.
Oh my god, you've got one of them, have you?
Fucking speed then.
He has a super disease, people, and that's why you should stay away from dodgy websites, because you don't want to end up with a super disease.
Is this online virus?
I do apologise, Larry. That just made me make you sound like a horrible person. Like, never mind. I'll shut up now.
Yeah, basically we've just been slating Larry all night. We need to be a little bit kinder to him because he's our guest.
What is Rich doing? Don't have kind of Larry. He invaded us. We didn't invade him.
I have a question. Chris, hello.
Hey, dude.
Do you wear my fucking shirt to Retro thingy expo doohickey thing?
Because I tried it on.
Because it's too tight.
I tried it on.
It's an XL.
You should give it Woodland. Apparently he's thin now.
I tried it on, mate, and seriously, it was not pretty. It was.
Try it in the picture, like you had tits. Sorry, but
exactly that.
It's what you call bedroom attire. Sexy clothes.
Not so much Sexy Biscuits, more like sexy T-shirts.
Yeah, sexy T-shirts.
Sexy man tits.
Is Woodland lost weight? Because I thought he was looking a bit thinner.
No,
Woodland is a lot thinner than I thought he would be when I met him in real life.
Concur.
I love the fact that, hey, everyone, welcome to RetroUnlim Live, and we'd just like to say, we'd like to talk about people who aren't fat when we meet them in person.
to be fair, he's on a live stream called The Two Fat Bastards, and I'm going to get done by Ofcom if I'm not careful.
Yeah, that's true.
Because there's only...
Do you know what? You're gonna have to plump him back up then, because you'll be done by trade descriptions.
Well, it's like
Darren Walshock has promised that he's going to send him some lard in the post. I thought was a very kind gesture.
Woodland's a lot smaller. Chris, I thought you were a lot taller than I thought you were going to be.
6 foot tall isn't tall enough. Wait, 6'2" isn't tall enough.
It's taller than me.
Well,
I thought you were
he's taller than me, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's the god amongst men.
It's just weird because you don't see the all of you, do you? You just see the.
Well, no, that came in the hotel, Rich.
Oh yes, that's true.
Nice,
I saw the ball,
dude. You've got like a body.
Well, if you meet me in Blackpool, you're going to be brutally disappointed.
I will put up my interview with the 90s video game dude.
Oh god, I forgot about that.
Yeah, exactly.
I still expect you to wear. By the way, I don't care if it's unflattering or not. I still expect you to wear the shirt. That was a one of a kind.
I tell you what, if we go out game hunting, I will wear their shirt while we're out.
I'm not advertising it with game hunting. I have enough problem like cunt Nick and fucking Resident Evil 2.
What? Somebody's been stealing your games?
Have you not seen the video?
Myself and a lady in a charity shop and pretended to be family, like.
I was laughing my tits off when I saw it because I thought that's exactly the kind of thing I'd do.
I'm his mum. I'll take the game for him.
I expect nothing when you go game hunting together.
I expect squabbles.
The
thing is, Chris, when you said that's why you need me there as your wingman to hold the game for you, I thought I can see this happening to us.
yeah. Oh, let's just go over there.
What's that, Dave? Nothing.
They were saying in the game chases, what happens is that they all run. Like one of them will start looking at a stand, and then the next one will run to the next stand so that they can get the game, and it becomes really competitive.
Yeah, they don't want to be caught slipping.
But I thought that's a little bit
So
sad,
so
really.
what you're basically saying is, right, if we do 5 of these, then you can wear my shirt.
Nah. Dave, I feel like I've really offended you by not wearing that shirt.
No,
and
I don't care.
apologise.
I'm sorry I let your cat out.
Oh yeah, you did.
Is that a
You should have seen the look on his face when I turned up, by the way. There was a look of A, horror, B, who is this at my door, and C, slight registration when he went,
And then
hang on,
man hug.
give me a minute.
It
Guy
was
from the
dark.
You're
internet.
spastic, aren't you?
Guy from the YouTubes.
How did you know where he lived? Were you secret stalker?
He sent me his address, but I'll tell you what, never fucking trust your sat nav. It took me to his house in the most horrific way ever. It took me over East Dundry. Now, to those of you who don't live by me, you don't want to go over East Dundry. It's not really a road. It's more like a field with
track.
bits of tarmac in it.
Up a hill.
Yeah,
Up a 20%
that fucking
incline hill.
45-degree incline like that, and then at night driving with my headlights on main beam. Because trust me, if anyone hits you there, you have to back up. You're backing up for 3/4 of a mile.
It's one of those. If you've ever been to Devon and you've got like those single track kind of roads, it's a bit like that. And yeah, you're sat.
Yeah, it's in the dark. It's even worse because I'm driving down the road, right, and I'm not even speeding because even I wouldn't dare speed in this place. It's like fucking Sleepy Hollow, yeah. So I'm driving down this 45-degree incline. Then I just went, oh my Christ, there's a fucking corner. Who knew?
Can I just make it clear that I don't live in a weird place? It's
He
just that
doesn't,
his sat
but my
nav
sat nav
gives
took me to
some
his place in a weird place.
Yes, for all you stalkers
When I
out
was
there.
walking out, and I was kind of stalking for a bit, when I was walking
Dave.
down the road, Chris, to work out which your house is, because the lights are so shit I couldn't see any fucking numbers. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
please, I don't want to be that guy who has to knock on doors and go, hello?
because I live.
I'm a Victorian.
I live backed off of a green, and so there's no.
All these people were going like this with their curtains and their windows. They were,
It's a little bit.
they were going like, who be this?
With their
There's a
pitchfork.
fucking angel around these parts.
Chris, you say you live backed onto a green. Do you have a problem with mice?
No.
Camberwick Green.
Okay, I just wanted to ask you that.
Thanks, but no. And I have no. We don't have problems.
No,
with
because he's
mice, do
got
we?
many cats. Well, he's got one less now, but...
Oh no, he's back now. He's
back.
terrible. He's that cat. He's always fucking running off.
That's the best way to make friends, isn't it, people? You do turn up at someone's house unannounced, in the dark, and they release their pets to the wild. Because he goes, Dave, shut the door. I'm like, oh shit.
How many friends did you got with that?
Where are my manners? I understand the concept of doors.
But no, we should do it next week because I'm off all week.
I don't go to college next week. I'm back at work, but yeah, we can do that. We can sort something out. But if you steal my copy of Resident Evil 2, I'm gonna kick you in the bollocks.
I only play decent horror games.
Oh,
what?
Larry, are you still here?
Are you still alive?
Larry, hello.
Larry's
Hello!
dead. No, no.
Oh, hello.
Oh, he's not asleep.
How do you resuscitate someone over the internet?
What's that noise?
Just a sec. What's...
Who's got gremlins?
I can hear Mugwise.
That's the mice in the background, isn't it?
When you said I can hear gremlins,
It is me probably.
I
Oh, my
was gonna
son.
say, I was gonna do a fucking Jar Jar Binks impression. Where did that come from? You just say people gonna die?
Larry, I wanted to ask you a question.
Oh yeah.
Why in the world?
It's his fault.
Why in the world?
Ah,
do you think-
baby.
Mini me.
Don't feed him
eat
after
it.
midnight, and whatever you do, do not get him wet.
I've been photobombed by a 1-year-old.
You get him all wet, to be honest. He
How
makes
old
his
is he, Patrick?
How do
himself.
gremlins? Sorry, serious note. How do gremlins urinate without spawning?
That's a very good point.
Plus, how do you define midnight?
Yeah, what? Yeah.
Quotation fingers.
0000.
Or did when when gremlins enter the country, do they make a point of telling them now you are in Eastern Seaboard time? Play by the rules.
It's falling apart, man. Fuck Gremlins.
Gremlins is my favourite Christmas horror movie, and I've had this argument with people before. It is a horror movie. Not saying it's a horrific.
What? It's not Black Christmas.
Well, Black Christmas is shit, though. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
no, very
Silent
true.
Night, Deadly Night.
It is a bit,
Oh, Starlight, Deadly Night, yeah.
it is a bit bizarre how Gremlins is a Christmas movie. Fair enough, it is Christmas related to a certain degree, but it's like you said, it's potentially a horror movie.
Well, the Gremlins game on the NES was quite good. I think that might have been the second one.
Gremlins 2 was
To
very
my-
good.
To my mind,
Oh, the Game Boy game was awesome.
Sorry, Larry, what was that?
I think it's more amazing. It's shot in the same town as Back to the Future. And nobody knows.
is it?
Ooh,
Oh my god, I just practically
here we
popped a
go.
Woody.
that's my second favourite film now. Then Gremlins now because you told me that. After Back to the Future 2, obviously.
Back to the Future 1, you knobtard.
Oh, not this game. So, Larry, the question I was going to ask you there
Oh,
was,
yes.
why in the world do you think they didn't let you onto the Super Mario Challenge?
Too
Because I
good.
didn't apply to it until the series had finished.
Oh, okay. Well, that would explain
I'm
it.
sorry. They don't. So
Larry, if
what
I
time
ever meet
is
you in
it?
public, will there be a flag behind you?
Yes, and it'll be breathing, and I do a sort of superhero pose.
No.
Oh,
Go
grinning.
on, Larry. Seize the
Larry, who done your artwork for your little character there?
A guy called Phil Murphy, Crash Tester X. He's called. So yes. So I can't.
Will he do Monkey Spaz one? I think that's basically where he's going.
No.
Larry,
Goshing.
Larry, I believed it was your artwork on your avatar.
No, I can't stand drawing myself. I can draw other people, but I can't draw myself. So
Can you draw all of us? And then we can have a RetroUnlim banner by Bundy
Now.
Jr.
Right.
Yeah. Well, wait, it's alright. We've got
Go away,
time.
go.
He's not answering.
no, sorry, I thought it was Torrance.
No, he actually was starting to draw it.
Yeah.
He's getting his tablet out.
But just to make it more
Okay.
challenging, could you do it not on a tablet but on an Etch-a-Sketch?
No.
Yes.
Because we don't want corners.
Right,
don't have
going on to the questions here.
People only buy them to make bombs now, according to Breaking Bad.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it's on the list of things that give you cancer in the Daily Mail as well.
Yeah, probably.
Sketch.
Everything.
Don't shake it, because that will start war.
That will fuck you up. Okay, Jesus is the tree of life. That is hard to say in one mouthful. Here's his tidbit comment here. We are all at the cusp of what happened. Oh, man, fucking. We are at the cusp of what happened to the 80s with UK indie games. Agree, Guru Larry, or disagree?
I'll tell you what happened.
Try again.
Spectrum died, and indie games just collapsed without the Spectrum to nurture.
What was the question again?
Yeah, I'm.
Rodimus
Something
Prime
with
or
Spectrum.
Optimus Prime. That was
You
the
might
question.
want to try again, mate, because that's very hard to say. I don't know if that was a question or whatever. Anyway, indie gaming, full of fucking snobs, not interested.
Where
That game is
bloody
Batman.
fucking prima donna pricks like that guy who made Fez. And I'm not going to make a sequel now because somebody was mean to me on Twitter.
Oh, we give you a different.
Oh,
fuck
Phil
off.
Fish.
Yeah.
Phil Fish, yeah.
He's a cunt.
Don't mess your words there.
The words
Yes.
of Chris Ashankt. Thank you very much.
Have you seen the video? Well, I'm sure Larry's seen it actually. The indie
I
game,
may
the
look like I'm
documentary.
checking my Facebook
I have
right
watched
now, but
that.
I'm not.
Yeah, I watched Indie Game the movie and it pissed me off. To be honest, yeah.
Why?
I've
I've
never
not watched it, but I do have it.
Is that the one where the bloke said all Japanese games are shit?
Yeah. In a nutshell.
Yes.
Maybe.
Hence, Scott.
It's
hates him.
the one where they follow the maker of Braid, the makers of Super Meat Boy as they come close to release, and Phil Fish doing Fez.
Oh, Phil Fish, the weatherman.
No, the guy who
Michael Fish.
Well, no, I'll be honest with you. The guys when they were talking about Super Meat Boy was interesting because that game is fucking good, albeit fucking brutal. But when it comes to the old fishy boy about Fez, it's like, God, I just want to punch him.
It's not even that good a game, to be honest. I mean,
No.
once,
There's nothing to kill.
It's one of those games I sat there and like,
I like that. Chris's answer. Yeah.
yeah,
I agree with that.
Nothing to kill. Okay.
or nothing to kill yourself with, like in Meat Boy, where everything fucking kills you. But Fez is like one of those games that sit there like, right, what have we got to do? And then you just jump around a few platforms, switch over, jump a few more platforms. Fuck this, I'm not playing it again.
Well, there's no penalty for dying, is there, either? You come back to where you were just a second ago.
Yeah, it's just like...
It's like real life.
It's very... I think it tries too hard to be something it's not.
Like artsy and all this stuff. Yeah, pretentious. But it's starting to really piss me off, especially with indie games in general, is that... Right, some companies use their games, have an 8-bit style and all this stuff, and it fits the game. But some people just do it as a cop-out, where they go, oh, we won't worry about this and that and the other. And that really fucking is starting to get on my tits, you know. There's some games that really work, you know, like the Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures, because he's all about fucking Nintendo, so having an 8-bit style makes sense.
It's still not released for the Nintendo, though.
Nah. Hotline Miami looks like a Mega Drive game to me, and that is really good. It's brutal.
Is it true that that game was made in Game Maker?
Yeah.
Wow.
And, you know, those sort of games really make sense, but then there's other games I've played, Dead Pixels. You're right, okay, Pixels in the fucking title. But to me it was like, why'd they bother? It's like, it just felt like a cop-out to me.
I want that quote on the back of the case.
Yeah,
where you get little quotes on there. Scott, the console snob, says, about this game, why did they bother?
Well, it's never really proper retro because they've never used the original hardware to program it.
Yeah. Good point.
But it's just a retro style. It should be.
Hence, it's completely invalid and nobody should buy it.
Yes.
No, I want based on the fact that I actually really I don't know why I'm checking, because like somehow it's going to walk away and just checking it's still there when I mention the word PS Solar. I want a fucking new Spectrum game.
Somebody pretending to be your brother goes and picks it up.
Are they not doing? There are some sort of what do you call them, homebrew or whatever?
Yeah, but I want someone to resurrect Ocean from the ashes.
Oh.
I want a brand new. People out there.
Don't say US Go. Good God.
I want a brand new Ocean Spectrum game, preferably based on a movie from the 90s. That's not RoboCop.
There are some really good games. Have you tried Alter Ego on the spare key, which is a really good homebrew game?
Oh yeah, nice game, yeah.
No, unless can you buy it on a tape, a cassette? I was going to say a cartridge.
Some of them they do.
That would be cool if you could get it on a cartridge with a proper box and inlay.
Yeah. Does it come in one of those little mini cardboard boxes that Ocean did so well, that get blunted around the corners really easily?
They do. I know the Halo 2600, the Atari 2600 game, which the guy bought out. You could buy a proper cart of it and do that.
But wait a second, Halo 2600.
Yeah, one of the guys who was originally employed by Microsoft to create Halo.
Yeah, it's a very short game.
Yeah, he made a small version of Halo, like side-scrolling, where you go through screen by screen playing Halo. It's quite difficult at first.
It's a very low-rent version. It's a bit like Berserk in that sort of sense.
Yeah, it looks slower.
Yeah. But that's cool. I can't really speak for the older like Speckies and all that, but games done by the NG dev team have really captivated me, albeit they're fucking expensive. Like, what's it, Dead Strikers and Gunlord.
I can hear Scott's Mogwai breeding.
You know, Gunlord especially.
Excuse me, hold on a sec. There you go, it's dead.
God, that was dark.
Did you say people gonna die?
It was a mouse. I killed the mouse.
You know, Gunlord especially.
Hold up the noise. Patrick, hold him up.
When you get rid of it, you know, dispose of the body, make sure you don't put it in water.
Hey, there he is.
You got red on you.
He has a choice, there's a picture as much as
That's the next 8-bit relic.
16-bit.
But it's like
yeah, that is the 8-bit relic, isn't it?
Fucking Lion King.
Next generation.
It's the 4-bit relic.
Yeah,
half-bit. That's already copyrighted.
Oh yeah.
It is, yeah.
Speaking of which, Scott, Have you ever seen?
Look, you sound like you're trying to feed him after midnight. Do not do that.
Have you ever seen Fullbit?
What?
Oh!
Shit, there goes the neighborhood.
Never mind. It was an in-joke from an earlier stream. It doesn't matter.
Well,
Really
that
shouldn't
was
do
going
that.
nowhere.
Have you not learned anything yet, Harry? You
Yeah,
cannot
don't do
break
that.
the fourth wall.
Don't
and,
make it an
leave
awkward
stream.
silence. Let's go to the comments then, because he fucking broke. Yeah, awkward. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you turn into a 1930s movie serial villain?
1930s video game dude.
Gotta get out of here, see?
And review some games.
Okay. Comments.
Jesus
Yes.
of the Tree of Life didn't agree with our rendition about Fez. He said it's more of an art form.
He's allowed to be wrong, and
Which
we're
is-
allowed to be right.
Well, no, he's
We are
talking.
right.
He's talking about like games like Fez are more of an art form than of what a game is. But I can agree with that because there's a game that I played on the PS3 recently, which is absolutely
I
fun.
don't go to fucking Louvre and play a painting.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, I played Journey a couple of days ago, and even though that game has pretty much
You played the
zero-
Rock Band. What did you play them out of?
No, the Journey game where you're that sort of like
Floaty fucker.
cloth wearing weirdo and just you bleep at people.
Oh yeah, it's a nice game, yeah.
James,
That
that's
game
your
is
quote on the
fucking-
back of the boss. James says, quote, floaty fucker, end quote.
If you have to call a game, if you have to call a game an art or an art form, you're missing the point of a game.
Yeah, it's a
It's an
game.
interactive bit of software.
Well, yeah, like I said, that's the indie scene.
It's like the Turner Prize,
They're
isn't
trying
it?
to push
The
it
Turner
that way.
Prize exists for people who don't have any talent whatsoever so they can exist and pretend that they
Hey.
are artists.
Oh, come on now. I like the one where the lights go on and off.
I like the one where people stood around holding a sheet,
Did you,
bouncing a ball off it. No, I
I'll
didn't,
play-
because that's not fucking art.
I'll tell you one funny story about the Turner Prize. Somebody thought it'd be really witty to take a picture of the Queen and then take a big shit all over it, and they submitted that to them.
And that is quite funny.
No, the funniest thing was they sent it back for being unoriginal.
Just how many people defecate on Her Majesty?
It might
There's actually
be
quite a lot here in
treason.
Ireland.
I think that might actually be treason, so you're going to get hanged for that.
Yeah, that's still the only reason we have the death penalty, isn't it? You can, if you write the word knob on a £5 note, you'll go to prison and get shot.
Or be mean to celebrities on Twitter.
I once
Oh,
saw-
Twitter! I love you, Twitter, mainly because footballers have too much spare time, and Twitter is funny because of it.
I once saw a £5 note and somebody had put a little speech bubble on from the bloke on the front. Sorry, I don't know his name. If you're watching,
Charles
I
Darwin.
apologise. Possibly him, I don't know. But somebody had written a little speech bubble that said, "I'm Rick James, bitch."
I would have kept that, and I would have framed it. Do you know what my most fucking annoying thing is, or pet peeve, I should say, about paper money, is when people do sums on it. There's a little gap where if someone finds some white space on the note and does some maths, and I'm like, really? There's no fucking paper in your house? You felt the need to do a mathematical equation on currency.
That was
You've got
Alan
the back
Sugar.
of your hand. Come on.
Alan Sugar does that. He's got so many £5 notes he doesn't know what to do with them.
He rolls around in them and wishes he was Donald Trump.
What is quite strange is actually here every paper billet is actually paper note is actually undersigned by somebody. This is actually quite weird if you see it like that.
The best, the only time I've ever handled a euro note, and hopefully I'll never handle one again. The only time I ever handled a euro note, and I thought someone wrote something on it that was absolutely fucking hilarious. Do you know when you look at something and you laugh out loud in public and everyone looks at you like you're mentally ill? I read on the back of a euro
Quite common
note.
for me.
Couldn't comment.
I read on the back of a euro note, right, a €5 bill. It said, "Sorry, I'm not a pound note." And I thought that was brilliant. I should have kept it.
The
but I
euro
was-
note was trying to communicate with the outside world.
It said, "Prop me up with a massive amount of money so I can ultimately collapse." Ooh, bird, sorry.
Keep me away from the Greeks.
Fucking rim shot there.
Ah, yes.
The best thing Jeremy Clarkson ever said, you know, when he does Some Say, you know, when he introduces the Stig.
Some
was it? Yeah, he goes, Some say the Stig. What was it? He said, some say he was from Greece and that he wants to do nothing for 90 years while the rest of Europe bails his ass out. And I just thought, it's funny, Clarkson, because you're bang on the money.
You know that's recording at my work now, Top Gear.
Is it?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's next to a massive old. They've turned all the old wine sheds into a TV studio. So, deal or no
Top
deal.
Gear's in Bristol. We can claim that now. We can put that on our banners.
Deal or no deal, and
That's
Top
not so
Gear
good.
is all being done there. Well, Deal or No Deal's always been done in Bristol, but they've moved from Bath Roadie place, Paintworks.
I
over
know
That
to,
orange guy.
to go to the recording, and do you know what my exact words were? Why?
Well, that's a good question, actually. Has anybody here ever been to the recording of a TV program?
I was
Yes.
on the Really Wild Show.
I went to
I
Games
did-
Master.
Sorry?
Yeah, Master.
Sorry, Larry?
I went to the audience for Games Master second series.
Oh, the second. Oh, that's the best series. I hope
Did
you
you
agree with
heckle?
me.
Oh, it's fucking.
I'd like to think
boring.
young Guru Larry heckled when he was in Games Master.
No, it's bloody boring. It's all set up. I'll pick a random person out of the audience, and I ended up getting rust splinters from the metal bar.
Oh.
My
So,
dreams are shattered.
I
you
did. I was on Hit the Road Jack with Jack Whitehall for his Bristol episode. I went
Really?
did that live, yeah, because that was behind my work, and we got free tickets.
oh.
I'd like to think that someone just stands out behind his building at work, like a Victorian giving away tickets for TV shows, tickets.
I was actually one time on telly, and it's quite a sad story, because I was in some kind of training camp for musicians, with
Right.
all the celebrities in Germany has to offer. And there was a camera team just filming the classes and all this. Yeah, I did see
Germany
later on the
camp?
news that... Oh, no, not that... Actually, I saw later on the show, and it was like, oh yeah, they have all the famous celebrities and all this, and actually some guys who also need some kind of training, and then they show actually a picture of me. Which was actually
Oh, are you a
it was quite
musician
embarrassing.
yourself? Patrick, are you a
What?
musician yourself?
I used to play bass guitar for, I don't know, 10 years or something, but
Oh,
then I
cool.
went to university and then lost it afterwards.
Oh. I
Well,
was
the
just
guitar,
going to
you
say.
lost the guitar. Maybe we could have a whip around again.
No, I have still plenty of guitars, but they're still in Germany, and I need a bloody seat in a airplane just to get it over to Ireland. This is the cheapest way.
Oh.
I blame
So
the
it's gonna
euro.
happen.
I blame it for everything. Well, only the other day when I got a flat tire and I had to change my wheel, I looked at my wheel and went, fucking euro.
It's fair enough, we do the
You
same every
obviously have been reading a lot of that.
Bad enough you
Daily Mail
destroyed the
about-
economy, now you're destroying my fucking integrity of my motor vehicle, you bastards.
I can see that subliminal hate coming from the Daily Mail seeping into your hatred there. It's
Do you
coming.
know, do you know what's funny is?
Tell
the-
me
the-
some
the-
facts about Princess Di.
The Daily Mail. The Daily Mail may inspire my hatred, but the irony is I also hate the Daily Mail. It's crazy. I would start reading the Daily Express, but I ain't that fucking low.
It's like a hatred.
Larry, do you remember which specific episode that you attended the recording of Games Master for?
I believe it was Sonic 2 they were doing a challenge for.
How long did it take? How long does a recording of that show take?
Well,
there
for
all day.
That 5-minute section took up the entire morning.
Seriously?
Yeah, I got bored in the end and went home.
How many re-records did they do of it then?
Well, just for that single bit of picking,
Yes.
it took about 2 hours.
Fucking
What?
Yeah.
I
So,
blame the euro.
so Dominic Diamond had to keep reintroducing it.
Yeah, he had to keep randomly picking the same person out of the audience.
And that wasn't easy because he was losing his hair by the second.
Yes.
So by the time they reshot it, he already lost his quaff.
I was the other series as well.
Yeah, but Sonic fucking the way we do stuff mostly is like, you know, press record and off we go, you know. It's like
It's the
when it
future,
comes to
Scott. It's the
TV,
future.
yeah, fucking hell, we've come
Well-
a long way.
Well, Scott, I don't know about you, but I do re-records. No, I don't.
No, you don't.
Professionalism, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, you
So-
got your
I'm
throat.
still, Harry, I'm still very disappointed that when you showed us a picture of you, you're not a
Was das
pantomime
Käse mit
dwarf.
Omelette?
I'm not a pantomime horse.
Dwarf.
All right,
I've not
dwarf,
seen a
because I'm
picture
a
yet.
pantomime horse. I'm the back end of a pantomime horse. Yes.
When they interviewed you on
Pointing, yeah.
ESPN,
Uh-huh.
did you say, "What the fuck are you doing in a football stadium? Can I not be interviewed by Sky?" Because it's ESPN. They have no place in British sports.
I'll tell you something. ESPN didn't use my footage because I was talking about football being like a religion, and that was a little bit too edgy for their tastes, I think.
What the fuck are they doing in a football stadium? Do you know what I mean? Oh, that's terrible.
Right, guys, I'm gonna scoot.
Okay, James. Thank
I
you.
love you,
Bye,
James.
James.
Well
Well
done,
Frankie
people. You've
Goes
got
to
me
Hollywood video.
bored
It's
now.
coming, Dave. Don't you worry.
James, in all seriousness, nice to speak to you again, pal, because it's been a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah, you too, and everybody else. Nice to meet you, Mr. Bundy,
Thank
Junior.
you. Goodbye.
Ted
Take
Bundy.
care.
Can you leave now, please? You're boring me.
Clear
I'm
off,
done
Jimmy.
with Games Master.
I'll
and
say
I'm done with
cheerio
you,
how we
James.
say it in Scotland. Fuck off.
I thought you said, get to fuck, you weird jobby.
So, Larry, what is Dominic Diamond like in real life? Is he exactly the same as he is on the television?
Being a massive penis.
Well, I've never actually spoken to him. Anytime I've managed to get in contact with him, my mum spoke to him. My mum's had a few conversations.
You will look after my boy, won't you?
Well, I was when I was doing an audition for Games Master years ago in the second series, and she ended up speaking to him most of the time, and I didn't. So I've never actually. Yes, I have. I've spoke to him on the Games Animal forums, and he got all pissy because there's a rumor going around that they're going to bring back Games Master, and Violet Balloon was going to present it, and he got really, really angry about it.
That's how it
Violet
should be.
Berlin. Good
This is about
lord.
5 years ago, yeah.
And is he still angry about it? Such
I
is
don't
the
know.
state of his failed career.
Well, Harry would ask him, but I think he's banned from his YouTube channel.
What
I
about
could
Andy
never
Crane?
Does he have a YouTube channel? Oh, why am I
Yes, he
talking up
does.
here?
He does. Look it up.
It's not gaming related, but I did one day because
Why would Dominic Diamond have
Because-
a YouTube channel that's not gaming related?
Harry Yack's a bit of a tool, and I said to him, "Why don't you go onto his YouTube channel and put a random comment and just put one thing, Dave Perry." Then all of a sudden the comments are disabled on that certain video. I was like, "Wow, you should have fucking listened to me."
And that's why Dominic Diamond
Hello.
is never going to come onto this stream.
Why are people so angry about their TV shows from the 90s? I don't understand.
Because we can't let it go.
And I do have to admit that Games World was far better than Games Master.
It was.
I
Which
think
was the one with the bird? With blonde hair?
With the bird with
What?
blonde hair.
oh, that was bad influence.
Bad influence.
That's
Yeah.
Violet Berlin.
They also had the
She made me feel funny, but it was pre-puberty, so I didn't know why.
they also had the one with the three girls, and that was Bits, wasn't it?
Bits.
Yeah, I remember watching that quite a bit.
It made me get the sticky wee wee.
They should have totally fucking got Terry Mallet on a game show. They should have made like the Whack-A-Day of games. That would have been amazing.
Whack off a day.
Oh, whack-a-day. hey, do you remember the twins from Funhouse, Dave?
Oh, Bundy
There you go.
Price, you fucking won.
Yeah, you
Oh yeah.
can't see them, but
Real crazy show where anything will go.
do you think anyone actually said to Pat Sharp before he went on?
Cut your
Seriously,
fucking
dude,
hair.
I know this is the 90s, but
He did. He had short hair for a while, didn't he? Towards the end.
Yes. Yeah.
Still wearing fucking jumpers from like
I heard
fucking
that
20
every
Christmases
time he
ago.
cut
I'm
his
still
hair,
trying to
the minute
find
it
the
passed
advert.
midnight, it just grew back.
He done an advert about 10 years ago advertising family clones on Sky. I'm still trying to find it.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
You know those Nintendo 64 shaped ones?
Yeah.
How are those?
Trying to advertise them.
How are those things legal?
Well, because they're not legal, just Nintendo can't be asked to sue everybody because there's so many of their bloody things. Isn't there?
That's the best marketing device ever, isn't it? You know that you've reached a new low in your sort of manufacturing career when Nintendo were too lazy to sue you for ripping
And at
them
the
off.
back of the box, it just says, "Meh, fuck it."
They should stick one in a box of Frosties for a freebie.
Adjusting it's impossible to track every copy of an NES.
Do you know? Do you know what the best story ever was? The Star Wars Holiday Special. Who's seen it?
I've got it.
I have.
I've got it on DVD. How sad is that? I hate it, but I own it on
Oh
DVD.
yeah, it's sad. That's very
Is
sad.
it a proper DVD then?
Well,
Or is it just...
for those of you who are watching in copyright land, of course it's a real DVD.
No, you know what I mean.
I didn't buy it from a market or anything,
It's
Governor.
not like a third-rate Betamax copy that's been copied.
Well, it's not as if George
Well,
wants to make
it's
any money
it's
out
as
of it.
close. It's a DVD that's as close as you can get to VHS quality, I would say.
It
But
makes
the
me
best
want to just rip out my eyes.
I like the bit where Carrie Fisher's clearly on cocaine in it, which is like
Although-
this. Happy
although
Life
it
Day,
is-
motherfuckers!
It is the very first appearance of Boba Fett is on that.
Yeah,
In cartoon form.
that's the best bit. The fucking.
Yeah, that cartoon's great.
But no, I just like the story that Lucas said. If he had the time, and he was so specific with his anger, he goes, "If I had the time, I would fly around the world with a hammer and destroy every VHS copy." I'm like, well, I tell you what, why
Well,
don't
you have
you
the
not
money.
float the business to Disney, and you would.
I'm sorry to interrupt you here, but we have a really good question, I think.
we have a really good question.
Yes, we have.
I'm sorry, apparently I've stumbled into the wrong live feed.
Yes, yeah. It's a slightly above average question, let's say.
It's already watering it down.
Do you think we should return to the gold standard, or should we...
It's
Crown
from,
standard.
it's from Jesus is the Tree of Life, and he says, anybody else get depressed walking around places like Butlins and seeing no retro games? It messes me up.
Now,
about-
I'm glad to
Nope.
know that the Western Pier, Dave, has got retro gaming in it. Has got arcade cabs. The new one.
Well, I bloody hope so, because the old one did before I started the fire.
Yeah, no, it does, because for me, when I was a kid, I used to play Joe and Mac at a little caravan park in Linton, and there was Joe and Mac, there was
Linton
WWF,
and Linmouth, and that
WrestleMania.
amazing lift.
That's right.
Amazing lift.
And that's all I played
Goes
for
left
the
and
week that I
right,
was
it's
there.
up and down.
Yeah.
Do you know what made me laugh? Made me laugh. It sounds hot. This statement's going to sound so bad. Do you know what made me laugh after the Western Pier burned down?
There was a disabled person there.
Arson
The
jokes.
front of the pier was still open, right? So you had like 4 shops on the front
That's
of
right,
the pier.
yeah.
And it was just kind of like, who are you welcoming? And what are you welcoming them to? Come and look at some charcoal. I thought that was. I'm glad they survived. Don't get me wrong. I'm very glad they survived. Their businesses, continued and so forth and so on. But I just kind of thought it's like advertising death. Do you know what I mean?
The world's
It's like-
longest carbonated beer.
Yeah.
It's like a suicide death spot.
Yeah, it's like fucking Die Hard. Welcome to the Nakatomi. Please enjoy your terrorist experience.
The Clifton Suspension Bridge is the suicide hotspot of Bristol, have you know?
It was in.
Back on a fucking suicide again.
Yes.
There's a reward for you if you go and find it. There's actually a video on my website, on my YouTube. I don't have a website. I'm too fucking lazy. That's
Website.
work. On my YouTube channel, where I'm on the Clifton Suspension Bridge when there is a jumper.
Nice.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Nice.
I
Did you
have to
catch
cross
them
the
killing
Thames.
themselves?
Did
I
you
was
ask him to
on
do a
the
video
bridge.
saying sexy biscuits?
That would be brilliant, wouldn't it? Dud.
Splash.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you got it wrong. Can you do another one? Oh, never mind.
Oh.
There we go.
Don't reshoot that.
It was
Hey,
really,
you gotta
it was
reshoot that.
really-
Oh, never mind.
It was a really odd, surreal experience because when I walked onto bridge, everything was normal. But then when I tried to leave said bridge, there was ticker tape and everything, and the old bill were everywhere. And I felt like I'd somehow stumbled across a crime scene and I shouldn't be there. But the really, really disturbing thing was when I walked around the corner to go up to where my car was parked. They're fucking Bristolians. I mean, I'm Bristolian, so I can say that. But this is the most soul-destroying thing I ever heard. There was like
watching
an
the video
8-year-old
now.
girl stood next to her dad, and she said, "Jump!" And I thought, wow,
That's
you have no
fucking
soul. And then I pushed her off the cliff.
Fuck you.
Well, in response to Jesus is the Tree of Life's question,
Oh, I forgot about that.
if anybody went to the first Play Expo in Blackpool, that actually was held at Norbreck Castle, which is either a Butlins or a Pontins, if I remember correctly. And it's going to be held there again in May next year.
Butlins and Pontins had a fight. Who do you think would win? That's my question.
Ooh.
The red, who's got the red coats? They'd win because they could kill
Yeah,
the rest
but
off with all their
Pontins have got a
STIs.
crocodile.
No, that's Haven. Oh no,
Is it?
Haven's
That's
the
a tiger.
isn't it? Yes.
Yeah. Fonty's a crocodile. Butlins is a bear, is it? I don't fucking know.
The fuck I know.
Well, who knows?
Button's other mask.
Nobody
Who says
got
Heidi High?
They got Sue Pollard,
Oh,
which
no,
is
not
more
that
than a
man.
match for any man.
That's career suicide. If you put Sue Pollard in your amusement park, no one's going to come.
I remember I went to Butlins in Bognor as a kid, and they're the only place in Britain that had a pneumatic
Street Fighter.
Chase HQ.
Oh, because the Butlins in Minehead had pneumatic Street Fighter, but
No, so you can ride it. It's an actual car you can sit in. They only ever made 5.
oh my god,
And
they
they're
should
worth
bring
about
that back.
No, they made 5, and you could buy them now for £500,000.
Seriously?
Can we have Whipper in and get me one?
Was one of those on Games Master once?
No, you're thinking of Ridge Racer.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, there's a Ridge Race, wasn't there?
That was in Harrow, that was.
They had the Butlins I went to had the Street Fighter where you had to punch the button as hard as you could to get more power on the screen.
Supersonic
Yeah, I
Blast
remember
Man.
that, yeah.
And I just remember thinking, dude, your Butlins in Minehead, you're next to 4 pubs. This is not going to end well.
Yeah, this ended up being a fucking handbreaker.
That car that was on Games Master, some drug addict tried to steal it. He tried to...
What?
He tried to boost it. He got in the thing and tried putting his wires underneath, and he didn't realise they just controls to the steering to the game. And he was trying to boost it and steal the car out.
Did he wonder why there were all empty cups of coffee on the side and burnt cigarette burns?
Big boy barrier there. That's why.
So that's very boissy of me.
All right,
Check it out, right? This I
Jetzt
shouldn't.
muss ich so machen, sonst drückt das ohne Ende.
Fucking annoying. You know when you lend a DVD to someone and you forgot that you lent it to them, then you finally get it back, right? My beloved Only Fools and Horses box set. Someone returned it to me, and I hate this. And they will have revenge for this. Well, I will have
Put the
revenge
wrong
upon them.
disc in the wrong case.
No, there's a disc missing. And you know what they said? That little chestnut. Bearing in mind that's a fucking 60-quid box set, which isn't even the point. You don't fucking,
Oh, well, it's not like
defile-
you watch it anyway.
You don't defile Only Fools and
It's on
Horses.
BBC every 5 minutes, anyhow.
Well, they didn't return it with the disc, and their excuse was, wasn't in there when you gave it to me.
Bullshit.
Oh, I think it was there. Sugar tits, I think it was.
I think it'd be a really good idea if, for like Arkham, whatever it's called now, Arkham Origins, they should do a skit of Del Boy in his Batman suit. That'd be ace. I'd love to see that.
25.
Did
November.
you ever play the game where you could play as loads of different people pretending to be Batman or Joker, and it's an FPS?
Yeah,
Got 50 imposters.
that's it, yeah.
That's it.
Fucking
Yeah,
ass clowns.
that was quite funny.
Yeah, I love that game. The problem is it was balked or shit on the PC.
Yeah, it's one gimmick wore off after 3 or 4 games, but it was fun while those 3 or 4 games played.
Yeah, it's turned into another Call of Yawnfest.
I'm looking it up right now. I wish to experience.
Well, Call of Yawnfest.
Yeah. No, it was pretty good. It's now free to play on the PC, I think.
I'll be around.
That makes no fuckers playing.
Dave, what did you get for your birthday?
I got
the Padamus package.
Resident
that
Evil
fucking.
2.
Oh, I tell you what, she does do good gifts, mind. She does do.
The international
Good gifts.
blowjob that you got. Come on.
And you know what the funny thing is? After that video, I sat down and I watched the entire 2 seasons. I have official seasons. I have Pete and Pete, and the third one may be Hooky, but I watched that as well. Because I'm out there, strongest man in the world. Which is wasted on anyone who's never seen Pete and Pete. And if you haven't seen Pete and Pete, you need to
Nope.
sort your fucking life out.
So what did you get?
The rest of it was
Apart from
money,
that.
and I've already spent it.
Oh, boo.
I don't know. I like
N64
money.
games?
I got. Actually, that's what I spent the money on.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And I love my expansion pack. It's lovely and delicious, and it makes things look good.
Yeah, it does.
I
It makes a
want
big
one.
difference.
You know that one. The thing is, though, I'm pretty sure.
I haven't got a fucking pad yet. The pad I bought with it doesn't fucking work.
Just stroke at the console and hope it makes a difference.
I just put Banjo-Kazooie on and just stare at it while it flashes no controller.
I could send you a pad, but it's my broken one, so...
Yeah,
I've
got a spare pad, Rich, if you want one. It's third party, but you can have it.
Oh, thank you very much, Chris.
Is it the one that looks like a GameCube pad? Because I want one of those, because I want my analog stick on the left.
It's orange and more pointy.
They're the hoary... Those ones that look like a GameCube pad, they're the ones done by Hori. And
I thought you were having a pop at them, like Hori fucking control pads.
No, they're not done by Mad Cats. No, they're done by the joystick makers, Hori.
Because I want one, just because I don't like this analog stick in the middle shit. Yeah. Someone who, loves... I think the Xbox pad's pretty much, the 360 pad's pretty much the best pad ever. So,
do you like it?
Why would you put an analog stick in the middle? What's wrong with you, Nintendo? Granted, there were no other analog pads at the time. That's no excuse.
That's why I gave my N64 away, because...
What?
I could not get on with it. It's just the controller, I just can't handle it anymore. Before, it was fine, but now it's like,
Scott, we can no longer be online friends.
What?
We have a guest for you, Scott. We're going to reunite you online with
no longer best buds, man.
You used to be cool, man.
You changed, man. You changed.
But let's be honest.
Think about Nam, man. Think about Nam.
But that's the best controller right there. Fuck the N64 controller. Thank you very much.
That's not a pet.
The old TurboGrafx one.
It's very grey, isn't it, that one? I still have my American one. It's a true story. Do you know my American TurboGrafx that died is actually buried in the garden?
You buried it?
Yeah, I thought I should show it some respect. So
Did you film that? Did you film that?
No,
Did you get a double bun salute as well?
The first thing is, how bad is this to show my TurboGrafx, my American TurboGrafx, when it died? Because this is before importing. I actually bought it when I was in the States, and then found a bloke in a dodgy Lecky shop to mod it to RF for me. And so when it died, I thought I should show it some respect, so I buried it next to my dog. Look, it's so horrible to say. If I dug them both up now, which one do you think still looks better?
Sometimes that is better.
So yeah, my TurboGrafx, you have Lady on the left, and you have Dave's TurboGrafx on the right.
At least Lady has something to play on in the afterlife.
Yeah.
I'm sure dogs can play TurboGrafx in heaven.
Well, that reminds me. My grand's dog once played a video game. This is a story I've never told before. We were playing. Right, listen. Me and my brother were playing. Me and my brother were playing Super Mario Kart, and he went to the toilet, right? And the dog.
On the cart in the room.
Yes, because we used to play in the toilet, you see. And anyway, he went to the toilet, and the grand's dog came over and sat on the pad, and I'm not lying. It made the character accelerate. Unpaused. Made the character accelerate. And when my brother came down, he didn't believe me, and I wonder why.
Just want to know why his button smelled of shit.
Did you wash the pad before you played it again?
No, it was a
dog's ass.
It was a cruel prank. So that's my story about the time that my grand's dog, Thomas, played a video.
It's funny because your dog had a person's name. Dogs should have dogs' names.
I didn't give it that name. My gran did.
My friend used to have a cat called Steve.
I used to have a budgie called Pterodactyl.
What was his name? Tiddles.
Yes.
In my defense, though, my budgie's name was... My dad gave it the name. And when you're 4, you can't really argue with the naming convention of pets. But as an adult, I look at it and just go, Dad, it wasn't funny. Seriously. I get what you did there, calling him Pterodactyl because he had wings. But, yeah, it doesn't work. And then when we got our next budgie, my dad let him out the window.
Budgie?
I have
a wonderful story about the day I met one of video games' premier celebrities.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I remember it well.
We've never met.
But Rich meeting me at Play Expo.
No. You know. He's even better than you, Chris.
Yes.
In 1994, I think it was, I took a trip to Alton Towers and had a lot of fun. And I was right near the ghost house, and I looked across, and standing there signing autographs was none other than the greatest of all presenters of video game related shows, Andy Crane.
Oh,
And
did he have that amazing pattern still?
he did, and he stood there looking really lonely because no one knew who the fuck he was, apart from me, because I quite liked him. But it was
he
so
missing his natural environment, which was the broom cupboard?
Did you go up to him and say, "Oh, Dominic Diamond, I loved you in Games Master"?
Fuck me, Philip Schofield, you got old.
And I've still got the autograph, and it says "A magical memory from a magical day," and a little picture of Andy Crane going.
Creepy.
You should get a picture of that for next week.
I have got it somewhere.
Operation U-Tree circling.
Come into my broom cupboard and I will give you a magical experience from
Come
a magical
into my
day.
house of horrors.
I went to Wizard Safari Park once and met Terry Nutkins, and he's a right.
Oh,
Oh, did you look at his hand and go, "Must have really hurt when the otter bit that off"?
Yeah, I know he's a reasonable cunt in real life.
I'm not surprised.
But now he's dead, and that'll teach him.
I'd like to go up to Terry Nutkins and just go, "Do the animal voices like the other bloke does on that show who's also dead."
I'm gonna say, why do you look like an anorexic Hulk Hogan?
with thicker bodied hair.
Now, if it's Michaela Strachan, then you're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah! Oh yeah, Michaela Strachan! Dig it!
Wrestling fronts and Michaela Strachan.
Rich, if it were Bob Mills, would you have got his autograph?
No.
Nope.
Because as we learned last week, no one likes Bob Mills.
No, that wasn't Bob Mills, that was Rick Henderson.
No, you got to remember, I don't like Bob Mills. I can't
Oh,
stand him.
what happened last week?
Right, Rob Nathan was on last week, who played Electric Eddie.
Explosive.
He played Electric Eddie in Games World, and he commented that Rick Henderson really hated him for some reason. And we're trying to figure out why he hated him so much.
It sounded like a cockface. Not Electric Eddie, but Rick Henderson.
Wanker, yeah. No, but Rick, not
Yeah.
Electric Boy, because he was cool.
He was lovely.
I've just cheapened him there. Electric Boy, I do apologise. I will try and remember your name next week.
And he was asking for you, Larry, and he looked really disappointed when you didn't turn up.
Oh,
As
well,
we all were.
Well, I was too busy being in hospital yesterday.
Well, that's a pure poor excuse, to be honest.
You selfish bat.
Yes.
She's a line from the A&E.
How serious though? I do hope it wasn't too, life-threatening. And did you all continue to nurture tinterwebs with us?
It's no, it's alright.
That's as close as I get to a compliment. Sorry.
Oh, thank you. No, I've been suffering from nosebleeds lately. I had some really massive ones last week.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's what
Not
that's
nice.
what it's about. And I was trying to get them stopped.
That's why he's not on camera, people.
That'll teach you to put a rubber on it.
So yeah, no, I just went around looking like I've been just going around murdering people for weeks, freaking everybody out.
Have one in a live stream, not this.
You want to be careful. People will say that video games did that to you.
Oh,
You can walk down the street and you'll go, "Hey, that looks a lot like Larry Bundy Jr., but with a nosebleed."
I had that once. Have you ever been recognised in real life?
Once in a petrol station, and it was very embarrassing because why you would recognise me, I don't know. And someone said, "You're Lawnboys Post 1975," and I think I said, "Oh, yes," and then ran away. I'd imagine it's
Play
more of a problem
Expo.
for you.
A few people came up, but I was kind of expecting to meet people who did watch YouTube a lot. So quite a few people did say, "Oh, you're that guy who got tattooed."
Oh, I recognised you.
Yeah, well, I didn't recognise you.
I know, because nobody knows what I look like.
I know what you look like.
I know what you look like.
ESPN
Not like
styling.
I thought you looked like.
Not until the
No,
sex
no, I
changes.
thought you looked like. I thought you'd be more broad set and northern.
Hey up! What's going on here?
Part of me, my dream died when I realised it. I wanted you to look like Rodney from Only Fools and Horses.
Well,
I don't know, the voice just seemed...
I apologise for shattering the illusion, but that's the very reason why I don't reveal my identity. And also, I'm an international superhero. I'm Yack Man.
I have to say quickly, Guru quickly? Well, I mean, I got to get water. Guru Larry, tell us about when you got recognised.
Yes.
Your most embarrassing cringeworthy
Well, it
one.
was
The
actually
one where
that
you
week
wish...
I was on. It was that week when I was on Games World. The shows I was putting up on YouTube. I was actually went on holiday that week, so I had to record it by, putting the timer on the thing. And I went into some arcade, I was playing like a hang-on type game, and there's this kid stand behind me laughing at me, going, "Hey, look at the fat kid riding the thing." I turned around and stared at them. They looked like I just pulled a gun on them. They were absolutely shocked, and they just walked out really slowly. I mean, I didn't give them a dirty look or anything. They just looked up in horror. I turned around and, oh God, it's him.
Son, what's wrong? Why are you upset? Bloke from Teddy Death stared me after.
I didn't even do that though. And there was another time when I was on head-to-head and that, and some kid recognised me in Hastings, and all he'd done is stand still with his mouth wide open and point at me. Like a face and a body snatches.
Larry, is that because they used to repeat those head-to-head episodes ad infinitum on the children's channel?
Oh, they did, yeah. I was on more episodes than anybody else as well, so that's good.
Have you ever been recognised for your YouTube channels? Sorry, I'll learn to talk in a minute. That was really stunted.
I haven't, no. I don't think I have. I don't think I have.
Fuck does that not recognise you? When I got recognised in a fucking petrol station with overpriced fuel on the way to Bristol Airport.
My friend Wes, he couldn't go into a local game station because the guy there recognised him straight away and he kept asking him questions. And most of the questions is, how's Larry? What's Larry like? He turned around and go, what the fuck, you think we're Siamese twins or something?
Does he wear Hawaiian shirts in real life?
Well, the way you get around that, every time he asks, oh, how's Larry? I don't like him. Complete toss-up. Now be it, he would ask you again.
Yeah, no, he got a bit annoyed about him asking that.
You should walk around, right, just because I think it would be funny, but, you know, just to replicate YouTube, you should walk around with adverts in real life.
Go to my YouTube channel. I'm Larry Bundy Jr.
I know some people walk around with their YouTube name on their t-shirts in real life.
Oh, yes.
I gave mine away.
Do that, Dave?
That's a one of a kind. How dare you show some bloody respect to said t-shirt?
I've got business cards for the 16-bit brothers.
You know what? They got business cards.
I have one of those over here. One up at Play Expo.
I see. The thing is, though, I don't mind giving you the T-shirt because I've moved on and it's not relevant anymore. Because I think whatever new T-shirt, if I ever make one, which I won't, because you know, why would I? I'm not famous. Would have sexy biscuits on it.
Patrick.
It would have sexy biscuits.
Patrick.
That's what we talked about originally.
Your microphone. Sorry.
I says it post sexy biscuits and they become sexy biscuits.
Yeah, that's my timeline.
Your microphone is slightly too close to your mouth. We can hear you easy.
Pre-sexy biscuits, after sexy biscuits. That's how you can do.
Thank you.
Talk about my channel. Hey, I remember that Lawn Boy's post when he was pre-sexy biscuits. He's not so good now. He's past sexy biscuits.
That's foggy biscuits on there.
Yeah. Although someone did send me, because I'm sure you've got fucking loads of trolls. Not because you're horrible, because you're lovely, and that's what.
No, I don't have any trolls.
I've got fucking loads of them, but in my defence, that's because I antagonise them.
Okay, nobody gives a shit about me, I'm afraid. They never recognise me in real life.
We all give a shit about you, Harry.
I do.
I don't.
Yes.
We care.
Hug.
I'm
Someone PM me
sure I will after I've
tried
watched
too
a few
hard
of
to
your
have a
videos.
catchphrase, and I went, I don't have a catchphrase. Go, yeah, you do. I shouldn't convey with trolls. I know. I can't help myself. I did call them a cunt, then block them, but there you go. You try too hard to, you know, have a catchphrase. I went, no, I don't have a catchphrase. Go, yeah, you're shoving sexy biscuits down people's throats. I think, you know, when you know that you can recognise a troll's many spam accounts because they don't hide them very well, and I go, why don't you just go back through my fucking videos? I don't know what sexy biscuits was. It just popped out in fucking gameplays 5 times, so I thought it'd be funny to stick it in front of a 3DO at the start of my video. That's all there is to it. Stop reading too deeply into it. And then I called him a cunt and blocked him.
Well, I think all of that as well is that when you did bring it out, the comments below on that video fucking just caught fire because everyone's fucking going on about it. Like, haha, sexy biscuits, and yeah, that's how it started.
That's a very good question. What is the most negative comment everybody's ever had on their videos?
Oh, easy. I'm ignorant of horses.
Ignorant of horses?
That's the best comment. You need that on a fucking t-shirt.
Come on, guys, you already heard this one. I fucking did a Pepper Funnel gameplay when I first started my channel because I was just playing bad games. I
wish I was ignorant of horses.
Yeah, I was just playing bad games just to piss myself off and record it for love and profit. And, well, not much profit, but it was for fun anyway. And this fucking woman from out of nowhere, some horse jerker or what the fuck she was, anyway, She's like, "Oh, you're ignorant
I
of
guess
horses."
she wasn't ignorant of
Oh,
horses.
you're very ignorant of horses, you know. I was like, well, where? No fucking shit.
That's
Look
I've
at my
eaten enough of them in my
videos. Gaming
fingers
channel.
lasagna, thank you very much.
Fuck's sake.
Sorry, Larry, what was
My
that?
lovely horse.
I said I've eaten enough of them in my Findus lasagna.
My best one was, oh, so it was you that ate all the pies, which was wonderful.
Sorry.
Very, very creative.
I don't. Yeah, stuff like that I don't take too seriously. It's
No,
a bit
no,
difficult
fucking-
to when you do
Fucking stupid.
a live stream called Two Fat Bastards. When people say you're fat, yeah, I am.
You get quite a lot.
You
get
sort of
quite a
open
lot
that
of-
door, haven't you?
You get quite a lot of trolls on the Two Fat Bastards stream, don't you?
We-
Because I've
yeah, we
seen
love
them.
it. Because they try and get in, and then
I like the
we
fact that you call
include them.
yourself Two Fat Bastards, so they somehow think that they're going to offend you by referencing it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do know what you mean. And they say, "Oh, you're fat," and then we're like, "Yeah, we are." And then
It's in
the
the
same
title.
guys
Duh.
come back every single week. And now, after two or three times of doing it, they love it.
Stop.
They always come back.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Do you know what I love
Absolutely.
about? I've said it before, but do you know what I love about thumbs down? And I don't think people who, you know, I don't think it should exist. I think it's a stupid tool anyway. But what I love about thumbs down is when someone religiously follows you around, never watches your video, but just clicks on it and thumb it down, and it's like, I think you might be the one of us who has the problem, and not me.
Yeah.
Only
I
one
actually
of you.
got marked down for had no or 0 views on my videos.
How did you?
I don't know how it's
Yeah, you
possible,
said
but I got
that.
first marked down, jumped down before somebody dared to watch my video.
I got one being called a yokel because I was swearing. That was done by Jack, and his videos
Oh,
are
he's a
so.
cockhead anyway.
And then he has the audacity to have videos where he has the most cheesiest fucking England football fight music you ever think of on his fucking bland ass videos.
I quite like
And-
those videos.
He give me shit for fucking swearing on a fucking
Yeah.
video. Like, go
Obviously,
fuck
he doesn't know you very well.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I
He called
got
me-
Shot. That's
But the
his
thing
job.
is, he called me a yokel. And I was like, that
Yeah.
made me laugh because the last time I heard yokel was I was called that while I was playing fucking GTA 4.
By a 12-year-old.
I got told off swearing on Xbox Live once. Somebody goes, "Do you mind? This is a Christian room."
I got told off. Seriously, I got told
What
off
were you
by
playing, Call of
someone's
Duty?
mum on Xbox Live. I
The
was
church-
playing Call of Duty World at War, and some
Good game.
I'm gonna go there. Some American kid. Sorry, America. Not saying you're all like this, but this guy was particularly fucking annoying. He was giving me all these, dropping F-bombs and shit like this and having a go at me. So I
Sweet.
tore his fucking head off. Then all of a sudden there was a brushing noise, like a and his mum had a go at me for swearing at her 12-year-old child on Xbox Live.
I've
What
had
was the
one.
game?
World at War.
Is that an
And,
18 certificate game?
Yeah.
Yep.
But I
There
didn't
you
get
go.
the thing is, I could have come back and said something, but do you know what happens? I regressed to being a child and just stood there and like felt like I took a Victorian peak cap off and just went, "Sorry, ma'am, it won't happen again, ma'am. I do apologise, ma'am." And yeah, it was just I've been told off on Xbox Live by someone's mum, and as you said, mate, like it should have been. Hang on, who you fucking telling off? You 12-year-old kids fucking
I
dropping
had that on
F-bombs.
Gears of War. On the original Gears of War, you know, I love getting my head shot off from fucking round corners on that game, or whatever. And I was in a match, and it was all team deathmatch, so you had to put up with other fucking incompetent morons as well, just not my own as well. And this one kid, this squeaker would not shut the fuck up, just scream. I was like, "Shut up, you little fucking prick!" And yeah. The whole family, the dad wasn't too pleased about it, and I said, "Well, what do you expect? You're letting
He
your
was a
kid play an
minister.
18. You're playing an 18-rated game, and your fucking kid is a squeaker. Now, fuck off." He didn't like that.
Oh, you
And then he
started
looked at
calling
his
it.
kid and he
Yeah,
said,
million
"Son,
views now.
he does have a point."
I done a joke once. There was a bunch of blokes having a go at this kid, and they're going, "Oh, isn't it time for your bed yet, little boy?" And I turned around and said, "Do you mind? I'm trying to groom him here."
I think my favourite game at the moment to troll people with is probably fucking GTA 5. Just getting a cargo bob and picking up their fucking cars and then just putting them somewhere else for the fuck of it. Just always makes me
When you
laugh.
pick that one, they're in it.
Huh?
Can you pick up when they're...
No, I wait for them to park up, they move away and do something, then I grab the car, and then move it to the other side of the map and just drop it.
You'll put it on top of a skyscraper.
Not just ignorant of horses, but a thief as well.
I just wait from the car, because it's funny just to pick them up, but if you drop them and they explode, you get a bad rap, and you don't want to do that, so I just pick it up and move it, and then they can't find them.
Evil genius, that's your superpower. Nah. That's what you do if you had a mustache, by the way.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm tying women to train tracks.
Yeah. Awkward pause.
Or having a postal moment.
I'm going for some water.
Or having a postal moment when some fucker, I go and buy some new threads for my, gangster, you gotta make him look fresh and fly and all those fucking other shitty words they fucking associate with looking good. And next thing you know, some pricks nicked my fucking car. So I sort of start seeing red. I don't know why. And I started, you fucking
You were looking
dick.
at the wall behind you. So.
Well, no, I see someone driving off in my virtual car, and I was straight away fucking pissed off. I'm like, right, I'll
Stop my
find that
virtual
fucker.
car. That cost me literally
I
nothing.
followed
but I'm
him
still
for
quite
half an hour. I found him in the airport in Los Santos, and
I love your conviction.
I tore him a new asshole for I don't know, half an hour. He just kept getting respawned because they only respawn 200 yards from you. So I'd run around and fucking cap him again. I just kept killing him, and in the end, I think he quit.
Don't
I was like,
you nick Scott's car?
And I finally got my car back. I'm driving through the game, and I thought, what the fuck happened there? I lost it. I was just like, oh, you fucking prick.
Scott,
virtual stolen car rage.
you should have got your mother to tell him off.
When you level up, you can buy a bomb for your car. So if somebody nicks it, you can set it off.
Yeah, I've only got the ignition bomb at the moment because I'm only level 30 odd, so no, I can't do that yet. But when I get the other one, yeah, as soon as someone nicks my car, I'm like, right, you fucker, bang! That'll be sweet.
You won't be doing that again in our car.
I don't know why I just lost it when I saw that. Like, right, you fucking dick. That game just is evil because it's like Skyrim. You look at something, and next thing you know, 3 hours have passed because you've just done some random thing.
Yeah.
You're not following any missions or anything like that. You just gone off on one.
Do you get really tense when there's somebody you don't know goes near you on the map?
Yeah, I get fucking tense.
Yeah, you don't
trust anybody.
No, it's like DayZ, isn't it?
Even people that I've played games with for years on my friends list, even when they get near me, I fucking shoot them. Like, what are you doing? It's like, can't help it.
Sorry.
You come near me, you're getting shot.
That's the reason why my wife don't want to play with me.
Just shoot
What
her.
about the game? Sorry. I couldn't help it.
It's okay.
Look, check it out, right? I'm hiding my legs from snipers.
I fucking did that.
No,
with Michael as well.
How many snipers do you have in your apartment?
Quite a lot. They're everywhere. Why do you think it took me so long to get a glass of water? Someone
These are
the other
friendly
day,
snipers.
when I was at college, actually said to me, because I was wearing, and I didn't realise, I don't fucking have any dress sense, I openly admit that, and I'm quite proud of it, but I was wearing my camo fucking baseball cap and these camo pants, and someone said, are you in the army? I went,
You always get that.
what are you, fucking 12?
dumbass.
Well, no, I just turned around and just said, no, I'm hiding my head and legs from snipers. What's your excuse for dressing like a retard?
That's the greatest comeback ever.
Hey!
What was that?
I have, it is, I'm quite... I'll tell you what the best comeback ever was, but I felt a little bit bad about it, but I didn't. I wanted to high-five myself. But I was at a job, when I was at my last IT job, and I was leaning over a computer trying to, sort the back of the case out and shit like this, and someone goes, Wadey, you haven't got an ass, because I don't have an ass. To which I turned around, because it was a girl, and I said, well, that's all right, because you got enough for both of us, so can you lend me some of yours?
And you got sacked.
No, but I got a huge round of raucous laughter, and everyone was, whoa, and she didn't like it, and she went red in the face, to which I said to her, well, don't fucking shoot your mouth off, you fucking idiot. And you do have a massive ass. And I would like some of it, because I don't have an ass. And I don't find you, and this is the best way to insult people, and I don't find you attractive in any way whatsoever. But you do have nice tits. So.
Trying to redeem it. What's this?
At least you make the point.
Disco time. Oh, Stu's here.
Like that one.
Someone's mogwai's just been neutered.
What was that, Stu? What? Oh, for Stu there. No.
It was a joke.
Nerd.
You know, because Stu is a DJ and he
It's
plays
funny,
music.
but when you said that, do you know the first thing I did was I looked at the bottom of the screen like, is he? Where is he? I can't see an icon.
He's actually DJing this evening. We said that right at the top of the show, but basically there was only about 2 people here.
Is he a superstar DJ?
Yeah, by now we're trying to wind
Here we go.
fucking Shaq Fu again.
Yes. Did you see the picture that I posted?
Yes,
Oh,
he
I
needs
can
to
get-
let that go.
I can get the picture up right now, actually.
Get it up for us, Harry.
Why do you love that game so much? I do not know.
Say something while I get it up.
Something.
Work it.
Again.
Yeah, you beat me to it.
Questions,
Yeah.
audience
Yeah.
now.
Don't worry, I'm sure they're all that shape and size.
So big. So
There we go.
large.
Shaq Stew with his copy.
That is a black screen.
I love the black screen.
It's
I
a
can
lovely.
assure you,
Now white
it must be
There.
loading.
Hey!
There he is with his.
Look how happy he is.
He looks happier ever when he won that Saturn.
He really loves that game, doesn't he?
Why does he like that game? I will
I
say
don't
this to you when
fucking
you're on
know.
next week. And I have said it to you prior,
To be
Stu.
fair, I
Why
don't.
do you like that game?
I think he's just got a bit out of hand. I think he's just said, "Well, I don't think it's as bad as everybody makes out." But now he said, "You love Shaq Fu. You want to marry
This is the
Shaq Fu."
fucking moment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
to be
doing it. He's doing it. Trying
I
to
have
wind
to
me
say,
up. and it's not
You want to
working.
shag Fu.
He keeps linking me fucking like conversations he has with the owner of ShaqFu.com or whatever. He's like, "Oh, I'm trying to buy the website." I was like, "I really
Is
don't
he?
care."
Is he?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
do.
yeah.
I'm interested in this. Tell him to forward the emails to me.
I would
No.
like to say, he does have very good hair in that picture.
Oh,
Oh, we can see Larry now.
Well,
yeah, it's all
I'm
working.
picture in picture, and it's actually I'm using a capture
Oh, Larry!
model thing. Hello. I'm very small though. If I do that, it
He's
might
a
work.
small. Oh, there you
Yay.
go.
That's the close.
Big
that'll
enough
work.
stature.
No, I can't see me. I can't see anyone else now.
You can't?
No.
Awkward.
It's awkward. Yes. I
There's me.
And actually,
And then he left. And
I'm
we
still here.
the
At least we saw it one time.
the brief screenshot
Hang
that
on,
we
hang
saw
on.
there,
It's made by Ocean. Oh my god, Ocean were fucking ninjas. What the fuck is that? I didn't realise Ocean made Shaq Fu.
They used to they had the licenses to all of the EA games. They done the things like Desert Strike.
Oh, so they didn't make it. Whew. They just.
It was a
released
big name and they bought a big name.
they published it, and that's bad
Well, they
enough.
own the rights. They own the publishing rights to EA games in the UK.
Ocean should just make Chase HQ again, and then the world is a better place on the spectrum, of course.
I don't know. They fucked up with Chase HQ too, though, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
yeah, the kid doesn't like Chase
I liked.
HQ either.
Was it Special Criminal Investigation? That was pretty good.
That says Chase HQ too.
I thought it was,
Shit! Shit! My
It's
voice
not.
wavered.
it's not. I was playing that play whatever it was.
Not your
It
girlfriend.
was great fun.
It's fucking terrible on the SNES.
Now, I better thought the arcade with a steering wheel and a little pedal to go fast and shoot things with gun.
Fu.
Let's go, Mr. Driver.
I like it on the PC Engine when the voice cracks really bad. It goes, "This." I think the only bit you can understand in English. It goes, "This is Nancy from Chase HQ."
Like the original Street Fighter, where
And
it's
then a dust bunny blows by.
It's a bit like with the Street Fighter on the.
Lads, I will
CD.
just quit to make sure that he's got not field after midnight here. You know, because he's quite active at the moment.
That's
Oh, yeah.
because you haven't given him any gin.
Gin.
This
Not
child is
anymore.
living peacefully.
I just tried to
Child
get
is not.
somebody to get rid of the bottle, to be honest. It's the most awful stuff I ever drank.
What, gin?
Fucking gin.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it is.
I don't know with what to mix it, as it actually has some kind of taste.
Tonic.
Nah, it just makes me want to punch
Gin and
people
tonics are
out.
lovely. I like a good gin and tonic.
Dave, didn't
Mix it with Jack Daniels.
Didn't Ocean do Doom on the SNES?
Sorry?
Didn't Ocean do Doom on the SNES?
Was that Ocean, was it? Oh, I almost took my note.
Oh,
Oh,
somebody has left.
that'll be Pat.
He fed him after midnight. Didn't take his own time.
Here
He's
we
chewed,
go.
yeah, it's like the movie. He's chewed for the cable.
Yeah, it was one of their final things that they did. I'm pretty sure.
Fucking
Oh,
Ocean
God.
boys back in the day. They were fucking amazing.
We have a very,
Yeah.
very close-up of Larry Bundy.
Just had a quick look, and
Hello.
yeah, Ocean did publish Doom for the Super Nintendo, especially in the Power regions anyway.
At least we do know it's you now, Larry, and not some imposter.
Yes, it is me, yeah.
Ocean did, in fact, publish it. And I'm ignorant of horses.
Oh yes, going back to that question, what's the most negative comment that you've received? This isn't the most negative comment that I've received, but it's one that I received recently. And it was on Scott's old channel called 8-Bit Anarchy, which was a community channel where different people...
I don't even go on that fucking channel anymore.
Yeah, and neither did I.
Jesus.
Yeah, and neither did I, but I just randomly went on it a couple of months ago and noticed a comment from about 6 months ago that somebody had put on my video, and it said, "Please shut your mouth."
Well, that was handy.
That's, yeah. Ooh, what a burn.
Well, in response, I said, "What are you, my dentist?"
You should have just clicked the mute button.
I would
Easy.
have just said, I am a yak. Fuck off.
I yak, therefore I am.
Yak off.
Come back.
Hey.
Larry, I have a list of questions here about Games World.
Oh dear.
Oh,
But should
hurry
we-
up. We're
I've
coming
only got
close to the
testing on
10-minute warning. 10-minute warning.
10-minute warning? Why, what's happening?
We're coming close to 3 hours, bud.
No, we're going to keep this running for as long as we can bother.
Well, I thought it was a 3-hour cap.
Should we save these? Oh, Larry wants to go home.
No, what is bloody questions?
Well, I think we're going to save them actually for the commentary
save
that we're going to do. But the main one I wanted to ask you is,
Yes.
was Games World rigged?
Yes. Well, to an extent, they are.
No, sorry, I've just got really bad asthma.
Well, you can see for yourself, there's a couple of things. Well, first of all, they asked me at the end if I could lose the game on purpose to let the girl go through.
Motherfuckers.
Yes, and I auditioned a good 2 times, twice before and got rejected, so they asked us that would fuck off. They didn't offer me anything for it. They said, "No, I'll give you the prize anyway." Anything. But,
I'll take a dive if you're paying.
yeah, that's it. You don't really take a dive for nothing.
Yeah, you fucking butter me up.
Yeah. And the other thing was Martin Mathers got into a strop because I beat him on 1080 snowboarding.
Marshall Mathers, what, you dissed Eminem?
Martin
Oh.
Mathers. No, if you look on the video, you'll see that the joypad changes colour because he complained about the joypad being
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
One of the things about the video is always did so well in these games because they had the games, they got lent them and took them home and that. These games that weren't out for other people and that. But he didn't realise that I bought the game on import. So that's why I was really, really good at it, and it really pissed him off that I was kicking his ass, and he got in a strop and said, "Oh, can we stop this? Can we stop this? The joypad's not working. Can we start again?"
This is no good. I would prefer to play you at a game that I'm better than you at, in the sake of competition.
Well, this is intriguing because last week we had Rob Nathan on, Electric Eddie, and he said he witnessed none of this re-recording and cheating business.
I think
So maybe...
Well, there's a guy. Did you ever see that video on YouTube? That other guy who's won a Games World jacket.
Yes.
He's-
Wingy Gaming.
Yeah, he said that they told him to do a retake of scene twice, didn't they? Because they didn't like how it won. Because the kid complained he lost so much.
Yeah, I was still waiting for
Just
him
slap the
to...
kid and telling the man up.
I was still waiting for him to provide video evidence of this with his VHS tape. Come on, Wingy. I know you're watching this.
Trying to find it, isn't he? So yeah, no, I believe him. I easily believe him because I've been there myself. So.
Yeah.
I'm in there trying to
I wish
make it
I was
so
on a video game program when I was a kid.
But
But no one
what
loved
were
me.
you doing in the 90s then? What were you up to in the 90s? Did you
I
ever
was
apply
studying
to
hard at school.
Criminy. What was I doing in the 90s?
I was importing Japanese consoles so I could be popular at school.
And then burying him in the garden.
Yeah.
And I was on the Really Wild. In my defence, I was on the Really Wild show. Burn. Yeah, I was there.
Did you meet Terry Nutkins then?
Yeah, and his otter bit my finger off as well.
He offered to bit my other finger off, if you know what I mean.
I tell you what, the man's got a lot of love, hasn't he? His otter bit his finger off. Because I don't know about you, but if I had an otter and it bit my finger off the shovel and twang the cunt, but no. Oh, you keep that. Just go and chew it in the corner.
But going back to Games World, Larry, how close?
Actually, no, I'll tell you what I was doing in the 90s. I was arguing voraciously with Amigas that my Mega Drive was better. That's pretty much what I did for quite a large amount of the 90s.
Basically, you're trolling.
Yeah, your Amiga's got this many channels, sound pick, got fucking Mega Drive. Burn, what are you gonna do? Yeah, and I can play foreign games.
And I got a headphone jack.
I don't understand the word though.
Those stupid foreign consoles coming over here and taking the jobs of our British consoles.
Yeah.
I went to Games Master Live. No, it was a Future Entertainment show years ago. I queued up for half an hour to play Alex Kidd's Shinobi World. And
you regret it now.
and I just remember there's some guy bought a Japanese Mega Drive and a copy of Fantasy Star 2, and I was so jealous of him. You know, I really wanted that as well. And in hindsight, he's a fucking idiot because he bought a Japanese RPG. He's got that on a bloody word.
Yeah. You're getting no shit.
And this is sometimes when import games like 80 quid each or something ridiculous.
It's funny you should say that because
I've got
and I completed it back in the day, and this is before Game Facts and Tinterweb. I don't know how, because I can't even do it now, with a walkthrough. I beat this back in the day. What does that say about fucking 12-year-old Dave? Because this is very... People go, oh, it's Wonder Boy, how difficult can it be? No, this is very fucking RPG-ish, that one. Although I like the naming convention. Wonder Boy... Was it Wonder Boy 5, Monster World 3? Why don't you just have one number?
Manchester United, 0.
Yeah, it's like a franchise within a franchise.
No, did you actually go to Games Master Live? The one at the NEC in Birmingham in whenever it was, 92?
I don't know if it was a Future Entertainment show, Games Master Live I went to.
Yeah, because I went to the Games Master Live. It was the time just after the Games Master magazine came out.
Oh, this was the 1990 one I went to.
Yes, this would have been 90. It was just after Street Fighter 2 come out on the SNES, I think, from the one I went to.
I paid £75 for my Japanese copy of Street Fighter 2.
How much?
In 1992, £75.
Wow.
I paid 60 for my American copy.
I tell you what, I was pretty fucking popular that summer holiday, I can tell you.
I paid 60, but then I had to buy a 6-button pad as well. Oh, bastards.
Yeah, you don't really press the start between kick and punch.
I can always remember getting screwed about for a Japanese copy of Ninja Turtles as well. Did you remember in the back of Superplay magazine there's a store called Wacky World?
Called what?
Remember them? Wacky World.
Wacky World?
Yeah. They used to be in every single issue of Superplay. Anyhow, I ordered off them once. You know, they took a pre-order and that, and ages, nothing come back. I rang them up. I didn't say I'd ordered off them. And they said, oh, sorry, yeah, we had some in, but we've sold out now. I said, oh, hang on. And I said, well, I've been out of bad on pre-order for ages. And all I heard was this bloke go, shit, fuck, shit, fuck. And then he put the phone down on me. And then he basically lied out of his arse. He's just boasting that they had some and not got any in so he can get some more in. But no, he never had any at all, so I cancelled my order.
Funny, I was downtown yesterday and I was hunting around to get a copy of Windows 7 because I actually got evicted from PC World because I refused to accept the argument from the sales guy that Windows 8 is good. So he called the security guy and he evicted me because I basically said to him, if you think Windows 8 is good, then you should cut your penis off with a rusty bread knife. But then I went to this other game store and the guy goes, I said, please tell me you got a copy of Windows 7. And he goes, no, but I can order them in for you. I went, or I could go next door to the other game shop and ask there. And he's like, well, why would you do that? I went, well, because why would I wait? I'll tell you what, I'll go and ask him next door, and if he's not got one, I'll come back and order it. I don't understand this. I could order it in. Like, no. I've got the attention span of a fucking child. I want to buy it on the spot.
I had that with Comet years ago. I ordered I bought a scanner off them for 50 quid. The bloke there goes, do you want to take a 3-year warranty out on it? And I said, well, how much is it? He says, it's 60 quid. And I said, why would I want to take out a 3-year warranty on something that's £10 more than it is? I mean, it would be cheaper just to buy another one if it breaks. And he just couldn't get it through his head. Well, you know, you got it covered for free. I don't care. In 3 years' time, I'll be a better one out anyhow.
Let's be honest, the chances are I won't even own it in 3 years' time.
Yeah. If it breaks, I'll just buy another one for £10 less than what you're offering.
One thing that's grinding my fucking gears right now with Game, when you buy a game off them, oh, do you want to pay £1.50 for a disc insurance? Like, who gives a shit? It's going to be £1.50 in 6 months anyway.
That's brilliant. Disc insurance.
Yeah, disc insurance.
I'll tell you a fun thing you can do when you're looking for the second-hand games at Game. If you look on their price tags, there's a 4-digit code. The first 2 numbers are the format number, like like it's Xbox, PS3. But the last 2 numbers is how much they paid for the game.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, sexy times.
So if you look at those numbers, sometimes you'll pay less than what they paid for it.
So that's a useful bargaining tool.
Is that the same with Pink Planet?
Yeah, and you should have a 4-digit code on the price tag. And the last 2 numbers is how much they paid for it.
No, it just says was originally £39.
No, not that one. It should be a price tag.
This is what makes me laugh, right? When they do this on games, right? Then they say, was originally £39, you're getting it for £2.99, what a bargain. Dude, that was in the fucking 90s. What's the relevance?
Exactly.
Yeah, it makes me laugh when I pick up old school games that still has the original label on. I picked up Loaded on the PS1, and it still had a HMV label for $39.99. I was like, oh man, I can't believe I used to spend all that fucking money on these games.
Christ alive, there must have been something I could have done more productive with that £40 and then
I got a copy of Bionic Commando on the NES with a Walrus price tag of 50 quid.
Yeah, but NES games back then were fucking expensive.
I can remember Zelda being 80 quid.
Yeah, they were
80 quid?
Yeah, there was
and Star Wars, yeah.
Where was that, Play Expo?
No, no, it was a department store. And Boots.
Oh, department stores though, they were brilliant.
Oh yeah, John Lewis or whoever. Yeah. Oh, yes, but
and I've also had games with the Beaties label on. And I was like, fuck, I used to buy games.
Do you know what I love about department stores? It's when you walk into a department store. Well, there aren't any downtown anymore. Are there? Is John Lewis still there?
John Lewis is there, yeah.
But it's like all of a sudden you realise you've walked into a little corner of your house. In certain areas of the store where they have that, like, try and make it a little homely and, look, we're faking a room, so you want to buy the stuff in it. And you're just like, wow, I just walked into my room.
Did you ever used to go into MFI with their things and used to pick up their bookcase?
I used to love that fake stuff. MFI, fake stuff was amazing. You could, pretend you were a god by picking up fake TVs that were, 26 inches.
And the entire rack of books and that.
Yeah. Oh, and they're fake computers and fake video recorders. I would love a room full of fake stuff. In fact, I'm not even talking to you right now because this computer's fake. Brilliant. Oh, MFI, why did you go bankrupt, you selfish bastards?
They have the same thing at IKEA, though, don't they? They have fake. They have a load of.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, you can read the. What country are they from, IKEA? Sweden?
Sweden.
Yeah. I just like the fact that they've got all those Swedish books on there. They've got real books, but they're always Swedish, so no one's just going to sit down on their beds and just read them.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed that they're from Sweden, but they don't sell porn.
I just find the names they sell with their things for hilarious. Like a shelving unit called Cum Dumpster and things like that.
Yeah. Do you know what I hate about IKEA though? This maze-like quality where they got, well, like most places, they got the entry, right on one side of the building, they got the exit right on the other side, and they make it such a convoluted, unbelievably long distance between the two that involves you wandering around every fucking department, and you can't skip any of them to get out. Imagine if you just went in there for a fucking rack, and that was it. Spend the next 2 hours trying to get out.
IKEA porn would be great because you'd have to make it yourself. It'll be a flat pack. You get a woman and a bed. You have to make it up, and then you do it yourself. It'd be awesome.
And then you got to go back because one of her legs is missing.
I would like to return this pawn. Well, I'm sorry, sir, but did you hit a happy note? Yes. Well, then we don't give you a refund.
Did you try putting it together?
Yeah.
Yes. Did you
Fuck you,
try putting
IKEA,
it together
but I
using the
would like
Allen
to.
key? Oh, I thought that was a euphemism.
Taking it back. Excuse me.
That is why we put an Allen key in every box, sir.
You see Richard Key's brother.
How about, I was going to say, it'd be missing a screw, wouldn't you?
Hey!
Oh,
Hey.
IKEA, if you are watching this, we would like to do your commercials.
Oh, we'd also like to do your porn.
Yes. And can I have some meatballs? I'm hungry.
And a hot dog and an ice cream.
And a copy of June now on PC. Look at that.
I still find it weird that they do food at IKEA. It's a furniture store.
I don't do IKEA cake, don't they?
But that's because they're European. They're ahead of us.
Yeah, they can have all the tea you can drink. For
I don't think so.
Hot dogs for 5 pence or
I'll
whatever.
do it my one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Imagine going to a carpet shop and there's people sat there drinking coffee.
There are. They're called salesmen.
Right. Yeah, of course, yeah.
I'd like to go into Argos and have a curry.
Argos, the Greek god of queuing.
It's like CEX, as I said it before, and I'll say it again. Why can you not go into CEX, even when there is no lineup, right? Why can you not go in there and buy something in less than 20 minutes? I don't
Too
understand
busy
it.
chatting amongst themselves about shit.
Well, they're chain smoking outside in their emo clothes, and they don't separate their section of games properly. They just have an A section, and everything with A in it is in it. Like,
I just find it so funny, but everybody in CX through a whole country are exactly the same. I think they just sort of breed.
I think, right, they are the same. And if you go in any store or any CX in the country, even though it breaks like the time continuum or something, it will be the same employees in there. It will be that emo kid with the pierced lip down here,
Yeah.
blowing his fringe out of his face, go.
And the midget girl standing in the background doing nothing.
Yeah. Who looks at you disgusted when you say, "Where's the manual? I want a manual." It says complete on it. There's no manual. And they just go, "Huh? Can I go outside and have a cigarette now?"
See, the trouble is with
can't
games
have a
these
cigarette.
days, man. The trouble is with games these days, you don't know if it's complete or not because half of them don't come with manuals anyway.
Yeah,
That's what you should say to someone, isn't it? Next time you're at a car boot sale flogging your games and someone goes, "Where's the manual?" Duh, it's EA. Job done.
Who is this? Ah, there he is. Hello.
Right, listen, this is true. When I was on the boot sale, I sold a copy of V-Rally to an 8-year-old on the PS1, and he brought it back 5 minutes later saying, "This game isn't two-player, I want my money back."
What?
You tried it?
Yes.
I can hear me. Who's crossing
Yes,
the time
I
streams?
can hear...
Patrick, outputs.
Patrick, if you cross the streams, no one gets to meet Bill Murray.
Oh, sorry.
But anyway, when I got this game back, I was going to resell it, he'd nicked the manual, the swine.
He didn't want a two-player game, but he kept
Little
the manual.
cockbag. Yeah, he wanted to read. He didn't want to fucking play the game. He didn't want to write his brain. He wanted to actually read
And
something.
that little boy grew up to be Colin McRae.
Yeah, well, if it's any consolation, I didn't give him all his money back, I just give him half.
And so you should.
Yes.
I done a joke on television about Colin McRae when I was doing X League.
Alright.
Just after he died, we
Did
were
it go down well then?
we were reviewing Colin McRae Dirt, and I said I'll have to rename it Colin McRae Burnt now.
Oh.
Do you know what the thing is though? So on a serious note, am I the only person who thought it was a bit odd that they carried on the franchise after he died? I'm like,
But
ooh.
it's in his honour, though.
But it's not. It's in the honour of money. Cold
This
hard
is his
cash.
legacy. This is Colin McRae's
Colin
legacy.
McRae. You know
10
what the game
times.
company said? The game company was like, "Colin McRae, you selfish bastard! You had to go and die before our contract ended. Well, just to flaunt this, we're going to carry on making your game."
Well, you can say the same thing with Tom Clancy. They're going to carry on saying Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six and Splinter Cell. What are they going to carry on with?
How morbid is this? And it was such a flippant comment. Oh yeah, he's dead, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, it's Tom Clancy's company, isn't it, that makes the games?
Red
Yes.
Mortal,
Yeah.
but they got
Yeah.
bought out by Ubisoft years ago.
Uber. Ubisoft. Ubisoft.
See, again, we're doing the advertisements.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Everybody
say
loves
that.
Ubisoft. Soft.
I think
And that
that's
is the
Ubisoft
original.
game. That's the Ubisoft fight song.
That should be on the front of every Ubisoft game now.
No, Ubisoft makes free games since he plugged you.
Oh, Brendan Griffin says, I thought that too. They are all clones, and I'm presuming he's talking about CEX staff.
Yes, they are all
You
clones.
go on them when it's an import game.
Have you ever noticed, right, when they turn around to get your disc, because you will notice, because it will take them 25 fucking minutes to find it, they've got those things on the back of their neck from the Matrix, where they plug them in to recharge them so they can smoke fags.
No, that's where they try to fucking insert an Ouya
You're like a
into the
fucking
neck.
Santaran. Hit him on the back of the neck and they go down.
You took the blue pill, didn't you? That's what you say to them.
It's the new generation, it's a mod.
Yeah.
They can work faster.
That's DLC, mate.
Yeah. Just download the new.
You won't get any
Don't get
DLC
me
your
wrong, right?
discs.
The other thing about CEX, don't get me wrong, I do, like tattoos, I don't have any, probably won't have any, but at the same time, when I'm trying to talk to a salesperson, I'd like to see more of their face than tattoo. Call me old-fashioned.
I'm here.
I haven't worked at a game shop for maybe, about 12 years now, but do they still have the game price guide which are delivered to them every week? There was this one company who did the price guide of second-hand games, and it used to be delivered every week, and it used to have the up-to-date price guides. Do we still have that?
I don't.
I think it's probably all online or whatever now.
I think it's called eBay, Rich.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think you're right.
In fact,
Price guide in digital form.
yes. In fact, we don't even have shops these days. We just have the internet. You go to
That's
the high
very
street.
true.
Already, yes.
Since we're all going to name and shame stores, I'm going to name and shame Pink Planet. Now, I understand this because I've argued with Pink Planet and quoted the law to them because I wanted cash and not fucking, equivalent value back. And they were like, we don't do that. And then when I quoted the law, they were, fuck it, sales are good acting all that shit. They were like all pissed off and like I somehow fucking spanked their chips or something. But this kid came in, right? He must have been about 8 the other day. And he just goes, excuse me, sir, have you got change for a £5? And the bloke behind the counter, and I was talking to the other guy, but the bloke behind the counter goes, no.
No,
He goes,
some
but
shops.
you've opened the cash register. And he goes, we don't do change like
Yeah,
that.
there you go. There's
And the thing
legal
is that made me laugh, though. Well, it made me laugh. I told him what I thought of him afterwards was. I said to him, dude, he was a fucking kid. And he goes, we don't do fucking, money out the till. And I said, no, maybe you don't, but you didn't have to be such a brutal prick about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you can imagine if you're in his position, because I've worked in shops, and the people constantly coming in every 10 minutes and saying, excuse me, mate, you got change?
It was a
will
child.
drive you
Well, to be
crazy.
honest, then you have the wrong job.
Sorry?
Have you said about this kind of shite? In customer service, you have this kind of customers. You should be used to
Believe
it.
it or not,
Yeah,
whether he
that's
knew
not
it or
customer
not,
service,
that
though, 'cause
kid
he's not a
was
customer.
right. No, I know, but you didn't see him. He was such an agnostic twat about it. He was just rage and like, dude, he's a fucking child. All right. I would still like to buy
I do see
that
what you
copy
mean.
though.
But he could be going in for his dad.
Yeah. And then I killed him. And I buried him next to my TurboGrafx.
How many shops have you
the
been
dog.
banned from in Bristol, by the way?
I'm on about 4.
What?
I'm sure someone grasped me up
Jeez.
for cash converters, though. Not cash
Dave.
converters, cash generators.
Yeah.
What have you been doing, Dave?
I reckon there's other collectors, though. They just go, I recognise that bloke from Tinterheads. I'm going to fuck him over. Oi, mate, you know that bloke who comes in who always wears a baseball cap backwards? You want to ban him? I don't know why I turned into a Victorian.
To be
Do you know
fair,
what it is, Dave?
in generators, that's probably all of them.
Do you know who it is, Dave? It's Google employees. They're sick of your rant videos against them.
Oh, Google. I haven't done a rant against Google in ages. I was going to do one the other day, but I managed to fucking successfully remove Google Plus from my bloody channel, so I'm
Well,
kind
I've
of in
got
a
about
good mood.
3 different email addresses for my YouTube account, so I've got to have 3 different Google Plus accounts. So I think, well, no, why can't I?
Do you know what makes me laugh about Google, though? It's like, dude, no one likes Google Plus. Accept it and
Hold on a
move
minute.
on.
Oh,
Dave.
it's you can't really see something there.
We are broadcasting right now on Google Plus, so you might want to stay quiet about it, or they could take us off the air.
No,
Yeah,
because it's like, hey, you know what? Congratulations, here's my latest Google rant.
Well, in defence of...
Google, right? Google Plus is shit. Yes, I appreciate the irony that I am currently on it right now with said good fellows, but at the same time, you can't force your product down people's throat, and every time they say we don't like it or don't use it, you just go, oh, it's not fair, fucking Facebook's more popular, I'm going to make you use our fucking product. That's not how it works. Accept that it's shit and move on.
Well, in
Dismissed.
defence...
Go home now.
In defence of Google, although they originally lost our stream
Pay
from
your
last
fucking
week...
taxes, Google. Sorry.
Yeah, that's true.
So this is the reason why the stream from last week wasn't uploaded to the main RetroUnlim channel as early as we would have liked. Google, in the encoding process, lost 2/3 of the stream.
I did wonder why it was short. I
That's
thought they
correct.
basically said we're not going to let you upload it unless you fucking use Google
Yes.
Plus.
So I had to submit an inquiry on the support forums. However, they did fix it within about 3 days.
It took them those 3 days because they were too busy avoiding their tax.
Hang on. What are you doing, Rich?
I found a magnifying glass.
It's like...
Sherlock Rich.
I was going to make a really bad joke then.
Yeah,
Sorry. I was going to say, is that
too
to look
easy.
at your penis twid? Sorry.
It was
Back
that
to the
face
burning.
that's killing me.
Does actually
You should
somebody
start
actually
on-
work for Google?
Sorry?
Because I'm asking, because if you want to apply for Google, you have first to work 11 months for a third company. Just because they want to avoid the probation time. Then they offer you probably another contract with an up to 11 months probation time. Who's actually working for Google?
Shit.
I don't think anybody does.
Dear Google, I would like to ask you a question, and I'm sorry for my previous rants and everything I've ever said negative about you, so I would just like to ask you this quite simply. Why are you such cunts? I don't
you
get
have your
it.
AdSense account disabled now. Yes. You can fire on
Google,
the
do you want to take over the world?
I think that's pretty much it, though, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Phil, turn the shit dubstep down.
What is Stu behind you there?
The other thing I found about
Who's listening to
bloody Google.
dubstep?
Step son.
I think like my brain was just sick in its own mouth.
Yeah.
The thing about Google
Tell him
is
that.
you got Google Plus on the Samsung Galaxy S. If to start off with, if you
That's
don't
nice
change
Google
the-
placement, Rich. That's nice product placement,
No,
Rich.
but yes, it's
Yes.
very nice photo. But what I was saying is, if you don't change the settings, you take a photo, it automatically uploads it to Google Plus.
Yes.
So say you take a picture of your dick for some reason, or you take a picture of
With
That's
your magnifying
safe.
a
glass.
horse, yeah, with magnifying glass, then it'll go straight onto Google Plus. It's like I
wonder
don't
how
want those photos on
would have
Google
lost their
Plus.
jobs thanks to that.
Yeah, but like
Unfortunately.
I can see it working for, I don't know, if a paedophile's got it, he's taking
Yeah.
pictures of kids and stuff, it goes up to Google Plus straight away, but yay, we caught him straight away, awesome. But I don't
Operation
really...
U Tree, take note.
That's it. If Savile had a Samsung Galaxy S3 back in the 70s, we would have caught him a lot earlier.
I'd like to think his ringtone
Google Plus is good.
Jingle jangle jewellery.
Even now we know that he was like, and it's, he's a despicable, horrible person. The kind of giveaway that he was ever so slightly odd and sinister was on do you remember the Louis Theroux documentary about him?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Where he basically said that he only ever wears one pair of pants. Oh, I shouldn't laugh because he's a horrific paedophile, but he only ever wears one pair of pants, and when he went like on holiday on cruise ships, and he would wash them in the sink and then dry them on the radiator overnight, and then wear them again the next day.
Ugh.
Oh. Did you
Dude,
ever-
one pair of pants.
Nice.
Did you ever see that documentary on Bernard Manning where they went round his house and filmed him? And he basically spent the whole time walking around in his underpants.
Yes.
And they questioned him, why don't you have any pants on? Because this is how I normally walk around my house, in my boxer shorts and my
I got
socks.
kicked.
Seriously? Oh, just when we were talking about Google Plus.
I got confused when I saw that program. I was expecting him to be the bloke with chickens and turkeys and shit, but
What?
You're fucking beautiful.
beautiful.
Oh, I'll tell
It's
you one thing.
Bernard Matthews.
I'll tell you one thing I do want to mention. Have you heard of a YouTube channel called Yack?
What?
Sorry.
a YouTube channel called Yack. They got 500,000 subscribers.
No.
Never.
They mostly do Let's Plays of Borderlands 2, stuff like that.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, okay. He's been they were killed in a car crash.
Oh.
Seriously?
Yeah. Well, they reckon it's drink driving, but he tried to outrun a train on a crossing and got hit. Apparently. So yes.
Fuck.
Yes.
Wow.
Thanks, mate.
What way to end the stream?
But I do have a news article about this up here, and it says that fans of Ricard Yacht's persona began a movement to get him included in the next version of the game. So I'm presuming that's... What was the game that you said it was?
Borderlands.
Borderlands 2, it says.
Yeah, because Yacht Slayer is quite a prolific channel. And while I was playing Borderlands 2, I was looking up his gun guides, trying to find all the rare ones. Dark.
So hang on. He tried to outrun a train.
Yeah, well, the crossing guard.
I know
I think I'll be able to get past it just before the train comes, and he didn't. But they reckon alcohol was involved, allegedly. But yes, but he was hit by a train trying to outrun it.
And that shit ruins anyone's day.
So just think, just think,
ways to die.
just think if it was an internet nobody with 2 subscribers like me, nobody would have cared.
You're not a nobody, Yack. We all love you.
Yeah, who else is going to run the stream?
No, I was talking to my budgie, because he's also called Yack. Sorry, what was that?
Sorry, mate.
Oh, I have a line of clones who have been appointed to take my place in my absence.
If you have a line of clones, you may be working at CX.
You've got too little hair, Yack, to have clones for CEX.
Hold on a sec. Are you saying I'm bald, even though you've seen that I have hair now?
I'd like to think that the next time
There's
I go
not much
to
hair,
CX, I'm
really,
going to get thrown out for insulting them on in interwebs. But then, having said that, I think being banned from CX is technically a fucking promotion, isn't it?
You've
that bloke on the internet. Look at my
working
tattoos and my emo haircut.
You've not got that much hair, Harry. Not really.
That's because I shaved most of it off.
And then glued it to Chris's face.
Yeah, on that point, actually, I'm the only person in the stream tonight who doesn't have at least a semblance of a beard.
I shaved last week.
Larry doesn't have a beard.
That makes sense, actually, that you have only pictures from you, but not, actually...
There is no body. He's a floating voice.
Exactly.
Does anybody here still use razor blades?
Yeah,
yes,
I do. But
once.
just
Only when I'm sad.
Oh. Like some sort of I prefer using razor blades.
I haven't had a clean-shaven face since I met my current good lady wife.
So if you ever wanted to
That's the
sneak
spirit.
out, you could just shave it and she wouldn't recognise you.
Rich,
If you like some
Yes.
black
is that a picture of a typical
I've told you about my
CEX
two
employee?
previous wives.
It is. It's even Noel Fielding when he worked at CAX. There you are. Look.
Oh, yes.
And
I like
yes.
the look on the other person's face. It looks like Noel Fielding's got his fingers jammed up his ass.
Knowing Noel Fielding, he probably does.
Oh, it's funny because we
Charlie
like you in the
Brooker.
mighty bush, but on nothing else.
I said Charlie Brooker used to work in one as well.
Oh,
did he?
Did he?
Yes. He used to. Do you remember
seriously?
the old he used to
Oh
do
my
little-
god, he must have been the grumpiest, most cynical fucking CX employee ever.
Well, do you remember in the magazine adverts for CX in the 90s? They used to do like a little comic strip.
That's
Really?
right, yeah.
Yeah,
I
he used
think
to do
I
all
might-
that.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, they did. I remember that.
Those were the days when they used to do import games as well, instead of bloody old shit that people have stolen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was-
I like that
Stolen
mobile
goods
phone
now.
section.
Does anybody remember Special Reserve?
Yes.
I did. Dave Perry was the editor of the magazine.
Oh, what's going on? I don't want to share the screen anymore. Stop it.
I didn't like the idea of having to having to pay to be a member. I didn't like that.
Yes, I have a, if I can find it, in this lovely copy of Superplay.
Larry,
Is there somewhere?
speaking of Charlie Brooker, is it true that you're contributing to a forthcoming program that he's got coming up on Channel
Yes,
4?
he's got a channel. He's got a documentary called "How Video Games Changed the World," and I've lent him a load of consoles and computers. He wants to
Sweet,
borrow
can you
my-
answer a question for me?
I don't speak to him. I speak
Oh,
to
well,
him.
you must find a way to speak to him to ask him this. And you
I'm
say,
not going to get him on your live stream.
You say,
Oh.
it's 1975 says.
Come on.
Charlie Brooker.
Well,
Dave says that your bird is lovely.
well, Charlie Brooker was on Games Republic.
Everyone should bang a bird from Blue Peter.
Everything after that is a step up.
His video game program, though, he did a few years ago on
Games Wipe.
BBC4.
This
I-
one was
I
great.
helped out on that as well.
Yeah, I did a review of that and got paid for it.
Hey.
Yes.
I
Yes.
didn't get paid for reviews. I don't get paid for reviews. I just have to do it for free.
Oh, it was a written review.
Yeah, mine was a fucking written reviews. I still don't.
Doesn't matter, we can ultra wide.
What do your
Conspiracy.
where do your reviews end up, Rich?
On heyyouguysgaming.com.
Hey, you guys.
Is that because you possibly don't get paid for that because nobody's heard of it? Or?
Oh man, weird island.
Oh.
I just keep spelling it wrong. It's Hey You Gays Gaming.
Fucking work.
Let's have a look. HeyYouGuysGaming.org, did you say?
.com.
Also, Rich, can we have another look at those cartoons that Charlie Brooker's done? That you had? Oh. Ooh, yeah.
Who turned into a
Well,
pumpkin?
that's stupid because
That is-
you haven't
Hey,
spelled-
one time.
That is really cutting edge news there you got there about the Ouya being for sale.
They're one of mine.
Yeah, but look at how you spell you. How old are you? Really? What happened to the Y and the O? Come on.
Just chaff. It's irrelevant.
He's stripping it down.
He's trying to be cool with the kids.
Yeah, it's fly and chisel and stuff and words that mean nothing.
Streets
Oh.
of Rage.
I'm not a fan, Rich, but
I
will
wrote
plug it.
that. I wrote that. True genius of the chiptune composers. Because I'm awesome. Oh, fuck me.
RetroUnlim says Boostiful.
There you go.
Let's all invent words like it's the 90s. Sorry.
Just add Z to the end.
Audacious.
Whoa.
Oh, I know Kung Fu.
Rich, do you still have those cartoons in the magazine?
What cartoons?
Fucking
Well,
soggy
I think you
biscuit.
saw those out, that advertisement you were showing earlier. I think we just missed
That's
it on the
Special
screen.
Reserve. he said.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yes, this. No, I haven't got the CX ones here. I've got the.
Oh, okay.
Does anyone
Yeah.
remember the mailer in the back of magazines, game magazines, that you could play? I don't know how it would work.
Game magazines?
It was some game magazines.
Oh, game
Stop-
magazines.
Oh, yeah, game magazines.
Stop projecting on me.
That's
No,
what it
what
said
was
in the magazine.
Put it
It's a
out,
crime or something, and it was a role playing thing played through the mail. Do you remember that?
Oh, yes,
Play-
I know.
Play by post.
Yeah.
Yes.
What the fuck was up with that? Why didn't you just go out and buy fucking Dungeons and Dragons?
I once, when I was 10 years old, entered a postal fantasy football league, and I only
Why am
paid
I
for,
not surprised?
I only paid for 2 weeks worth of subscriptions, after which point they stopped sending me them because I forgot to sellotape the £2 coins to the piece of paper, and so they must have fallen out or stolen by someone. So I forgot. Forget
I
it.
can just sense the sections are leaving your body right now.
Or you didn't actually put them in there. Just a thought. Just a thought.
Mm.
We know what you're like, Yack. Don't show your face. Don't sellotape your pound coins in.
Support a shit football team.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yes.
What is the most amount of money you've ever spent on a game?
75 quid, Street Fighter 2.
Probably we got the full. How much was the full Guitar Hero set or Rock Band set when we got that? With all the peripherals. It was over 100 quid.
You should know!
You the master of your purse string.
You could get an actual guitar for that.
I merge with your accounting skills.
Yeah, Chris, you could get an actual guitar for that. And you can play any game in the world, any tune in the world on that.
That sounds like effort. I'm not a
It's
gamer.
funny, right? Because my dad actually plays guitar, and I remember the first time he ever saw me playing Guitar Hero, and he walked by, and then he did a double take when he was over. Right, he was like,
Did he call you a
And he goes-
faggot?
No, he said, why don't you just learn guitar? And I
Yes.
said, because I'm faking it. All right.
I've been doing some research into this recently, and I've concluded that it's actually easier to learn to play guitar, just even if it's just 3 chords, than it is to comprehend one of those button tapping games. The
I
rhythm
don't
games.
believe that.
It
for a
is
second.
actually, yeah.
Come on. Really?
Have you seen
I
the
think
South
I'll-
Park episode with Guitar Hero in it?
Yes.
Oh, it's awesome.
Guitar
great.
You will never reach a dragon.
Guitar Quero, that's it.
I've been told by my
And when I'm
friend
not playing it, he starts tapping
Yeah,
the
it's
plastic
100
guitar, and someone at the restaurant just goes, "Oh, I love this song."
Oh, has somebody
Yeah,
of
they
you
got-
actually played Rocksmith?
I haven't played. No, is that any
This
good?
is such an awesome game. You can plug in your actual guitar or your actual
Yeah.
bass guitar to
All
it.
right.
It starts very, very simple, but it gets complicated. It actually checks how fast you learn, and then gets this amount more complicated. It's actually the best music game I have ever touched, ever.
Yeah, and the
The
good
only
thing
reason
about
why I have
that-
now a PS3.
The good thing about that, it's transferable skills, isn't it? So you can take that guitar and go and play it in a club and earn money for it.
Yes,
and
you
then
learn
you
actually
can,
the real tunes.
and then you can buy more games. So there you go.
I heard
I've
that
been told
the
by my
irony
friend
is
that-
that Eddie Van Halen is shit at Guitar Hero. What a cruel world.
Actually, Guitar Hero has some kind of issue because many studio musicians have actually the problem that the tunes are not played exactly on the note.
Hmm.
So many guys who are actually very, very decent with guitars have actually issues to master this game.
I said I've been told by my friends that playing Through the Fire and Flames is actually 100 times easier in a real guitar than using guitar.
Oh, Larry, I've seen your video that you did with Wes and Ashens of you playing Don't Look Back in Anger.
Oh,
on
okay.
Rock
Yes,
Band.
and I still haven't got copyright claim on that, so that's nice.
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, because Oasis are generally not that bothered about it, aren't they? They're not bothered about bootleggers.
They're cunts in lots of ways, but not
Well,
like
they've been bootlegging the Beatles long enough, so that's for real, isn't it?
No, I think Noel Gallagher actually
is it,
came out
you know-
and said it.
I like Noel Gallagher. No, which one's a less than annoying brother?
Well, the idiot ones.
No, it's
the-
Noel Gallagher. I like Noel Gallagher because he goes on TalkSport. Just saying.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
And he's
And
good
he's
mates
actually-
with Russell Brand.
And he's I don't like him.
Oh, Sally can wait. She's
Copyright strike! Copyright strike! La 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 la.
Do you know what
No.
made me laugh though about Liam Gallagher being such a massive cock in the 90s, and not that he's not a massive cock now, but it's I'm fucking hard shit. Why didn't someone just fucking take his head off? I never
He's
actually saw
surrounded
him
by
do.
security guards. That's
He
why.
never did fisticuffs. He just shot his mouth off.
Didn't Robbie Williams punch him once?
Plus, when you insulted Michael Hutchence, all right, you know, Michael Hutchence, possibly you shouldn't hang yourself on a door and knock one out because that's just wrong. But when Michael Hutchence, well, see, he punched him on the Brit Awards and then he had a pop at him and something, and I thought, right, well, let's be honest. Whose music's probably going to go down in the annals of history is slightly better than yours? Possibly in excess.
Baby, don't cry.
Oh no.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
That's
who's got
game.
their Mega CD game, hey?
Yeah, in
You
excess
ever
has
got
a
one?
fucking Mega CD game.
Yeah.
That's sexy biscuits.
Sexy biscuits.
Is it good? Please tell me it's good.
No.
Nope.
Is there a bonus level where you have to knock one out while suffocating yourself from the back of a door?
Did he
No,
do that?
watch
I thought he
the,
probably hung himself.
I think he probably did it because he woke up one day and realised, Christ, I'm banging Paulie Yates.
Jeez, have you seen how rough she looks on the Big Breakfast? That's it.
Oh, choked Asian.
It's funny because
I'm not even going to ask what that means.
That's what
it means you hang yourself on
the
the back of the door and knock one out while asphyxiating yourself and regretting the fact that you still weren't banging Kylie Minogue.
Oh yes, Rich, I remember that cartoon.
There it is.
That specific cartoon as well, I think it was. Oh, did he? I didn't know he drew those.
Yes.
Star Fox is only $48.95.
Oh, how reasonable!
And Jimmy Savile's on there too.
There is another one where there's a monster, and his name's Toby, isn't it?
Is it Jimmy Savile?
It's Toby.
And he's dead. Dead Jimmy Savile's on here.
Dead Jimmy
says-
Savile. Is that the official recognised descriptive term
Yeah.
for Jimmy Savile now? Dead
The mon-
Jimmy Savile.
No, but he
anyway.
actually is dead on
Dead
the cartoon.
Savile the
There it is.
monster.
Yeah, the monster says, "I could eat you, or alternatively, you could eat this gigantic fudge pie. The choice is
Was
yours."
that the only? I got a horrible joke to make. Is that the only reason he helped children across the road safely? So he could interfere with them on the other side?
Oh, yeah.
Why did the Jimmy Savile cross the road?
Because the police were helping covering up his massive
Cool.
list of
His knob was
crimes.
stuck up the chicken's ass.
Yeah. That he
Who's
was
good?
using to lure children into his sex cave.
Harry,
Yes.
RetroUnlim asks, Postal Fantasy Football League, is Gary Coleman in that?
What, the child star?
I got that one.
Nope, I didn't.
Postal.
So there's an NXS game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, make my video.
Make
Where
my
it starts
video.
off with two chicks around the side of a pool table
Yeah.
or something.
It might be.
Did you watch?
Yeah.
Did you watch Half Bits? Make my
Yes,
video.
that's where I saw it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I,
That's your sister. Ugh.
I bought the crisscross one. There's a good-
Crisscross. It's funny because you
Crisscross,
can turn
yeah.
their heads
Oh,
around
God.
and make
Is that
their
the Miggity
clothes
Miggity
fit.
one?
And the miggity
Yeah.
miggity Max Daddy.
That was Arnold. Miggity Miggity Mac Daddy. Yeah.
When they call Mac Daddy and Daddy Mac.
Yeah.
People
Who
from
is your daddy and what does he do?
I just feel sorry for them because their mother
Snake
never taught them to
video.
dress correctly.
Isn't one of them dead now?
Really?
No, that's
Yeah,
Mel
what-
and Kim. That's Mel and Kim. I think.
It's like those DVD commentaries.
No.
Oh, he's dead now. Oh, he's dead now, and I can't remember
Ooh.
anything about the show.
Sorry, don't ask me how that
Probably the
reminded me of this.
WrestleMania video.
It's true that they're going to make... This has no relevance whatsoever, but it just popped in there. Is it true that they've greenlit Army of Darkness 2? Did anyone else hear this?
Yep.
Oh, sexy fucking biscuits.
And it's going to be Bruce in it as well.
You better fucking lose some weight, though. Because his bottom of his head got quite large.
They were going to make a sequel to Bubba Hotep as well, weren't they?
Oh, I would you know what? I'd actually prefer that more than Army of Darkness. I love that movie. What the hell do I care? I got a growth on my penis.
I'm
No.
skeptical because Army of Darkness to me is like the pinnacle movie, and why sequelize it?
I just love the fact in Bubba Hotep when he takes his hands off his, Zimmer frame and does the Elvis Kung Fu. He goes like that. He goes, "Hoo!" He has to grab his Zimmer frame again to stop himself from falling over. Oh, Bruce Campbell, you're such a true thesp.
Here's a little
You
bit
should
of
totally
news.
get him on the live stream.
A little bit
Now, that
of
would
news.
be
Just
awesome.
according to about Chris Cross, on May the 1st, 2013, Chris Kelly from Chris Cross was pronounced
Was
dead.
it the Mac Daddy or the Daddy Mac? Which one was he?
I don't
su-
know.
Are
but
you
he
sure
is-
that wasn't his music?
Dead
No,
man.
It's
no.
pronounced dead.
I'd like to think
Yeah.
they buried him in his coffin wearing his suit the long way around.
They buried him upside down in the coffin.
He was one of them.
Yeah,
anyway.
with his trousers on back to front.
We are gathered here today to pay our respects to the Mac Daddy.
We're gonna dig him up now.
Who else have we not insulted we can insult in this live stream?
Well, at least they can't fight back since they're dead. Everybody will be insulted.
I heard that Walt Disney was a Nazi sympathizer. Discuss.
Well, they can't fight back.
Are the
but
Jews
they can-
dead yet? Put me back in.
They can't physically
Fuck
fight
you,
back.
Marky Mark, and fuck you for ruining Max Payne.
They can't physically fight back, but they can file false copyright claims.
Well, they can now that you've told them to do so.
I just want to hear Harry do some more fucking crisscross.
Yeah, but-
Go on.
Dave, Disney owned Marvel, so
There's
I
Arnold.
know!
Yeah, is it,
And I shouldn't really complain because look what I bought yesterday and they're fucking sexalicious.
Disney's
Marvel
buying.
tonight?
Disney's bought the rights to Doctor Who, haven't they?
I think you wanted me. No. You wanted me up, right?
No, never.
I am
we-
winding up, yeah.
Fuck for that. I think
Are
I
we
actually,
gonna?
I
Are
think
we
I
gonna
actually
get?
touched cloth then.
Yeah. Are we gonna get Disney Princess crossovers?
But isn't the Doctor Who fucking 50th anniversary, whatever it is, thingy, which I should probably know because I'm a big
Leia
fan,
gonna be there.
gonna be in the cinema?
It is in 3.
No, I have to work today, unfortunately.
Sorry, in 3.
Sorry, Patrick, it's not gonna be in the cinema on just that one day.
did you like the
I know it's a what's a simulcast? That's it. Simultaneously
Yeah.
cast all over the world.
By the way, this is the most therapeutic thing ever.
It is. I have that one. No, not that exact one because you have it. But
Have you got the one that you could change the telly over?
No,
oh, I do want that though.
please continue. What's that?
Well, you remember that Harry Potter wizard one a couple of years ago that you could point in front of a television, you could turn the volume up and down by twisting it. And
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, it's a remote control.
And there's a Sonic screw.
Yes, there is.
I can just touch clock again. Oh, I need this.
I think about 60 quid though. But...
Yeah, but the thing is, you don't realise how often I just sit here at night going like this. That's what my telly is.
I'd watch so much
Fucking
more
Channel
telly.
4! Channel 4! It doesn't work.
Careful what you're doing with that, Dave. If you keep playing with it, it'll break.
No, that you're talking about your penis.
Patrick, why we got you twice?
What the fuck?
Will the real Patricks please stand up?
It'd be so much better if it was Scott on the right. Double up in the boudoir.
I haven't done this.
I have no idea how you've done that. Well,
There we go.
See how important I am.
The fake Patrick is gone.
Harry Yack, please just do some crisscrosses at
The
Army
fake Patrick is
Schwarzenegger,
gone.
please.
What does crisscross sound like? What would he say?
You just did it a minute ago, you cock.
Brutalised music, that's what they sound like.
What was that, Larry?
There's no such thing as. I said I'm seeing double 4 Patricks.
All right.
4 Patricks? Jesus. That's too many Patricks.
That's half a CX right there.
Crisscross will make you job.
Weren't Chris Cross in a Michael? Were they in Jam with Michael Jackson?
Yes, I believe they were.
Talking about the band of the Jam.
It's Smooth MJ on here.
Were they in Michael Jackson?
Oh yes,
Smooth MJ. Are you watching?
He was here long ago, but I forgot to give him a shout out, so he left.
In Jam, I'm sure, because I actually had the CD single back in the day, and I'm sure they were in there somewhere. And some person who was quite good at not kicking footballs but throwing them instead. What was his name?
Rory Dillap.
Jordan. Not Jordan. Johnson. I get. Is it wrong? It sounds terrible.
Magic
Sorry,
Johnson.
Sorry, anyone from America, but this is how it works with me in sports that are American, that aren't hockey. I confuse Michael Jordan with Magic Johnson just because they both have names that have a J.
Is he the one who had AIDS?
Yeah.
That was Magic Johnson, wasn't it? Yeah.
Wasn't
No,
he the
but
one?
do you remember the bit in the end of Blue Harvest? Where he goes, what's it? It's Magic Johnson doing the speech for the Death Star. And he goes, nothing but net.
Did Michael Johnson ever have?
No, but they will be trying to kill you.
Magic Johnson. You're thinking of Michael.
That's
Michael
my brother, isn't it? Did Magic
You're thinking, sorry, I was confusing him with Michael Barrymore.
Did Magic Johnson ever have a SNES game named after him?
I heard that Magic Johnson's body was so amazing it rejected AIDS.
Oh.
Are you positive?
Do you remember the South Park episode where the cure for AIDS was grinding up a massive amount of cash and injecting it into your body?
Larry, that is the funnest of all the jokes from school. How do you spell HIV? Are you positive? Yeah. You're HIV positive.
I think it was the best joke in the world ever. Sorry. Yeah, so what's this? Is it an unbagging in the sexy boudoir?
Nah, just a bottle of water.
The Boudoir Brothers.
Boudoir Brothers.
Are you not a fan of tap water then, Scott? Because apparently in those bottled water there's as much sugar as there is in a can of Coke. I'm only thinking about you.
That's the flavoured water.
That sounds like a very refreshed person. How bad was your caffeine withdrawal headache?
Oh, fucking... I had toothache and caffeine withdrawal headache at the same
killers,
time.
aren't they?
Believe me, I had 4 days of fun with that, I'm telling you.
I had stomach problems, but even I won't fucking give up caffeine completely.
It was bad.
The headache is a fucking killer.
Well, like I said, I had a thumping headache, my jaw was killing, and also stomach cramps as well, because back when I used to really drink a lot of soft drinks, if I wasn't drinking anything, I'd get stomach cramps. That's how bad it got.
Caffeine. People forget, and I know it's a cliche to say this, but caffeine, it's a fucking drug.
Yes. A legal drug, but it's a drug nonetheless.
Right, 9 days sober.
Sorry, it's funny you should say that, right? Legal drugs. Did anyone hear that those e-cigarette, the e-fag things, they're going to make them prescription? I love the fact I'm talking about cigarettes while holding this. Lovely. No, those e-cigarettes, apparently, it is the most therapeutic thing ever, by the way. Yeah, sorry, I lost my thread. The e-cigarettes are going to make, they want to do it so you have to have a prescription. well, I'm pretty sure that's because the government is pissed off that they can't tax them. But my answer to that is, well, if you have to have a prescription to have an e-cigarette, shouldn't you have to have a prescription to have real fags?
Exactly.
What's the
Actually, that's how
difference?
this works in Iceland.
What, the superstore?
No, in Iceland you have actually the need of have prescription for cigarettes and tobacco and all this stuff.
So
That's
soon,
the reason why they don't have smokers anymore there.
But that's good, because if you think about it, people associate prescriptions with medication, and medication is beneficial to your health. So therefore, if you're on prescribed fags, it's good for you.
No, it's something more like methadone.
Also, if you are taking prescribed e-cigarettes, then surely that means that the government can say, oh well, all these people came off of cigarettes and onto healthier alternatives thanks to the NHS.
Yeah, but then it makes me laugh about the government when you see those stupid commercials on TV with like some little kid going, "Father, please stop smoking. I don't want to be an orphan at Christmas."
Yeah,
Or
take
something.
the 60 B&H and call me in the morning.
Yeah, but it's like, well, hang on a minute. Let's be honest, government. I love the fact that we go so vehemently off topic in this. It's brilliant. I think it's what makes us a more refreshing live stream. Sponsored by e-cigarettes. Yeah, it just. Never mind. I am quite possibly mentally ill.
well, the most disturbing thing
But
about
yeah, if everyone stopped smoking overnight, the fucking NHS would collapse.
good point.
And it may be not, you know, I'm not saying everyone should smoke, because I quit smoking in 2010, which means I automatically get to take the more high ground in any argument about fags. But, you know, they say, like, you must not smoke. Yeah, but, and I don't care when people say the NHS loses this much money because of people who smoke. I'm sorry, you make more money out of fags than you do spending out for health issues on it. So
This was
basically,
actually an argument in the German parliament, in the Bundestag. They wanted to raise the taxes for it. And the argument was really less people would smoke actually if we raise the taxes on tobacco.
you know the one that made me laugh though, which is they want the bland packaging, and you know, in supermarkets now they have to open the cupboard to take a packet
That's right,
and
yeah.
close it. Yeah, they really mean to tell me that seeing a packet of fags makes you want to smoke? Like,
That was targeting young children,
that's
underage
bollocks.
kids.
You smoke because you're addicted to a drug. You don't go, that packet got blue on it, I'm going to buy them, they look like sweets. Fuck off. You don't fucking buy crack because it comes in a nice little rolled up bag of paper, do you? You buy it because you're fucking addicted to it.
I love it.
Slag.
I liked the health warnings. I like the guys who brought out the stickers that you could put over the top of those, like smoking is for cool people.
Yeah, there was when the local dépanneur around the corner from me when I lived in Canada sold cases you could slide over your packet of fags that had a smiley face on it, so you didn't have to look at a picture of the pickled fucking lung.
Good enough.
They were 5 cents each, and it was quite frankly one of the most wonderful things I've ever bought in my life because I didn't like the pickled lung. Although I did like the one with the bloke in the iron lung because it looked like a spaceship. But
Oh, you could have pretended he was Davros.
yeah. Oh, Davros says, children, smoke.
No, they won't because it's scary. It'll scare them off.
I just decided I'm going to buy myself a Davros keychain tomorrow. And everything in the world will be...
Davros.
Yeah, funny thing is, right, and I only realised this with New Doctor Who, with the, you know, because they did bring Davros back brilliantly, because they didn't fuck around with him too much, but yeah, these eyes don't work. It's this one. I just never looked at it. I just stared at his empty eye sockets, his empty weepy eye sockets.
Were you ever around on the internet about 10 years ago, like really old days, like Beta and stuff like that, and somebody made a music video of Davros falling in love with what's his name? Stephen Hawking. Yeah.
Please tell me I can find this now.
Yeah,
it's still there.
Electric Dreams.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah, Together in Electric Dreams. It's brilliant.
Which is a great song anyway that I love.
Oh,
I would like to have someone explain to me though how pouring a bottle of champagne over your computer makes it self-aware, but what do I know?
Oh, speaking of beta, I found this funny where Virgin Media sponsored a Photoshop contest on there, but then they pulled out the sponsorship when they saw that people were all photoshopping rude pictures of Richard Branson doing naughty things.
Oh, Richard Branson. I like the fact that you failed to cross the Atlantic in a boat And a balloon. Who knew? But you did have 2 very good games on the Spectrum. What self-indulgent shit. I'm going to try and cross the Atlantic in a fucking boat, and I'm going to make a game about it. In fact, he should have had the foresight to include a level where it fucking sinks.
Oh, come on. We shouldn't be saying this stuff about British institutions.
No, because he's another fucking tax fraud, haven little wanker prick.
Don't be jealous, Dave.
Poor
I'll tell you what, Virgin's so excellent, they accidentally made Double Dragon twice on the Amstrad.
I did, I'm sure I've told this story before, but I did manage to con a Master System converter out of him.
Absolutely.
Yes, I remember.
When I was a kid,
Richard
I wrote
Branson.
to Richard Branson and said, I'm poor and my dad doesn't live at home because he's working 2 jobs at Christmas to pay for me just to eat. And is there any chance I could buy a Master... That's how he spoke back then, I'm not faking this. Is there any chance I could buy a Master System converter at cost? And then 2 days later, his personal secretary phoned me and sent me one. And I remember lying to her on the phone because she goes, he's read your letter. He probably didn't, but I don't fucking care. So I got a Master System converter. He's read your letter, and he would just like to say he would send you one, but you don't have a Japanese Mega Drive, do you? And I went, no. And then he sent me one, and 3 days after that, I sold it.
Are you sure they didn't say, we will send you this on the condition that you make a video about it when you become famous on YouTube?
Yes, and then I picked the beard hair out of it.
Yeah.
Dear Mr. Branson, I'd just like to say you are a wonderful, wonderful person, but your boating skills are shit.
It's just as bad as your ballooning skills.
So Virgin put out 2 copies of Double Dragon for the Amstrad CPC?
Yes, and I didn't realise they had.
When you say 2, what they were like,
Two
one was
complete-
better than the other.
Yeah, one was absolutely shit and one was really good, but that's just by coincidence.
But what one got pulled?
They didn't get pulled, they both got released and I didn't notice. Because people were moaning, how come my version's good and your one's crap?
Oh, this was the Tronics versus Mastertronic.
Am I the only person who remembers the Double Dragon box art for the home computer systems and not the consoles and thought, why didn't you make those blokes muscly? They've got bingo wings on the cover when they're going like that. They've got the flabbiest arms you've ever seen. Look up the picture, you'll see what I mean.
Their arms are together, aren't they? I know what you mean.
And they just look like fat bastards.
Yeah.
No, they will save your bird, but at the same time they are chunking on kebab. Alright? Bosh. Job done, innit?
The Atari 2600 cover's awesome, man. You've seen the art on that.
Check out the game. Have you seen it on the 7800 as well? That's a pretty ballserific version.
Is that good or bad?
Yeah,
Is
bad,
that
sorry.
good? Oh, okay.
Now, we'll get you a dictionary that translates my talk,
Well, I don't
normal
know
talk into real talk.
this Brolian talk.
That's not Bristolian.
Oh, okay.
How dare you, Chris? You're just living here with our permission.
You're a poser.
Fuck off, you wannabe Yank.
Canadian.
Starting again.
I'm not a wannabe Yank. I'd live in Canada again in a heartbeat, mate. But don't
America
fucking call me
light.
American.
Canada, it's just America light, really, isn't it?
Canada's
Dave? Come
nice
on.
because they don't start wars for oil. America's bad because...
Canada don't start at all.
Why am I struggling
They're
to
just
find
so
reasons
nice.
to make America bad? Because America's bad because they seem to think they saved us in WW2. They didn't. We took a stand, people. We took a fucking stand. You were like this.
I'm still here.
It was like, you know, playground. 2 kids are having a fight in a playground. It's really horrific, and the other kid's just standing over here doing nothing. That's an analogy for America during World War II. Should we? Nah. Oh look, he just broke his nose. Should we? Nah. Oh, he might be about to die. Possibly we'll get involved and fuck all your women. Sorry, America. I love you.
Always
Prefer
remember
Canada, though.
one thing that Gordon Ramsay made me laugh. He said once on Kitchen Nightmares. Somebody made this food, and he says there's so much oil on this food that America wants to invade the plate.
Well, actually, the late coming of American World War II could something have to do with that all Nazi tracks were actually forts. They did bloody trading until with the US until they started the war with Germany, or they joined in the Second World War.
The thing is about World War II that's very bad, and we should remember it spawned a very, very terrible, terrible movie. Pearl Harbor.
Oh. I haven't actually dared to see it, to be honest.
I'll tell you one thing that really pissed me off about Pearl Harbor more than anything else is Michael Bay managed to wrangle the entire budget of the prequel to Roger Rabbit and got it cancelled just because it went over budget.
Really?
Yes.
What?
They were
I hate this bloody movie.
Yeah. They're going to make a prequel to Roger Rabbit, and he managed to get it vetoed to close.
Oh my
down.
God! We need to have a whip around to buy me a ticket so I can go and find him, because that's how simple it is. I'll just fly to his house and kick him squarely in the balls and say, "That's for fucking Roger Rabbit, you cunt."
Can you give him one too, just to say turtles are not aliens?
Oh, shake harder, boy. What a wanker. Plus, also, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, if they even dare to remake back, I'm not saying he will, but if he will, I'll fucking kill him. If they even dare to remake Back to the Future, people are going to die on my fucking watch.
No.
Right, guys, I'm going to bounce. I am fucking knackered. So...
Oh, that's unusual. Scott leaving first.
I fucking went to work at 4:30 this morning, mate. Come on.
Well, we'll let you off, guys.
Right, guys, good night. Thank you
guys
for joining me.
See ya, Scotty.
See
Thanks for joining the cast.
Sexy boudoir.
Bob.
Goodbye, Seattle.
Yep.
Hasta la
Yeah.
Bob.
I'm not Bob, you prick.
I said snob. You heard me incorrectly. Oh, he's gone.
I am also going because I'm going to the zoo tomorrow and I have to be up. The zoo, I told you.
Okay, that's a good excuse. I go also.
Okay, Rich. Enjoy your time at the zoo. And here's a quick fact about YouTube. The first ever video that was uploaded on YouTube was about a visit to the zoo.
It was a Let's Play of Minecraft.
I like your version better, Larry.
Alright, then have something. I go also. See ya, bye bye.
Okay. Well, what's happening? What's happening? Everyone's dropping like flies.
The numbers are thinning, but what do I know? I'm an American wannabe.
You are.
Oh, I can't do the. It would have been better if I had the noise, but I can't do the noise when the claws open.
How was I wanted to ask you earlier. How was the comic, the Dark Phoenix comic?
Fucking amazing! I forgot how good a book that is.
Yes. Good.
It's such a good book, and then when I read it, it made me angry. And you want to know why?
I better go.
Because it reminded me of X-Men 3 and what a fucking balls
Larry?
up that was.
Larry, thank you very much for joining us tonight. It's been.
I'll stay a bit longer then.
Okay. Well,
Is that all it took? A thank you.
There's only 10 minutes remaining on the stream actually before we cut out. So we might as well do the duration.
Yeah,
now,
so I'll
I'm
do the stretch then.
So yeah. So anyway, we've got you cornered now, so we can do a one-to-one interview.
I would just like to say, Larry, what do you think about interaction with smaller channels?
I think you're all plebs and you're wasting my time.
See, we knew that, but while we're distracting you, what you don't realise is someone's having your house over.
Thanks for the last 3 hours, by the way.
He's CG, by the way, right now. He's CG because he's actually the guy who's having your house over. He may be honorary Bristolian, but we've trained him well.
So here's a question I was going to ask you. I don't think I got round to asking it. How close were you, Larry, to becoming a videator on Games World?
They never spoke to me. Well, it was they knew it was the final series, and I joined right at the end of the last series, so it was pretty much a given that they knew they weren't going to come back, so they never asked me anything.
Did you do any behind-the-scenes stuff for them in the 4th series?
Did you do any behind-the-scenes video?
I did nothing for them. They never contacted me for anything professional like that. I did hear from Rob that Big Boy Barry felt a bit threatened by me.
Because there is a rumour floating around on the internet that when...
I'm not gay.
No. That when Games World was supposed to come back, it was supposed to be in a new form. Rob was telling us about this, Rob Nathan, last week, Electric Eddie. When it was coming back, they were supposed to introduce an alter ego for Barry, who was going to be called...
Somebody said that on the Wikipedia page as well.
Is that totally untrue then?
I don't... Well, he knows more about it than I do, because I'm not involved in it.
Right. Well, the rumour was that you were going to play that character.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what Rob said last week.
Well, I think they might. I think they might have asked me back if they were going to do another series. But no, I was going to do a Big Boy Barry character on X League once for a laugh, just to annoy him. But I think he had too much power and he wanted to veto me because he found me as a bit of a threat, apparently. He did like.
He's envious of you.
No, he didn't like me having a fat bloke having a character and that. I was like, You know when you're playing on Xbox Live with a girl in the room and another girl comes in, she gets really sort of defensive.
Yeah.
It's a bit like that.
I am the only fat person allowed on this franchise.
Yeah, it's like I'm the only gay in the village.
Sorry, that sounds horrible. I sound like I was having a pop at you in every way. I do apologise.
No, I do apologise if you've been offended by any of the fat jokes tonight, Larry. It wasn't our intention.
I'm used to them.
Don't worry, mate. You're a fucking amateur
You're not
when it comes
fat,
to
you're
being
lovely.
When I was on X League, I used to be called 1/3 of Wes and Larry. No, Wes used to be called 1/3 of Wes and Larry. So.
It's totally unfair because you have lost quite a lot of weight, haven't you?
I put some on now because I've been a bit rough, but yeah, I lost 15 stone.
I hope you're not suggesting that video games make you fat.
No, that's not me.
There you go, people. You heard it here.
I used to play. Anyway, I used to play Wii Fit all the time when I.
We should all start the smoke yourself thin diet.
So, did the Wii Fit diet work?
No. I mean, you know, it makes you neurotic in the end because one day you'd suddenly go up in weight and you get really depressed the whole day. But oh fuck it, what's the point of me doing it now?
The best thing ever someone has said to me in a game shop, thinking, you know, when people like try to impress you, and he was going, yeah, I'm a skater, me, and I got the Wii Fit board, and I'm not saying that I love Skate It on the Wii, by the way. I'm not saying that Skate is a really, really realistic game, but I was so into it, I tried to fucking ollie my Wii Fit board. Really? Seriously? You tried to ollie your Wii Fit board? Are you telling me that you're that fucking retarded that while playing a video game on a Wii Fit board, you thought it was an actual skateboard, despite the fact that there was no motion involved whatsoever, and you tried to ollie it? Even the 8-year-old behind me looked at him and just went, "You're such a tool."
For the people out there in internet land who don't know what an ollie is, I'm going to try and explain what that is. It's where you try and flip round the board, isn't it, with your feet?
No, it's just a jump.
No, it's just you go back off the tail and onto the front. Look at this, so 90s, dude.
See, that's how much I know about skating. All I know about skating is from Tony Hawk's. And
I found my Santa Cruz Sauber the other day. Christ alive, boards in the 90s were so big you could fucking iron a shirt on it.
Were you a skater then?
Uses a bed.
yeah, I'm actually sat on my Santa Cruz Sauber right now for this podcast.
You have to have planning permission to go on a skate park.
I was a skater, Mr. Yack. I was a skater. I'm not saying I was a very good one, but
Did you
I
break
had my
anything?
moments. Broke my wrist.
Oh.
There you go. I'm a skater. Yay! Yeah, fuck you, Avril Lavigne. Sorry, see what I did there?
All right.
No one.
No,
Did you ever have a Tony Hawk controller?
And it's ironic because she's Canadian as well, isn't she?
Yeah.
She actually walked by a bar I was drinking in once with the bloke she's married to from Sum 41.
That's right.
And someone at the bar said, "Hey, look, there's Avril Lavigne over the road. Who wants to see Avril Lavigne?" To which I just picked my beer up and said, "Who fucking gives a shit about Avril Lavigne? Whiny little wannabe," and carried on drinking. By the way, Avril, if you are watching this, I just want to say I do think you are very attractive, though. But your bloke's a knob.
Boy.
Yeah.
Did you ever get this Tony Hawk controller? The big.
Oh, is that the one that I saw a really brilliant article in Retro magazine about, which was 15 uses for the Tony Hawk controller that aren't involved in playing the game, and one of them was as a food tray, and the other one was it's something to hold your soap while you're in the bath, because supposedly it's that bad.
They are well. They're 150 quid when they first come out. 6 months later, you can get them for a tenner. So that's how popular they were.
Wow.
There's a cut-off picture of Avril Lavigne giving you the fingers.
She smokes. You're not supposed to smoke. What will your fans say? Because they're all 12. And ask your bloke why he's in such a crap rock band. Oh. P.S. I still like to have sex with you. Her, not him, obviously.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Because I'm sure she finds me really hot playing with a sonic screwdriver.
Doing YouTube videos moaning about people nicking your copy of Resident Evil 2.
Yeah. Oh, the funny thing is, I have seen that person since.
Oh, did you smack him? Has he still got his teeth?
Oh,
it's on this live stream now, right, Dave?
Yeah. Wanker Biscuit. Hey, who knew that Biscuit was such a multitasking tool? No, I saw him a few days ago, and I just went up to him and I didn't hit him because, well, there were actually police in East Street at that point, so I wouldn't hit him anyway because violence is, for just people who aren't me. But I think it's safe to say he fully understands what a low tool I think he is. I do like it when you're verbally bashing someone so much they take a step backwards.
Yeah, so they could even eyeball you as well.
Yeah.
They do that, don't they?
And it's just, I should have plugged my YouTube channel at the time, shouldn't I?
What you want to do is buy a pair of those spy sunglasses. They're really, really cool.
Oh yes, I've seen a video with those.
Rich King Retro uses those as well.
Well, I use them for me walking to go to McDonald's one time.
And
I do like your comment you put on one of my In the Wild videos ages and ages and ages ago, mate, where you said, "Are you a hobbit?"
Well, you hold your camera really, really low.
But I have to, because we've got Chris will back me up on this. If you walk around Bristol with a fucking camera, all of a sudden the old bill roll up and you get called a terrorist.
Well, that's why I say to buy some spy sunglasses.
There was an article in our local rag where the woman who organised all those Kenyan shootings was actively recruiting from Bristol.
And that's why I don't hold a camera at head height. Because I don't want to get brainwashed by
Are you going to buy them Google Glass glasses one day? I mean,
they look really cool with the augmented reality stuff.
Yeah,
like,
you can film with them as well.
GPS and stuff, yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, but then they're just, instead of being that bloke who walks around with a camera by his waist, they're just, everyone from fucking GameStop shops will just stop me coming in because, why are you wearing glasses? It's not bright.
Guys.
Because it's got a stigma.
I hate to cut in here, but unfortunately we've only got about 60 seconds left on the stream. So if there's anything you'd like to say in closing, we can close it out right here, right now.
I'd like to say, Scotchy Scotch, Scotchy Scotch.
Right.
I'd say that
no one else watched the Anchorman 2 trailer.
I will be watching Larry's videos, and it's been a pleasure to meet him.
Thank you.
It was even though I was late, it was very nice to talk to you in person, Larry. I have enjoyed it immensely.
Yeah, I've lost respect for you turning up so late, to be honest. But...
Well, that's because they told me you were coming on, and I was very nervous.
I'm subscribing you.
I don't care what you do, as long as you make me a sexy biscuit.
Well, Larry, you've got to come back again sometime because it's been magnificent having you on the show
tonight. Thank you very much.
You give our live stream credibility.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah, we've definitely not just got you on to boost our credibility or anything.
You're much better than those games.
You wouldn't have me on, would you, to boost the credibility?
There you go. There's a good soundbite for you. You're much better than those Game Chaser cunts.
Have they been on there?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm going to call Billy right now.
Oh, I bet you are.
Have some NES games on poor.
He's going to tell on you.
Seems to have quite a lot of them.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sayonara.
Sayonara.